Strangers in Scandal. Opie and Anthony on satellite radio. Those hosts, Anthony Camilla and Greg Opie.
On the virtual team. Opie and Anthony apologizing for yet another raunchy
comment profanity like rap. Is this the last straw for the raunchy radio duo?
Our show is stupid.
This is so irresponsible.
This should be illegal. It really should be. It's like, it's so unethical.
God, I hate fucking radio.
This could be the worst audio ever.
Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth. This is terrible.
We just suck all around.
I hope you show restraint in fucking my girlfriend.
This stinks.
Fucking shut the fuck up. We get it. Get it.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Friday, holy
Oh,
shit.
my
Friday.
dear sweet Jesus.
Thank God it's
Friday. Friday.
Friday.
How's everybody?
Good.
Oh, I was asking the audience. It was kind of rhetorical.
Why don't you start by asking how the people you do the show
All right. Opie, how's things?
I'm doing just fine, sir. Thanks for
Dandy.
asking.
Good, Jimmy?
Things could be a whole lot better, Lloyd. Things could be a whole lot better.
It's fucking hot in here, no?
Yeah.
It is blazing.
What, because I woke up an hour early and did 100 push-ups? Who cares?
No way.
And now you feel like you're in shape again, right?
You did?
I haven't worked out in a month. I mean, literally just started again yesterday. I'm so depressed.
You started with 100 push-ups?
No, I did 150 like last week, and I was sore for 4 days. And then yesterday I did 50, and today I did 100 after I did my cardio.
You should mix it up a little.
Push-ups are good for you, though.
Yeah, they are.
But you got to work back into it slowly.
100's not that many. 4 sets of 25?
4 sets of 25 over an hour?
A half hour.
Oh, that'll hurt you.
That's going to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, you'll be hurt by
I
it.
deserve to hurt.
He likes the pain.
It's good to hurt.
Yeah.
Feel the burn. Feel the burn.
Holy shit, we got a busy show today. Very, very sad news. Kathy the comic strip will end in October after 34 years.
What?
I've been sad.
Didn't that comic strip end about 20 years ago?
Please.
Who the fuck reads Kathy in the comic
What,
strip?
do they finally show her digging her face into a cartoon muff? Be the dyke that she is?
Oh, you think that was a lesbian
come on.
cartoon?
Cartoon doik.
Is it even in our papers?
Sometimes you
it's
see
gotta
it.
be.
Really?
It's gotta be. Why? Hello? Hello?
Gregorio.
Hi. Hello?
Caller.
Hello, caller?
You're
caller,
on the
are you
air.
there? Oh.
How did I do that?
Gregorio hit something.
When you leaned over to get the paper pie.
But then he pushed that button to make it stop way
Does
over
that
there.
keyboard do something
Oh,
for the
probably.
phone? Yeah,
That
maybe.
just scared the shit out of me. All
Whoa.
right.
I could do a show with the dial tone in the background the whole day, though. That would be kind of fun.
Why not? Why not?
Why not?
How did your phone die?
The creator of Kathy basically says
Shot himself in the head realizing what he's done for 36 years or whatever it is.
It's a woman.
Oh, sorry.
And she said that she ran out of creative juice.
In 1977.
Exactly.
Ran out of creative juice.
And she wants to go try
Through
something,
menopause.
something else.
The only juice that's worth anything on them.
And I guess the New York paper decided to blow off Kathy many years ago because I don't see it in
Kathy
this.
fucking stinks.
Kathy sucks a clit.
What was the big fucking story with Kathy?
I don't fucking know.
Was it always trying to find a date?
Oh,
Was
is that it?
Trouble at the office?
Oh, there's Kathy. Oh, no, that's
no.
right. That's the face transplant lady.
No.
I got confused
Old
for a
pyramid
second.
head.
She's terrible, that lady.
Oh, Easter Island woman.
She's the real life Kathy, though.
Yeah, she is.
She decided to get the Kathy makeover. Can we get the Kathy comic strip online, maybe? Because
I
it's
wanna
not in the
know.
paper.
Back.
I mean, Blondie's in the paper, thank God, and Doonesbury and Beetle Bailey, thank God.
That can't be the same person writing Blondie still. There's no way. Blondie was like in the fucking 40s, I think.
All comic strips should end. They stink.
Irrelevant.
They're not funny. Nobody laughs. I've never seen anybody go like, even reading. Never.
No.
Why are they scared to just not do this anymore?
These are funny papers.
No one would notice.
Papers. The funny papers. Is this Kathy? All right, it's a picture of a woman.
All right, well, yeah, walk us through. Is this
Yeah.
today's strip?
This is
All right,
All right.
Jim.
Very important considering it's ending in October after 34 years.
A woman in a blue polka dotted shirt, kind of poking out of a picture frame, with very, very short gray hair and nose glasses.
Boy, I wonder, is she an old lesbian?
Oh, boy, she has to be.
Old dyke.
And she says, I've told you for years you were taking too many pictures, but you wouldn't listen. Next one. What on earth will you do with so many pictures? And then here comes the next one. I guess she's typing this into her computer. Look at your pretty smile in this one. Look how your eyes sparkle in this one. Look at the cute way you turned your head. Look how lovely you are. I just want to squeeze you. And now she's sitting there with two other people, one of who is Kathy.
Last frame. Oh, Kathy finally makes an appearance.
And the guy says...
Thanks for throwing us a bone.
When Mother says there are too many pictures, she means there are too many pictures of other things besides her baby. And then the mother says, are there any more of you?
With hearts around her head. Like she complained and complained and complained.
What? Wait,
So
what?
many pictures.
Wait, what? What just happened?
And Kathy doesn't say a word in this one.
What? What
Kathy's
happened?
just standing in the background.
The mother has dementia, obviously, and
Yes.
what's happened is she shit her pants, and as the orderly pushes her face into a pillow, she's thinking about Kathy at old pictures. Fucking horrible.
What happened?
She ran out of creative juices.
Oh, my
In the middle of that
God.
strip.
But what's the point of the strip?
Dude, I don't get it.
I don't
She's looking
get
at
it.
pictures, and then what happens?
Who is compelled to read that every day and go like, aha, that's good. Can't wait till tomorrow.
Holy shit.
The comic strip is an
All right, here's
irrelevant
Try one
feature.
more. This was yesterday.
Oh, because Kathy's in this one. Okay.
Yeah, all right. We got
All
a big one with Kathy.
Wow.
Kathy is talking in front of a computer monitor.
To what? What
Some
is that
androgynous thing.
What is that
No.
thing she's talking
Androgynous
to?
thing.
Is that a guy or a girl?
Can't tell.
Wow. Okay.
Short hair, odd looking. Kathy says, why did we take 87 shots of the fern outside our vacation hotel room? And the thing says, why not?
Wait, does she vacation with a woman?
We don't know
Is
what
this
that
a lesbian
I
cartoon
don't
and we
know.
just didn't know all these years?
It might be work. Is Kathy like work at a photography
Maybe.
studio or
It says vacation hotel room, like they went on vacation.
Outside
together.
our vacation hotel room.
Oh,
That
right.
means they were doing some scissoring.
Kathy Scissors.
Just mushing genitals together.
the unsexy sweater she wears every day.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
That's right. The other one says, why not? Why not? It's so easy to edit in camera as you go. And then Kathy says, why don't we ever edit in camera why didn't we ever edit in camera as we went? And then Thing says, it's easier to edit on the computer each night. And then Kathy says, why didn't we edit on the computer each night? And then the Thing says, it's easier to edit at home when we have more time. Ha ha. Like that will ever happen. And then Kathy says, all we managed to delete is the possibility that we'd ever delete anything. And then the other one says, ta-da! Our first edit.
Holy shit.
It's ungodly.
That sucks.
How bad
That just
that
makes
is.
you angry.
I'm mad.
Yes.
I'm mad at how unfunny and just there's nothing there.
Holy shit.
Do you think the paper gets that and
This
goes
is-
like, wow, she's really lost this?
No, they don't even look at it. They just put it in.
This
They
is
put it in and send her a giant check.
this is an art form that has passed everyone by.
It's just gone.
I love the political cartoonists in the Post. I think they say some really fucking like poignant shit. They have one frame to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Those guys are actually really good.
Those are out of the comic strip section,
Oh, yeah.
too. They're just,
Without a doubt.
they're
Yeah,
on editorial pages and things like that. This is in the comic section.
I don't even know what we just read.
It's horrendous.
What
know what that
are we
is.
getting done there?
I don't know what that is.
I should start my own syndicated comic.
Yes, you should.
And apparently the comics are all available online somewhere, right?
yeah.
yeah.
They all have their own sites.
Why is it even in the paper? The newspaper could be one page.
Yeah.
Just one page. The top story, which you don't even need. Actually, no pages. None pages.
Yeah, you don't really need fucking newspapers anymore.
Funny paper.
All right, well,
Dolt. Go spray some DDT on Grandpa.
I guess someone out there is going to miss Kathy. I don't know who.
Yeah.
I don't know what her audience is. I would assume old lesbians or something.
Yeah, they think it's people like to curl up with a good book.
Wait, Larry in Connecticut wants to. Larry, are you trying to defend the Kathy comic strip?
Oh.
Look,
Kathy is not about anything that you're talking about.
What's it
The
about?
comic strip Kathy is about the struggles of a modern woman who's trying to make her way in a modern world, trying to deal with issues at work, trying to deal with her issues having to do with her body, and also bothered by a loving, overbearing mother, a loving, overbearing father, a mischievous dog. It's just about life for a woman in the modern working world.
So you found a synopsis online?
Beg pardon?
You found a synopsis online, did you?
No, I've read Kathy in the comic strip when I buy the paper every day, just like I read Beetle Bailey and Blondie and Pickles and Those Before Swine. I read the comics.
Sir, why do you
I read the comics.
why do you
I'm
read
old and gray.
why do you read Beetle Bailey? Do you get a good laugh out of that? Do you?
Could you find
At
Beetle
times,
Bailey?
yes. At
Hold
times
on.
I get a real good chuckle out of it because I see people
All
on
right.
the station with what I soldiered in Beetle Bailey.
All right, listen. We're gonna have an open mind. We're gonna read today's Beetle
Yes.
Bailey for you.
All right. And then you maybe can explain it. So hold on the line here.
Yeah.
We'll read Beetle Bailey, and you explain to us why it's funny.
I'm amazed we actually found someone that still reads the comics. I didn't think that
A
was
man that
possible.
reads Kathy.
Where do you? I thought he was joking.
There's two of you.
Are you joking, Larry?
Are you fucking the woman who draws her?
Kathy, you have the little dog. The little dog's always ripping stuff to pieces. She's always flustered, never can get anything done, is constantly doubting herself.
Just like a
it's
dyke.
Not about lesbianism.
All right,
It's
sir.
not about that.
All right, here's today's Beetle Bailey. By the
All right.
way, in today's Beetle Bailey doesn't even appear.
There's no
Yeah.
Beetle Bailey has the day off.
I think you got the sergeant and the sergeant secretary or
Or the
something.
general. This is the
Oh,
general.
that's
Oh, that's the
General.
general. I'm sorry.
Oh,
right.
my
I should have
God, how
known
dare
that.
you.
Yes, of course.
All right, sir. There's a general, and there's a little blonde girl. Now, the little sign says, hanging on the wall, "Today is Formal Friday." The general says, "What is Formal Friday? I never heard of it." And then the two of them are in the next strip, and a well-dressed blonde woman, like wearing like an evening gown, walks in and says, and
No,
then
no. Yeah, okay, sorry.
the blonde and the general are there. A blonde with an evening gown walks in, and the army blonde says, off the woman who just walked in, "It's a chance for Bucks to wear some of her old prom dresses."
I understand that.
You asshole.
You're being a dick.
Right, thank you.
You're just being a
Thank you.
dick.
I love this guy. I love this guy
Fucking
now.
Larry rules.
What an asshole. He starts cracking up at that.
kind of,
It makes sense. You're not understanding this.
you kind of made a dice fucking thing there. That was a dice move.
Larry.
Larry, we like you, Larry.
You're the best, Larry.
All right, so officially, we still haven't found anyone that actually reads the comics every day.
No.
God, wow, that's just awful.
The Lockhorns weren't as bad as some.
Lockhorns are from my hometown, so let's be careful.
I used to laugh
Let's be careful with the Lockhorns.
reading the Lockhorns when I was before I was 12.
Main guy died, and I think the wife now freaking does the comic strip with some young artists.
They're always mad at each other. I'm just waiting for a fucking murder-suicide on the Lockhorns.
How great would that be? To
Oh,
end
he
it that
just
way?
blasts her in the head with a shotgun, puts it in his mouth.
Well, now
No words.
Now I'm defending the Lockhorns, but
2 panels.
But the guy was from the Huntington area, and a lot of Huntington references in the Lockhorns.
You know, it was a great cartoon, The
H.
Far
Riley's?
Side.
Not F.H. Riley's yet.
That would be nice.
but
the
that-
Lockhorns go there. He fucking shoves our face in a wonderful chicken cutlet.
Oh, it's that other fucking joint they always use.
Language.
From across the street from Book Review. I forgot the name of that joint.
Does he run into someone's
whatever.
drunken ex-wife?
Go Lockhorns. Let's see if the Lockhorns is worth reading. Jimmy, you want to do us the favor?
Sure.
The Lockhorns. Are they all single-panel Lockhorns?
I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they were.
All right, here's
Right
today's
to the point.
Lockhorns. Or
This one's not great. It's them two talking to some marriage counselor, obviously.
Okay.
And they're both back to back on one seat. And he said, "First, you both need to learn to compromise."
Oh, because one of them won't take the other seat.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess they hate each other. My father used to like these.
Yeah.
And the two of them are standing there, and she's cooking, and he says, "When did your meatloaf become a renewable resource?"
Boy, okay.
They're always just bitching at each other.
Go ahead.
He's sitting there looking unshaven and a mess, and she said to somebody, "This is Leroy's retirement plan."
Why don't they just get a divorce?
Exactly.
It's It's been how many years?
But why doesn't he just finally let her bet a Negro, which is what she really wants?
And he could prep the bowl.
Yeah.
He's a cuckold.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's
Leroy likes to suck before it goes in. I can't even read this. It's just horrible.
Yeah,
My dad would laugh back in the day.
Yeah, in the old days. Like, the things used to be entertaining.
There's one where
Remember Dickie Goodman got fucking radio airplay and laughs?
You're right, because there's no relative comparisons.
Right. Now it's... What are you looking at?
Hey, we're getting a
Comic
request
strips.
now. Someone goes, can you read Family Circus? It's precious. Spectro from
What,
Michigan.
Big and black?
Good old Family Circus. I used to love Jim Norton's fucking comic
Just hurt
strip
my
bit.
throat too much. I love doing that,
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I understand.
I did like that one, though.
The Family Circus.
All right, let's try the Family Circus. What's this one about? There's a couple. There's 2 or 3 little kids,
these
maybe 4
ugly
little kids.
Little chubby kids.
Yeah, they're little nasty fucking kids.
The Family Circus.
They're all available online.
Let's see.
This is for old people that just don't have computers,
Let me
don't
see
know how to
that one.
use
All
them.
right, let's try the Family Circus. You got a dad driving the car.
The daughter.
And the daughter's in the passenger seat.
And the son's in he's got the visor. You can see the shades on his face, but the sun's in her eyes.
Because she's so short.
Right.
And she adorably says, Daddy, will you move the sun, please?
Aw.
So I guess that's what kids say.
Careens into a pole, and she flies through the windshield.
Or her brother, no, her brother is fucking her in the face, and she says, will you move the sun, meaning his.
See, there'd be a lot of lofts with that.
Oh, look at see the kid, just the boy, he says, he's holding a piece of paper, no, not, knee, knob, 4 words
Right.
written on it, and he says, why do I have to keep writing in these K's when they don't make any noise anyway?
Aw, it's adorable because they're silent.
The little
Ks.
guy. Kids say that type of stuff.
The darndest things.
Yeah, I love
Take
this
that out
one.
of my hiney.
Yeah, here's the
Take that out of my kahiny.
Take your knuckles out of my hiney. Someone's going to know what you did. They're going to have the knowledge.
Very good. Hey, we go to Tony in Brooklyn really fast. Tony!
Hey, yeah?
Hey, what's going on, Ope?
What's up, brother?
I really live in Huntington Bay, but it's Canterbury Ales, and they also reference the Golden Dolphin Diner a lot.
There you go, yeah.
Oh, the Golden Dolphin
And-
right there on Main.
In the Lockhorns, they reference a lot of places in Huntington. Thank you, Tony. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot it was Canterbury Ales. Very good.
Didn't know that.
That is correct, yes. All right. And
Didn't go to Canterbury that much. Went to the Golden Dolphin.
Golden Dolphin.
Yeah.
Do you know how funny The Far Side was?
How funny
Dude,
that
was
was
it?
good.
I remember one, and it was like, he was a genius, that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
It was one...
Gary
it's-
Larson.
It's a guy, it's 2 guys in a plane, and they're looking down at a guy obviously on a deserted island, and he's got rocks, and the sign is HELF, like he didn't finish connecting the P, and the guy goes, cancel that. He doesn't, apparently it's been a mistake. This guy is saying health. He doesn't need help. It was some funny cartoon. I really ruined it. But it was very funny.
I absolutely get that.
The guy wrote health and they left it there.
It's okay.
That was... See, those were the ones you could get the big calendar of, and every day you rip off one, and it's hysterical funny.
Yeah, but that's why The Far Side was so great. It was so much better than this horseshit that's still in the papers, like
Yeah.
Kathy.
And he retired.
Kathy goes away in October.
Right on top, he retired, too. Like,
Yes.
everybody still wanted more of that shit.
Go to Dwayne Trosley. Trosley.
Who
He
the
does-
hell is that?
Does Hustler cartoons.
Oh, okay,
yes.
yeah.
All right.
Those are funny.
They're the funniest cartoons.
Yeah. I would actually laugh until it hurt at some of those.
My favorite one ever is 2 hunters staring at a bear trap, and there's a pair of bloody testicles hanging in the trap, and the one guy goes to the other one, somewhere out there is one mean fucking bear. I would frame that.
That's great.
That really is great. Look at this fucking
They're
mess.
just filthy.
That's Billet. No, Colin.
There's
Oh, God.
a very old naked guy in a swing.
And there's an old woman sucking his dick, and he's swinging, and she's attached to his cock, and they're in midair.
Yeah.
And the caption is, we never would have tried this with your old denture adhesive. And she's got a finger up his ass. It's just filthy.
And her pussy is flopping out like a duck's mouth.
It's whistling.
Yeah, because she's old.
What is this one?
Oh.
Guy's on top of a woman in a
Banging her
bedroom.
in bed.
And then another woman's at the doorway all dressed.
Yes, it's Martha Stewart.
Oh, it is? Okay.
And she says, "Hi, I'm Martha Stewart. You know, if you spit on the end of your dick, it slides into a dry pussy much easier." But she's all proper dressed.
Give me her little tips.
Those are fucking great,
Dude.
man.
What's he doing? Oh, it's a black guy, of course, with giant lips and a cock that's about 4 feet long, and he has a machine on the end of it. And he's reading a book, and on the side is a box that says "penis reducer" on it.
Because black guys have big dicks.
His dick's giant.
But the machine is humming.
It's just shaving it down.
These
Those
are
fucking great.
Hustler
man.
cartoons are the fucking funniest.
This looks like some kind of fucking orgy.
Well, is it all men?
Oh, wait, is it
a
all
minute.
men? All right. One woman in the middle there.
They're all.
Oh, gangbang.
Yeah, the guy just walked in.
Yeah, guy dressed very nicely. As there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nude guys and one girl.
And the black guy's got his dick in her, and there's cum all over. She's got like 10 loads on her.
Come all over her.
And
in
the
a
guys are getting
cartoon.
dressed. They're all sitting around the room, and the caption is, "Oh no, my wife, my best friend, my boss, my uncle, my lawyer, my auto mechanic, my neighbor, my accountant, my dog." I like the fact the dog is just sitting there. Apparently he's fucked her too.
Jesus.
I love those.
Yeah, right on.
Fucking great.
I want that. We go up a little higher. Dan, can I read that again?
That's great.
Oh, Chester the molester? Yeah.
Oh, Chester the molester.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Mike in St. Louis. Yes. Old Chester the molester.
Do you know what was a great one?
Comics.
Chester was standing outside the bathroom one time, and there was toilet paper right around the corner, so you knew Chester had taken the toilet paper out and hidden it, and he had yellow and brown on his chin, and there was a little sign he had made, and it said, "Butts expertly cleaned." Chester was a great...
Chester rules.
I love the fact they told you what had happened just by hiding the toilet paper around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
A lot of creeps come up when you put Chester the molester.
Hustler cartoon.
Very hard to get the
Put comic
the
or
comic
cartoon.
there.
You go. All right. Yeah. Anything come
Still
up.
get a bunch of molesters.
Hustler Comic, Chester the Molester in quotes, probably. And a kiss.
Just a lot of
creeps.
a lot of
coming up.
molesters. Yeah,
Yeah,
Shows
a lot of
them
real molesters
horrible
popping up.
people. There's one.
No. We can't find any. I wonder why.
That's
Is that
very,
taboo now?
Very greedy with his works, having them pulled offline.
Maybe there's
sure. Blogs about Chester the molester. Those
Wow, what's up with this?
I don't know if that's. Oh, these are just horrible people.
Wow.
Those are real,
I wonder
like
what's going
Chester
on
the
with this.
molesters. Can't find him. Got him on his shit out there, yo.
Huh.
You
Oh, wow.
pay, motherfucker.
Well,
And
with that,
all that from Kathy.
Kathy is
cashing it
leaving us.
in October. Thank God. I wonder what they'll fill the.
I love when you learn one of these, comic people are leaving us, and then you
And no one cares.
And then you're in your car going, I didn't even know that they were still,
Yeah.
doing fucking comics.
And they're usually there's no usual references to popular culture in them, so they could probably just go back
Oh yeah,
30 years
Yep.
and just rerun the fucking things over again.
Well,
30
Or
years.
change the storyline a little bit. A little bit.
honestly, all that means is she's not fucking doing new ones.
Yeah,
It'll stay in the papers
yeah. They'll just recycle
because
them.
no one will notice.
Who would go? I read that, Kathy, 20 years ago.
Right? No one's gonna notice.
That was a Ziggy.
We got to get. We're gonna change gears drastically, but Dr. Laura.
I have to hear this audio.
Wow! She loves
Dr.
the N-word.
Laura. No.
This is all over the fucking news.
Steve. Yeah. I think that if you're going to say nigger, you should keep it in context. Yeah, the diverticulitis was caused by.
Dr. Steve. He rules.
Let's just wake him up.
Decapitate him.
Monday, let's wake him up at 6:02. Really make him miserable for the day.
With an inane question.
Yeah, with something really just stupid.
Yeah.
Dr. Laura takes a phone call from Jade, who's in an interracial relationship and has a problem.
Boo!
This guy, Dr. Laura Schlesinger, to say the N-word a lot.
Yeah.
It started with this.
Jade, welcome to the program.
Hi, Dr. Laura.
Hi.
I'm having an issue with my husband where I'm starting to grow very resentful of him. I'm black and he's white. We've been around some of his friends and family members who start make racist comments as if I'm not there or if I'm not black. And my husband ignores those comments, and it hurts my feelings. And then he just acts like he
Well, can you give me an example of a racist comment? Because sometimes people are hypersensitive. So tell me give me two good examples of racist comments.
Okay, last night, good example. We had a neighbor come over, and this neighbor, every time he comes over, it's always a black comment. It's, oh, well, how do you black people like doing this, and do black people really like doing that? And for a long time, I would ignore it. But last night, I got to the point
I don't think that's racist.
Well, the stereotype.
I don't think that's racist. No, I think that, no. I think that's, well, listen, without giving much thought, a lot of blacks voted for Obama simply because he was half black. Didn't matter what he was going to do in office. It was a black thing. You got to know that.
It's really boring.
Let me tell you something about Laura. I first of all, I hate her.
Yeah.
I hate her guts, and I love the fact that Stern had those fucking pictures of her fucking pussy put up years ago. The greatest kicking of somebody off a pedestal ever. Mm-hmm. She's a fucking, that, as much as I don't want to see her fired, but that woman called up and said, my husband, the woman is saying is, look, this is my husband's friend, I'm his wife. Every time the guy comes over, he addresses my race.
Right.
That woman has a point. That would be annoying.
Yeah, it would get annoying.
Of course it would. It's like I'm the guy's wife. I'm here every day.
Oh.
And he's coming over and addressing her race. It'd be like, yeah, look at her. Dr. Laura has a nice long pussy, too.
Big fucking hairy muff.
Well, she had youth on her side when that picture was taken.
But Laura, you can tell Laura's got a weird thing. Like, and of course, media matters went after her. But I just hate them.
Right.
But I think Laura's a fucking. She doesn't know how to fucking deal with this.
Yeah, like why did she just dismiss it so quickly? That's not racist. Might not be racist, but it's annoying to the woman and should be addressed more so than just blowing it off like she did.
Yeah, that's not unreasonable for the woman to want to be in her house with her husband, and every time this guy comes over, he asks about black people. Maybe it's not racist, but it's racial. It's annoying.
Yeah,
it sounds like it happens. More than one person is doing this to her.
I'd have slammed her back then.
Huh? Yeah, of course you would have.
With her big fucking dumb tan lines and her
Of course.
big muff.
Yeah, shit. I'm so happy that happened to her, though.
Her pussy don't look like that nowadays.
Ah, no.
She should be happy those pictures are out there.
She's enragingly goody two shoes. She's a fucking know-it-all.
She's a bore to listen to. Anyway, that started it, and now we ramp up here.
Not everything that somebody says. We had friends over the other day. Got about 35 people here. The guys were going to start playing basketball. I was going to go out and play basketball. My bodyguard and my dear friend is a black man. And I said, white men can't jump. I want you on my team. That was racist? That was funny.
How about the N-word, though? The N-word's been thrown around.
Black guys use it all the time. Turn on HBO, listen to a black comic, and all you hear is nigger, nigger, nigger. I don't get it. If anybody without enough melanin says it, it's a horrible thing. But when black people say it, it's affectionate. It's very confusing. Don't hang up. I want to talk to you some more. Don't go away.
That's a Journey song.
Been so long.
She makes a good point there.
Her point there is okay, but it was like this woman wasn't saying that.
No.
It wasn't like this woman said, you know what? Someone said the word nigger. And then Dr. Laura said, what about black comedians? Well, that's different. She didn't say that. It was like...
No.
Right.
She just threw that out there for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like she wanted to have an excuse to say it.
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I'll give it to her.
Jesus. After drive on the West Side Highway. You got one.
After her Journey song, the discussion continued.
Oh.
Well, what song was that? Faithfully? No.
Say goodbye. Send her my love.
All right. I think it's called Send Her My Love. And then after that, she came back to talk to this woman some more.
Yeah, I think you have too much
So
sensitivity
It's okay to say nigger? It's
and
okay
not
to
enough
say that
sense of
word?
humor. Well, it depends how it's said.
Is it okay to say that word? Is it ever okay
It's
to say
a-
that word?
It depends how it's said. Black guys talking to each other seem to think it's okay.
But you're not black. They're not black. My
Oh, I
husband is
see.
white.
So a word is restricted to race. Got it. Can't do much about that.
I can't believe someone like you is on the radio spewing out the nigger word, and I hope everybody
I
heard
didn't
it.
spew out the
You
nigger
said
word.
Nigger. And
Right. I said that's what you
everybody
hear.
Heard it.
Yes, they did.
I
But
hope
you-
everybody heard it. So what
They
makes
did,
it
and
okay
I'll
for you to
say it
the
again.
word?
Nigger, nigger, nigger is what you
So
hear on
what
HB.
makes it-
Why don't you let me finish a sentence?
Okay.
Don't take things out of context. Don't double NAACP
I
me.
know what the
Leave them
I know
in
what the N-word
context.
means, and I know it came from a white person, and I know the white person made
All
it
right.
bad.
Thank you very much.
She's really, Dr. Laura is really annoying to listen
No,
to.
I kinda- but she's got a
I
great
got a
point.
but.
Yeah.
I do have a but she's making great points.
She is, but she's making them from a weird place. She's not. It's like that wasn't what this woman called up and said. It's almost like if this woman had called up and said, "Look, a white man said the word nigger, and I don't like it," and then she would have said, "Well, does it offend you if Chris Rock says it?" No. Then to me, that's this discussion. But this woman just said it's annoying when these guys come over and his fucking family's always making racial remarks, and
Yeah.
it gets to be irritating.
Right.
And then she made it into this, which had nothing to do with
yeah,
it.
this
totally
point-
changed.
This has nothing to do with what the caller was talking about.
But
Absolutely.
you know something though, we've been in situations where the conversation gets a little dynamic and changes subjects in the middle of it. So I'm not even going to falter on that. The thing is, once the subject changed, she was absolutely right. The context she used it in was fine because she's just describing what you hear. She wasn't blurting it out in any offensive way. She was describing what you hear. And this woman got completely offended. She could say it. She had no problem saying it. She's talking about black people being able to say it, but Dr. Laura couldn't say it.
Dr. Laura-
And Dr. Laura's like, fuck you.
No, here's what bugs me about that. And if that woman had said that, I would agree with Laura. But she didn't. Dr. Laura was the one who raised that point, saying, you see black guys, and then the woman's like, well, you're not black. Like, she was reacting to Laura saying that. And the woman even said, is it right for anybody to say it? Is it right to ever say it? Like, she was basically saying that nobody should say it. Laura brought in, Laura was being fucking phony there, man. I'm telling you.
You think?
Yes. It was an excuse to say nigger. It was an excuse to get that off her chest. It was not organic. That should not have gone that way. Because that's not what the woman was talking about.
Yeah.
I just saw it
I don't
as
think the woman said that the neighbor said the N-word.
No, or that it was, and the woman wasn't getting on a soapbox about blacks can say it and whites can't. It was only when Laura raised that, and the woman goes, well, you're not black. And then she goes, oh, okay, so it's... It was just something very forced about it on Dr. Laura's part.
One more clip here.
People are going to say, okay, what do blacks think? What do whites think? What do Jews think? What do Catholics think? Of course there isn't a one think, per se, but in general, there's think. And what I just heard from Jade is a lot of what I hear from black think. And it's really distressing and disturbing. And to put it in its context, she said the N-word, and I said on HBO, listening to Black Comics, you hear nigger, nigger, nigger. I didn't call anybody a nigger. Nice try, Jade. Actually, sucky try.
She just wants to get away with saying it.
Yes.
She wants to get away with saying it. She's not fucking trying to be funny. It's not helping the
It's
discussion
coming
at all.
from a really weird place.
It's a weird fuck. She's a repressed white bitch
Yeah.
who probably would love to say that and be the white girl who could say it around her big black bodyguard. Look at how fucking phony she was. Go on, take on the day. And there's pictures of her cunt all over the internet, which she denied. To me, that's a fucking phony, man.
Great.
Oh, dude, she's.
Like a bush.
I just think that she's extraordinarily phony.
Yeah?
I think so. Yes.
I think I agree with Jimmy. So what does the media
I'm
do
taking
with
the
this
other
clip?
side of this.
They shouldn't
I
do anything
don't-
with it.
Well, they're all over there.
Of course they are. She shouldn't be penalized for it.
No, there's no.
No, that
she's
is
allowed
an
to say what she
absolute
said.
freedom of speech issue
I
right
agree.
there.
I agree with you.
That isn't used to incite. It's not used. Whatever her motive is, she pulled it off brilliantly. If she wanted to say it, she said it without setting herself up for a big fall.
I disagree. I think that she fucked up because it was, to me, and dude, I'm never against people saying what they want to say. But to me, just hearing that, when I read the transcript, I was like, that's something weird, because that's not what that lady was saying.
It isn't, but the point is, we've been on radio long enough to know that the point changes depending on anything. You could, the subject changes fucking 90 degrees in a second on radio. So even though she didn't really address the woman's point, which was that, she goes, people come over and it's always black this, black that, whatever. She did bring up the point that she felt things were racist when friends came over. And that kind of goes hand in hand with using racial epithets.
Let me ask you, when she stood, this is what bugged me about the clip. The woman raised, I thought was a legitimate point. That would get annoying for if you're white and your wife is black and her family. Because I hear that when you're white and you're married to a black woman, the blacks are terrible with that stuff.
Why would your family come over anymore?
Well, her family.
Oh,
just to boo your little white dick. Boo. But she was saying that and immediately, Dr. Laura doesn't say to her, well, have you tried talking to this guy? Or have you addressed? She goes, well, what do you mean by racist? Like, she's immediately challenging the idea.
Right.
It's like, why?
I'll give you that. Yeah, she did.
And that's where, to me, it's coming from somewhere weird. It's not like the woman said, this guy came over and asked me a question about black people, that he's a racist. She said it happens every time he comes over. It's black people this and black people that. And he asks every time. So she's saying it's consistent, which makes it at least racially annoying, if not racist. That's where it comes from.
I think Dr. Laura could have got a little more info from the caller too. She jumped way into the discussion without, getting a little deeper into what this woman was getting at.
She wanted an excuse to go where she went, because here's what tells you that. Because she goes, what do you mean by that? Give me an example. Give me 2 examples of racial comments. Make sure you're not too sensitive. No matter what that woman said, unless it was, you're an ugly nigger, unless it was something that obvious, Dr. Laura would have taken the direction she took.
Right.
That fucking... keep showing your pussy on the internet, Dr. Laura.
She jumped in a little too early.
Really. She wanted an excuse to say nigger to a black person. She doesn't do that kind of show. Fuck her.
Hold on. Buzzard noticed something in this. Buzzard, Louisiana.
Yeah,
I think your phone sucks, brother. You wanted to say that caller on Dr. Laura mentioned the N-word first.
Oh, did she?
I don't know.
She did, but it was the direction of where the call was going. I know she did actually mention the N-word.
Oh, this guy's going to explain why it's okay for black people to use the N-word.
All right.
Calvin, Long Island.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, what's going on, guys? First, I just want to let you know I just got Sirius XM like 2 weeks ago. I love your show. I listen to it all the time.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Tell the boss.
My explanation, I'm a black man. Let me explain to you why it's okay for black people to use the N-word. First, it's like, imagine you and your friends, you call each other names like, hey, asshole, hey, dick, whatever, you're a bitch. That's cool. That's your friends. Now imagine somebody else on the outside calls you that. It's not cool when they call you that. You don't know them.
Right.
So in a way, it's like a little fraternal thing, like you and your friends calling each other N-word, being black people. Hey, my nigga, what's up? It's cool. It's like a brotherly thing. A white guy says it means something totally different because of the history of the word.
But does it mean something totally
why
different
does it have
now?
to mean something different if a white guy says it?
History, because look at the word gay used to mean happy, and now it means homosexual. Didn't the word change over the years? Do you honestly think a white person using the word, and not in a hateful way, but describing maybe something they saw, or just without being inciting?
Oh, I saw some niggas around the corner. That's cool.
Yeah, the white guy might be saying it without hate behind it.
This guy said...
But it just really, being a black man, it comes off just totally different. Like, you have Patrice O'Neal on your show. Ask him how he feels about it. Like, I haven't listened to him.
He wouldn't give a shit.
I don't know. This guy explained it well. Like, the way we joke with each other, it feels different coming from someone else. So to me, there was a street justice with that. If you said nigger to the wrong guy, the street justice was, he's going to punch you in the fucking face for it.
Absolutely.
That's, to me, that's the way it should be.
And I have some white friends that, I guess, with just, hip hop and everything, some white guys think it's cool, they my nigga, and like, it doesn't, I know them, so I know they don't mean it like that, but still, I feel like they're being just posers, just trying to fit in sometimes and say that. So
it's corny.
It's still a little offensive, but the main thing is, like I said, you and your friends, you hang out, you call each other names, bitch, pussy, whatever, I'll kick your ass. Somebody you don't know totally comes up and says, hey, bitch, now you want to fight, right? That's not cool.
See,
I don't know you, so why would you say that to me?
Calvin, it's a pretty famous story on this show, but I got knocked out for saying the N-word on a basketball court. And
oh, God.
No, but I was hanging out with these guys very closely all the time, and I felt like I could say it because they were saying it, and I there was no hate behind it when I said it on the basketball court, and I got punched in the face and I was down on the ground. Maybe officially not knocked out, but I was fucking dazed pretty good.
Well, now, some friends of mine that do say, like, if it bothers me, I'll be like, hey, like, chill with that, relax. Like, you don't have to say that. And they'll respect that. But, somebody I don't know totally says that.
No, this guy knew. He was a friend of mine at the time, and I felt like because I was kind of, in that culture, that basketball culture, and hanging out with these guys, I felt like I was one of them. I really did at the time. I was what was I, 15, 16, something like that. And I said it, and there was no hate behind it whatsoever. And I got, and I got punched.
Yeah, well, I also got to say, I don't know the voice just yet. So who is it? Is that Opie or is that?
That's Opie.
Opie, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Opie, yeah.
I think sometimes you guys sound like you really come off a little racist. Like, I listen.
A little?
Yeah, a lot.
That would be Anthony.
Yeah, that'd be Anthony.
He talked about blaming stuff on a Negro, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Once you learn the show a little more, because you're new to the show, and we appreciate you as a listener, sir, you'll realize that I am a complete and utter racist, horrible human being, and it just has to be accepted.
And also, that show, Louis, I love it. I forgot the other guy's name who's on it. I started watching that show. I love that show.
Oh, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim. You guys crack me up. I'm telling you, I'm a teacher, so I'm off for the summer, but I wake up at 6 in the morning just to turn on the series and listen to you guys. I'm kind of like...
That's cool, man.
Thanks a lot, man. Thank you.
All right, Calvin. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, brah.
All right.
I hope my explanation helped you a little bit about how, like, it's like an inside thing.
That was a good way of
you made a good point.
It was a good way of explaining it because it wasn't
but
like...
I don't think all white guys are saying the word with hate behind it. That's all. That was the point I was trying to make. But, the consequences in my life was I got punched in the face, like Jimmy was saying. That's the consequences.
I also think there's some phoniness going on when the word is used in not a hateful, but a confrontational way. When somebody does you wrong, all you want to do is hurt them as much as you can verbally first, and hopefully it doesn't escalate. But if a black guy fucks you over somehow, you're going to fucking at least think the word, if not blurt it out. As a white person, I don't care how liberal you are or anything. If a black guy comes up and is fucking with you in some way, shape, or form, you're going to use the word and not in a pleasant way.
And me being a black man, I know, I know not every white guy's racist. I have a lot of white friends. I'm telling you, I'm sure if they were in a situation with a black guy and they got pissed off enough, I know that N-word's going to come flying out sooner or later.
Yeah. It's the atom bomb,
Is it frustrating that you guys don't have a word for white people to really piss them off?
Not really. Like, I don't think, what?
Yes, they do. Neighbor.
That's the worst N-word.
That's the thing. See, N-word, I know white guys think that, like, that's in their arsenal, and, because black guys don't say, I call somebody, like, powder or hill or something. It doesn't
I got to tell you about that. Hold on, that N-word thing, that's the big mistake they made. Because now everyone is saying N-word all over the fucking place, and you know what N-word...
You know what it means.
You know what it means.
It conjures up the word in your head.
It allowed so many more people to say the word without saying it, if that makes sense.
I had to remember I'm on satellite, and I can actually curse. I'm still keeping it a little clean.
Yeah, you can.
But when you see the news and all going the N-word, you'll see it all day with Laura Schlesinger. Oh, she's used the N-word. These people can't wait to say the N-word on TV now.
I know. And see, another thing, like, if I'm in a confrontation and a white guy does say it, even though I'm pissed and enraged, I still try to act like it doesn't hurt me, because then he feels like he's empty. He doesn't have nothing.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, nigga, I love it. I love chicken. I love watermelon. So what? What else you got? Even though I don't like watermelon, but I love chicken. I'm
just tell him that, though.
I think, what? Yeah. The fried chicken thing is weird, because I think every human being
fried chicken is
loves
wonderful.
Fucking fried chicken.
God, the shit's delicious.
I can't defend the watermelon thing, but the fried chicken, there's a lot of white people that love their fried chicken, man.
I don't like watermelon. I really don't.
I fucking hate watermelon.
I love it.
It's absolutely disgusting, but the fried chicken, everybody loves.
Of course they do.
Besides the black man, them Chinese people know how to fry some chicken. I'm sorry. Black people love that.
If I didn't give a shit about myself, I would eat fried chicken every fucking day.
I know.
Simple as that. Popeyes, motherfucker.
Yeah. Get me a bucket.
Yes, I just wanted to say one more time, you guys are great. I love it how I got through to the show in like 10 minutes and then have to wait an hour on the phone.
Oh,
away.
God, a new listener. He's an ethnic
Go away.
gentleman that
Go
we
away.
don't really have in our demo.
Go get your bucket in, sir. Thank you. James in D.C. James.
Yeah, I used to live out in Long Beach, California, back when Rodney King riots and stuff were going on. I had some black friends. who used to sit around
No,
and
you
smoke
didn't.
weed
Not with that accent.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
I used to sit around and smoke weed with them, and I can understand what Opie's saying about getting lost in the culture, but you get real comfortable with them when you're friends and you're hanging around. They start throwing around nigger this, nigger that, and then before long you forget who you are because you're in that. Yeah. And I just got comfortable with saying it. And in the house when we were sitting around, you could say it. But we went out, like, around the corner of the 7-Eleven playing Mortal Kombat or something. And, you know, you get excited when somebody does good. You go, way to go, nigga. You know.
Right.
And I forgot who was around me. And there were other black guys that weren't in that group that we were in. And they kind of looked at me like, what'd you say? And I was like, uh-oh. And then I realized I was white. And
You just realized you were white. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, shit, I'm white.
That's funny.
Were you all on the dance floor when this happened?
Right. Look, I heard so much, I didn't think the word was so powerful. You know what I mean? How they were just throwing it around at the time. And I didn't know shit back then.
When you're 14, 15, it's different too. Though.
I didn't
it's
know
like you're much
shit.
easier to fall into a group
that's
and do as they do. It's like
Right.
it's a different
Right.
mentality when you're that young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But adults, it's a weird thing, man. It's like one of my favorite. Eddie Murphy said something so brilliant one time. It was him and Dick Cavett, and Dick Cavett was asking him about that word, and Dick Cavett just looked at him and went, "Nigger." Like, what is that word? And Eddie just lapsed into this making fun of Dick Cavett. He goes, "You see that? I said it right to him. He didn't even do nothing." Like, it was some goof on what Cavett had really done there. And he called him out. Like, it went beyond the
Wow.
interview.
Yeah, yeah.
It was funny, but it was like, people can read your motives. I say it on stage. I've been talking about Mel Gibson, and I've been saying it, quoting him, because you're going to get raped by a pack of niggers, and I'm talking about how annoying it is that people focused on the racial epithet when he's obviously not a racist. He was just trying to hurt somebody. And I think people in the audience can
Do you
feel...
get some ooze?
Not really, because it gets silent, and then I explain myself why I'm saying it. It's not to be shocking. It's just, why do we care that this guy said this is private? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
There's a point to it. But if you're just saying it to be gratuitous and just because you want to get away with it, you're a dick.
Yeah, that and it when you're trying to incite somebody into, you know, something. Yeah, those are the two ways where it should piss people off. But if you're using it in context, like you do on stage, there's no fucking problem with it.
I would argue, if anyone was offended at it, I would argue the point and not be embarrassed that I had said it, or not feel like, oh no, no. That to me is where it's legit, because my motive isn't to go, let me say it in front of a couple of...
Not saying it, by the way, isn't going to make it go away.
No.
It hasn't for many years. To make it so taboo and this, people still use it. Believe me. I've been in groups of white people and there hasn't been nary a black person around.
Yeah.
And I've heard that word a lot. I've been alone in a room and heard
Echoing off those walls.
watching television.
But Media Matters will go after her like they went after Imus. They're fucking pigs.
Yeah, it's going to be all over the place. As much as I don't like Dr. Laura, she was fine with that whole fucking thing. Her motive was a little weird and all, but
Yeah, I think that she's just a little
But
repressed white girl who probably likes black on blonde
Right,
porn.
But that's
nice.
It was fine, whatever. God. You know that pint-sized opera singer we were talking about yesterday? She's everywhere now from America's Got Talent. Mm-hmm. Now everyone is trying to say she was lip syncing.
Lip syncing.
And she just wasn't lip syncing.
Have a great weekend for me as well.
Oh, that's
lip syncing.
Yeah.
You could tell, like,
She's taking the world by storm.
and get that tremolo she got in her voice, and you see like her jaw and throat are moving to that. That would be very difficult.
But everyone's just blogging saying she was absolutely lip syncing. Just fucking scumbag bloggers.
Fake. It's fake.
Right.
I saw it.
Was she lip syncing or no?
No, absolutely not. She's 10 years old, and we got a Susan Boyle situation on our hands. This
ugly bitch.
This 10-year-old is gonna fucking take on the world now, man.
Doesn't she already have like songs out?
I don't know. Yeah,
Danny was looking at some shit yesterday.
yeah, she's been doing this. She started singing 2 years ago.
Really?
She's 10.
She's just a prodigy.
She absolutely is. So, but we got a Susan Boyle situation. Absolutely.
Not sure I never wanted to fuck Susan Boyle.
Yeah.
The world is just eating this little fucking girl up, and how she sounds like a 30-year-old
Eating her
opera
up.
fucking star. All right, why don't we take our first break?
Sandwich.
Time to do some eating.
Yeah.
And we'll continue.
Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus, Sirius XM.
Right in. Nice.
Keep fucking that chicken. Keep fucking that chicken.
Hell, I like it. You can come over to my house and fuck my sister.
Opie and Anthony. Tiger Woods off to a good start.
Yeah, now what the fuck is this about?
Had a horrendous tournament last week, and he shot 1 under yesterday in the PGA Championship. 3 shots off the lead. Looking really good.
It's nice to walk into.
Looking really good.
Thanks.
Well, you did your 100 push-ups. You're looking really good.
I
Yes.
should have done more, but I said I didn't want to push it. I'll do more later this afternoon.
There you go.
I hear you should lay off a day. That's like what I hear.
It's
No.
true. I mean,
Exercise, lay off a day. Exercise, lay off a
That's
day.
Yeah,
kinda-
but push-ups you can do. I think you can do some
I
push-ups
don't know
every day.
because it like
You need,
rips down your muscles a little when you're exercising, and then you get a day to build them back up.
yeah,
and
you
then
need your body to recover a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll take it off
Technically-
a month. My
Yeah.
body's recovered.
Okay, you can do a
Jimmy's
few days
like
in a row.
Jimmy's like balls out,
Right.
all or nothing Jim. They call
If
him.
I do a couple of days of push-ups, my body isn't going to all of a sudden not get... My body's like just anything you want to do, atrophy.
Do something.
Dude, I'm like a
it's
piece of-
screaming, do something.
Something.
Just fucking do something.
I'm like a
please.
fat piece of wood in the petrified forest.
You're strangling me. Do something.
shit.
I guess the headline with the Tiger Woods thing really fast, Ed.
Yeah.
We got this Bubba Watson who likes crying. Holy shit.
going on there?
Travis, do you know why he was crying this time?
No, I don't. You know, I miss.
Everyone writing me on Twitter, oh, you got to play the audio of Bubba Watson crying. He's the clubhouse leader at the PGA Championship after the first day, 4-day tournament for the people that don't know. And I think he's going through some personal stuff, and he's been blubbering, man. He's blubbering, this
his
Bubba Watson.
His dad's fighting cancer. His wife had a cancer scare. And, you know, now he's doing really good in golf. So.
Jeez.
It's cool. So he's hitting the ball in the hole. That helps their cancer. How?
Yeah, well, I hate to. You know what? You're right, Jimmy. How does that help the
Yeah,
cancer?
Yeah. You know, my father, he's probably not going to be around much longer. But
So I better win this golf tournament before he dies of cancer.
the ball was on the grass, and I took the stick, and I hit it. It only took me 2 hits with the stick to make it in the hole. Gives a fuck.
Why are you simplifying it in a way that makes complete sense? Golf is very important for a lot of people, Jimmy. You see Jack Nicklaus
100 feet.
sinking that 100-foot putt yesterday?
100-foot putt.
It was some kind of demonstration, obviously. He doesn't really play anymore.
That's pretty
Not in the
impressive.
big tournaments, so Tiger's right in there.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. And Phil Mickelson, it came out he's got arthritis.
What?
35-year-old. How old is he? He's probably pushing 40 at this point.
Yeah, he's gotta
He's
be.
got arthritis.
Arthritis.
Do we have the Bubba Watson audio? We don't have it today?
He needs bee stings. We learned that yesterday.
We sure did learn that.
He's to be stung by a bee.
Well, you could get stung on a golf course, so that's perfect.
On a golf course?
Go in the woods, make believe you're looking for your ball, and get
Yeah.
some bee stings to
Get
take care of the
stung.
arthritis.
Wow, that sucks. I would guess golf is a game you really kind of don't want arthritis in.
No.
Since everything is moving when you hit the ball.
You need to be able to feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a
Wow,
game
that's
of
a
touch,
bitch, man. That's a bitch. Is he talking about how long he'll be able to play or anything like that? Or is he hinting about quitting it? He'll have to quit the game.
I was listening to the PGA Network on Sirius XM.
Oh.
Holy shit, what a bore fest, unless you're into golf like
Well,
myself.
yeah. It's niche programming.
I
they
can't
call
imagine the average radio listener is stopping by the PGA channel for more than 2 seconds. Oh, will they bore you to death? And they're saying that Phil needs to figure out his food and medicine thing. It's a balance.
Oh, really?
He's got to figure out, how to balance that out, and then he'll be just fine on the golf course.
Yeah.
So I'm just stalling because I was hoping we could get the Bubba Watson audio. We don't have it, huh?
Bubba Watson.
No. Travis,
Right, baby.
what young golfer do you want to win the PGA Championship?
Oh,
we might as well go with this bit we started last week.
Storm.
Hunter Mahan?
I like Hunter Mahan, but as I said last week, I'm a big Rory McIlroy fan now.
Oh, who isn't, right?
I'm enjoying what this young kid can do.
Is it Ryan Moore?
Ryan Moore? I'm not sure.
There's a guy, I think he's right in there, Ryan Moore, and then he kind of talked after his round.
Oh, really?
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, he's young.
Oh,
He's
boy.
27.
27?
Oh, you said that like, wow.
No, it makes
27.
No, it's like this kid's 27 and he's one back on the PGA Championship, and I'm 29, and I'm just wishing I could be,
Here's Bubba.
68, but I stayed focused on every hole and just somehow plodded along and shot 68. Made some key putts to keep me at 60, to keep me under par all day. You're going to make some bogeys somewhere. I made a couple bad swings, cost me a bogey here and there, but other than that, it was a great day. And any day you can shoot 68 in a major, it's a great day.
I hit the ball pretty well today.
I hit the ball pretty well.
I hit the ball pretty well. Jimmy, comment? The guy had a couple bogeys in there.
I don't know what a bogey is, but I mean, I don't mind a guy being happy about his golf game. It's what he does for a living. But,
A bogey's 1 over par.
Oh, is that bad?
So if a hole is like a par 4, he shot a 5.
As opposed to good.
You literally could have just said that in Spanish, and I'd have the same amount of understanding. Oh, speaking of bogeys.
Yes, Kenny.
You were talking about golf and bee stings.
Yeah.
One time I played golf and I was in the clubhouse, and this lady came in screaming that she got stung by a bee. I tried to help her. I said, where? She said, between the first and the second hole. I said, your stance is too wide.
I want to boo him, but I've always loved that joke.
I knew it was
I
coming
like
a
that
mile
joke.
away. And
Golf humor rules.
What told you that something was coming when he said, I was in the golf clubhouse? What are you doing, fucking hitting a perp with a fucking 9-iron?
a little interrogation.
Right. Oh, I wanted to boo that joke. That's a classic. You have any other golf jokes?
No.
No, we could do a whole segment.
How about this? Do you have any golf jokes?
All right, what are we going to do with this tiger thing? Whatever. I was hoping for the audio. Maybe the guys will find it.
Can I praise somebody that we usually kill?
Ooh.
I've been on a Marlon
shit.
Brando, just loving Marlon Brando tear, just watching interviews and stuff with him. Because he's such a coup. He was.
What do you mean? We don't kill him.
No.
He's already dead.
No, not Brando. But Larry King's interview with him in '94, I rewatched.
Larry used to be the greatest.
Oh, in
What a
94.
great interview he did.
Yeah, 94, Larry was relevant.
Brando was a very, very tough interview. And Larry was focusing him, and Larry was not afraid of him. And I watched Dick Cavett, Dick Cavett was the master. I mean, he interviewed fucking Hendrix and Lennon and everybody.
Larry was a better interviewer than fucking Dick Cavett.
Cavett was...
When they were both in their prime.
Cavett was nervous. Brando, he was a 73.
Sure.
Brando still looked like the Godfather. Little extra weight. Like his last tango in Paris. And he just came out, and literally minutes went by when he said nothing. Like, he was just a really tough guy to fucking...
I bet.
Wasn't the Larry
Talk to
King
him.
interview where he tried on his slippers, or wasn't there...
He was
some-
barefoot.
Or
He kissed Larry.
They kissed or
Yeah.
something? That's 94?
Dude, 94.
94 already? Remember
Get
that?
the
I know.
Remember when that happened?
Wow.
So come on, how many years ago? Fuck, stop.
No, Larry was a great
crazy.
interviewer.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm
is the
trying to get Brando for the show. Right, Steve?
Yes, and Christian, I mean.
Yeah, oops.
Mark of Jersey's got a golf joke. Mark.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Mark.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, so this old guy goes to this brand new country club, and he's like, hey, I want to play a round of golf. They say, all right, we'll actually let you play for free today if you take out the Caddy Master 3000. He's like, what the hell's the Caddy Master 3000? He's like, oh, it's a state-of-the-art robot. It's going to tell you which club to hit, how far you are from the hole. It's fantastic. He's like, all right, I'll give it a shot. So he goes out there. He's playing his game. Has a game of his life. Hits like 500 pars. Never played better. Goes back the next week, and he's like, hey, I want to take out one of those Caddy Master 3000s again. That thing was fantastic. He's like, oh, well, we had to...
Thank you, God.
Yes. I hope that was a tractor trailer.
Was that a robot he was talking about? The Caddy Master 2000?
Yeah.
Here's how the joke would have went.
Oh, my God. And I didn't do that one.
No, you didn't.
That's like perfect
Opie
timing.
did not do that one.
That was right at the punchline.
The guy says, I believe this is where the joke was going to go, hey, I want to use one of those Caddy Master 2000s again. And the people at the golf 3000 again, and they go, look, we had to stop using them because they were silver, and the reflection of the sun was making it impossible for people to see. It was bothering their eyes. So to stop the sun from reflecting off them, we painted them black. And then none of them showed up for work. It was something like that. It's a joke I haven't heard in 20 years.
Yeah.
So I apologize for butchering it, but that was the push of it.
That's what we would have heard?
Something to that. Yeah.
Something to that effect?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, wonderful.
That is great. If that was a bridge abutment or a semi that ended that guy's call, I'm happy.
Hey, what? Go.
I'm sorry, is a teacher accused of kiddie porn?
Oops.
And black guy.
Really?
Not usually a black guy crime.
Not a white guy crime.
That's a white guy. Kiddie porn on the computer is a white man's devil. That's not usually black guy crime.
It's getting a little confusing lately because we had a black guy shooting up, the brewery.
Yes.
That's a white guy crime.
Mass murder.
And this is a white guy crime by a black guy.
And a black guy who was fucking squirting his semen on people out of a water bottle or something. Did you hear about the semen squirter?
That's a black guy?
Dude, I Googled
I
it.
would have sworn that was a white guy.
Black guys, we may have stolen your music. You're stealing our crimes.
Yeah, they're
Stop
really...
it.
We
really starting to steal
Serial
our crimes.
killing, that's ours.
We did that story last week when you weren't here, and I guess there's an update. There's, more women coming forward that had semen sprayed on them?
Yeah.
And it was a black guy?
Yeah. There's so much better ways to get cum on people. Yeah, I Google imaged him. I couldn't believe he was a black guy.
Yeah, I would have never said that was a black guy.
Kitty porn, semen squirting, and shooting up the job. Congratulations, black people. You made it.
That's
the semen squirter.
Look at his mugshot with his smiley face.
Little thin mustache. He looks like a cum squirter.
He does.
What's squirting the semen all about there, Jimmy? As far as a crime goes, I know I just set myself up.
I'm gonna say.
What is
it's
this
got
about?
a little something to do with anger.
Yes.
I think that's a little anger.
A little angry with the people
Have cum!
I think there's a little silliness in there, too.
Maybe.
Mixed with a little silliness.
He don't
look
look
silly.
He don't look very silly.
You think he's a prankster?
There's some silliness to it. That's fucking weird. And how does he do it?
I don't know. I'm going to guess.
Doesn't he collect it in a bottle, we learned, or something?
Had to be water with it, too.
Yeah, the story that I remember hearing was that it was collected in a water bottle and he would squeeze the bottle onto women.
Oh, that's great.
I love this guy, unless it was my chick that had black guy cum squirted on her.
Oh, my God.
Imagine if she came home, said, you're not going to believe what happened to me on the subway today. And she's wiping.
He must have great loads. Be able to fill up a water bottle.
I know, enough to get it to squirt out.
I guarantee you there was water in there or something. There's no way it was just his thick cum.
Yeah.
No.
It would just blurker
Dude,
out of
you
the
have
water
to dump
bottle.
it out like honey.
Right.
Hey, wait, stand here for a minute.
Hold on.
Hey, Tuma.
It's going to drip any second now.
Yeah, he's fucking Keith David or David Keith is breaking his fucking jars of cum. I'm gonna hurt you, Red.
Tuma.
Yeah, his cum is cut. It's cut with some shit.
Yeah.
Some water and shit.
It's not
Maybe a
pure.
little lotion or something, too.
Wow.
Let me say hi to Chris in Westchester. He's going to tell us a golf joke, Jimmy.
Oh.
Chris?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey, man.
Real quick, what do you get when you masturbate in your golf bag?
Hold on, let me guess. What do you get when you masturbate in your golf bag? A bunch of sticky 9 irons.
Icky Woods.
Jesus, Chips was better.
Icky Woods.
Do you remember the football player Icky Woods?
You're hold on, your thing cut out. What'd you say?
Yeah, we didn't hear it.
We heard you.
Funny every time.
Why doesn't everyone know?
Hey, real quick, guys, I heard you guys on the preview.
That's taking too long.
What?
I got you guys on the free preview back in March, and I signed up for you guys. I think you guys are great.
Tell the boss.
Fantastic.
That's my new thing.
That
Tell the boss.
Preview works wonders.
We did our job.
You guys are the best. Have a good day.
Got a lot of new people to listen to this channel. Tell the boss.
I like that. Thank you so much, our fans, our listeners.
What's up with the JetBlue guy? What's the latest on this fucking guy?
I know the latest in here. Jimmy, not a fan.
I've had enough of fucking her. Because everyone is saying, my first take on it was, everyone's had that shitty flight attendant who you hate, but then the passengers are horrible too. But the more it comes out, no passengers are back in his story. They're saying it appeared he was drinking because he was just opening and slamming things shut. He was being really rude to passengers.
On the flight.
Being a real cocksucker. A jerk off.
It would be easy for one passenger to come forward and support the guy too, because then that passenger would have
absolutely.
You know what I mean? And he must have been a real fucking asshole.
Just a jerk off. And they said he was being very rude, short, and nasty to people. One woman said it appeared that he was drinking, or at least she thought he was.
Oh.
My opinion of this guy, and it's honestly a guess, is that he was sober because it says on his Facebook, relapsed. And is just fucking perhaps going out of his mind over it.
And this is why he got sober, is because he's an asshole when he drinks.
I don't know. If they said it appeared he was drinking, it wouldn't surprise me. If he's just a very recently relapsed, recovering person, that's a very rough guess, complete guess.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Yeah.
I think it was premeditated too. It wasn't all sudden out of nowhere. I think he knew going to work.
He knew he was going to do that day?
Either that day or in the very near future, he was done.
He's not a hero, though, because he fucking took the emergency slide.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because he wants to be in the air again. He wants to work for an airline. There's no fucking way anyone's going to hire him.
No.
He's a risk.
Way.
No. I think you said it, Jimmy. If he didn't pull the fucking emergency chute and just kind of dramatically left the plane, maybe.
Maybe a curse, one curse,
but you can't have a liability like this guy in the air.
Look at his face. He looks like a. Yeah, he should have squirt bottled her, buddy.
How do we know he's not going to try something while the fucking plane is in the air?
Yeah. He looks like an asshole. He looks like a fucking asshole. He looks like every flight attendant you've wanted to fucking punch in the mouth.
I agree with you. I was trying not to jump on the bandwagon because everyone's trying to knock this guy down now, but I'm there now. I'm absolutely there.
I think he's going to realize really quick how short-lived his support is. All that Facebook support is probably going to turn into, hey, fag, and just horrible things being said to him.
Because the passengers are not backing him up, and there's a bunch of them saying he was rude. Like one, he said to one, like, he's having a bad day. He's a shithead.
Yeah.
The guy's a shithead.
A jerk.
Just really fast, Jeff in Idaho. Hope that semen squirter guy is small time. And we talk about this all the time, but add this to the equation. These guys run up to Japanese girls in broad daylight and come on them.
Yeah, we've seen that.
That's a thing that's happening in Japan, that?
I'm not really buying it. They run up, they're jerking off, and they run up and just squirt all over them.
You think it's all...
I think
it's set up for
half of that
for their
Japanese
perversions?
shit is fake, and
you think?
The other half is twisted, but it's not. You can't do that.
All right. We have the cockpit audio from the JetBlue incident. I don't know if there's much here, but let's take a listen.
So we just had a slide deployment on 274, so that's in the book.
Copy that, sir. Their technicians are on the way to assess the situation.
Thank you.
Can you give me the location of the slides that deployed?
Yeah, it's the R1 slide. It was intentionally deployed.
The R1 slide.
Yeah, I think you can figure it out. Look for a giant yellow slide sticking out of a fucking plane, you dopes.
With a one plane with the slide out. That'd be us.
The one plane that looks like they're having a good time.
Yeah, right.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah, with the guy traipsing away in fucking ballerina shoes.
Right.
That'd be the one with a beer and a fucking giant black fake cock. Yeah, the guy with the bag and the beer and the gash on his head and the fake cock. That'd be the plane.
And
Keep
people
going,
saying
Jim.
that gash gash isn't from anything that happened on the flight. No one remembers him banging his head on any luggage.
They said that he had it like a lot of them saw it when he got on board, so it might have been when he was helping in the beginning. But I believe he
maybe from the night before because he was drinking a little too much and fell down.
Yep, or
and
the
then he
headboard
continued his drinking or the
Hard
headboard.
plastic cock ring.
Maybe a big bottom.
We're watching these sharking in Japan, these skirt lifting, where the guys walk up and just lift up dresses and skirts. And Japanese women have big bushes, huh?
Oh, it's awful.
What's going on there?
Horrible.
Like every
pussies.
one of them, they're showing, and they got like.
I think bush hair is sacred or something over there.
Oh,
Is
really?
it?
Yeah, I think
Is
so.
it really something the emperor said we must
I think
all
so.
have pussy hair?
I think they worship it like
double,
like they worship the cow in India. You
Think these are real or
You
fake?
can't mess with.
I think
the
they're
fucking
fake.
pubic hair. These are all fake.
I think they're fake.
So obviously fake.
None of them wearing underwear.
And they're all and they're all hot girls, no underwear.
They're sexy though, man.
They got nice heinies when they bend all the way over.
Yeah, when they bend over,
they gotta
and it
touch
bubbles
their own,
out.
they gotta kiss their own toes to make their ass look good.
Like, look at this. They're only these little skirts, no underwear.
Oh, yeah, really?
And they all got the big bushes. That's great. Look, she's all annoyed, but stays in frame.
Well, that big bush didn't look too bad all of a sudden, right?
Wow, you know something?
What the fuck?
The bush is making a bit of a comeback.
Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time.
I gotta say, not a full big 70s Earth Mama muff, but hair is making a comeback. I think people are getting a little bored with the full shave.
Can I tell you a woman that I hate hairy pussy?
No.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a woman I saw who has a really giant pussy and underarm hair and a hairy pussy who I would she looks so dirty. Dude, I'm dying to fucking eat this chick's pussy and underarms.
Who is it?
But I don't like her hairy legs.
Wait, you eat underarms?
Yeah, without a doubt, dude. I don't like deodorant on them. If the chemistry's right, underarm smell can be either really fucking
Wait,
foul.
how do you eat out an underarm?
Just tell her to lift her arm and smell it and lick it, man. It's fucking hot.
Not
No
just-
deodorant though.
Maybe
No.
not just a sniff and a quick lick. You're right in there.
It depends if the girl likes it. Some women are too ticklish, but if a girl likes it, most women like it because no one's. You just can't. You don't flick your tongue. You just kind of put your mouth on it in very slow, long licks because it's not as ticklish that way.
I wouldn't do that. I don't mind at all, but I wouldn't like start licking. That seems a little,
dude.
Whatever. I don't mind like a little kissing of the shoulder after sex, and they're a little sweaty and stuff.
No,
like
I mean
that. That's
fucking
good.
full on,
But
really
foul. But
Full
this
on
woman,
foul.
I actually thought of you guys when I was downloading her stuff because I'm like, these guys would fucking hate this chick.
Where is she?
Yeah,
What's
let's
her
take a
name?
look at her. Please.
Can you write it down? Yeah, write it down.
Not a good name.
Oh, it's not.
I
a
don't
good
like her
name.
hairy legs. I don't like that. She doesn't shave at all. And I
Yeah.
get that. That's a thing. Don't like the hairy legs, and the pussy has to be shaved.
Yeah.
I wish the pussy was shaved.
But there's something about it. It seems that you're kind of
Yeah, her
digging.
big pussy. I like her big
Yeah.
pussy.
So you'd rather not have hair, so you could
No!
really see it.
It's the worst name ever. That's not a real name.
Can I see the name?
That is horrible.
Is this really her name on the
I
internet?
believe it is, yeah.
That's such
Oh,
a,
Jesus.
that's a dumb name.
It's a terrible name. But her pussy just looks like it stinks, like the right amount.
Yeah?
Yeah, like hippie pussy.
Hippie pussy. Let's take a look. Oh, verboten. I hate when the verboten comes up.
Yeah,
That's a great name.
the underarm hair is rough, man.
Jesus.
Yeah, I agree.
I've tried, but it's rough, Jimmy.
By the way,
I really did try once, and it's just rough.
Wow, a lot of forbiddens. As far
remind me
as
to
this,
tell you the dream that I had that made me
goes.
think of young Ope.
Ugh,
Oh,
No,
my
it wasn't. It wasn't one of those.
all right.
Come on, we won one picture of this bitch.
She looks like a man, Jimmy.
Does have
No, it's
kind
not
of-
her.
Oh,
No?
Oh,
Oh.
okay. All right.
She has dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Well, where did you see her? Maybe you have to go to a specific website because we can't
Oh,
find her.
okay.
Is that her?
Let me see.
A little
Yeah.
ethnic looking. No.
Yeah, but she has a big
Oh,
pussy.
God, there's a fucking nose hanging out of her pussy.
No, what a great big pussy. But I don't like the leg hair, and I wish her pussy and ass were shaved.
She has awful boobs, man.
I would eat her pussy, though, because it probably
Horrible.
stinks. No, they're okay.
No, they're a little flapjackish.
Yeah, they're
That's all right.
flapjacky.
You're right. We hate her.
That's okay. I knew you would. But I would love to. Her name is. Look at the underarms. I want to smell her
She
underarms.
almost looks like a guy in this picture right here that Danny just popped up.
Oh,
Foreboding, but
Hate that.
she.
Oh, okay, there's
Not that part. I mean, the face.
Oh, look at
This
the
is-
hairy armpits.
That and I never have it. I don't like a hairy armpit on a girl. I really don't.
Yeah.
But
Why-
it just
why-
looks like it smells really
How do you
nasty.
know about this girl, and why would you look her up?
I was flipping around. I'll tell you how. I was flipping around clips for sale because I actually buy porn on clips for sale. And I think I was looking up like big clits or big pussy or big pussy lips. It was one of those big pussy lips things.
I love how you can find anything now.
Yeah.
Isn't it great?
But you dig this one, huh?
Look at her. But look at her pussy.
Yeah,
Again,
let's
if
see
the
that.
fucking pussy and the legs were shaved, I'd marry her. Look at that fucking meaty pussy. She rules.
Meaty. Put that.
I love how you try to sell it.
Dude, I love it.
It looks like a sirloin I had last
No,
night.
I know. It's wonderful. So you get it.
Just drag us into your sick world. Fuck you, man.
Jimmy.
I'm trying to have an open mind for you, Jimmy, but I don't know. That's a little rough.
You think she's stinky?
Yeah, I bet
Yeah.
she's like one of those people that doesn't wear deodorant.
Stinky.
Pitch price smell. But if that's a bad chemistry, it's disgusting. But if the chemistry is right, man.
Yeah, what's that about? You're so right. Some girls, you don't give a shit what they
Some
smell
girls
like, and
doesn't
others
matter.
are just like, get the fuck away from me.
I wonder if that's
I'll
nature.
Lay around
Of course
for
it's
days,
nature.
no shower, just fucking laying in your own funk and cum. It's great.
If my girlfriend stinks, I don't mind.
Let's go to Brian in Indiana.
Hello?
Hi, Brian.
Hello. Hi.
Brian.
Hey, yeah, I got a golf joke.
Do ya? Jesus.
Yeah. This big old sailor boy gets a few days shore leave. He's in the Orient. He finds him a Asian hooker, and he gets to going at it, and he gets busy, and she's yelling, Shanghai, Shanghai.
Wrong hole.
Yeah.
Well, sir, I never heard the joke.
I just love flirting out the punchline.
Is he still here?
All right, let's try another one. Okay. Kenny in Georgia. Kenny.
Hey, Kenny.
Hey, good morning, guys.
How y'all doing? Sorry.
I got a golf joke. These two doctors were playing golf, and one of them had this ball. It was just all beat up, banged up, terrible-looking golf ball. And his buddy said, well, look, if you can't afford a new golf ball, I got some new golf balls out here. You can use one of mine. He goes, no. He said, this is my favorite golf ball. He said, you cannot lose this
I
golf
hate
ball.
how he says ball.
Golf ball.
And golf.
Golf ball.
Golf ball.
Yeah. So he says, well, what do you mean you can't lose it? He says, well, if I hit it over there in the lake, it floats. And if I hit it, it goes out in the rough. It
Sounds like
starts-
Percy. Doesn't he sound like Percy from the Green Mile?
I don't know who Percy is.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
either.
Percy.
Go ahead, Kenny.
Go ahead, sorry.
And he said, if I hit it in the rough, it beeps, and, you know, there it is. And he said, well, wow. He said, where'd you get that golf ball? He said, I found it.
His phone must have cut out because that couldn't be the end of the joke.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you. What does that mean?
Yeah, what does it mean?
What does what mean?
The golf joke. I don't get it.
Yeah, we
don't
didn't
get the
joke.
punchline.
Oh, that's because you're not from Georgia.
Why? What happened?
What
okay.
happens in Georgia?
Exactly.
That we don't know.
It's got a lynching point to it. What does that mean?
Will you explain the joke, sir?
No, I know how you guys work.
Honestly,
Legitimately, I don't get it.
I need to know why we're supposed to laugh at that punchline and we didn't.
Because you couldn't lose the golf ball.
Oh, and then somebody else lost it and he found it.
Absolutely.
Okay. It might have hurt if we didn't stop him. Maybe it wasn't
Maybe.
He's like, you can't lose this golf ball. It's unlosable. Where'd you get it? I found it. Somebody lost
Somebody
it. All right.
lost it.
Yeah. there you
Oh,
go,
it's
Jimmy.
a very cerebral joke.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that joke a scream, but
Yeah, a hoot.
Okay, guys. Have a good one.
Golf ball.
Golf ball. Right, it's horrible.
It's great the way he said that.
So Slater, was that it?
Steven Slater, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you explain why you don't like him? I don't remember.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, because he's just a fucking nasty ass.
He reminds me of every flight attendant because flight attendants have gotten, and again, I know you deal with the public and the public is despicable, but I've dealt with so many. I've watched rudeness happen to a point where it's like, even that customer's not wrong to be asking. I've watched a woman ask a guy one time, a lead flight attendant on a flight, Continental, ask very nicely about her bags, which had been misplaced. And he was going, well, I guess he was just being a total cunt to her.
Yeah.
And I almost, I said something to him, but I'm like, that's none of my fucking business.
They
Fuck
think
her.
their job is more important than it is.
Yeah.
And this came from...
That happens all over the place.
This came from bringing guys on board as fucking flight attendants and all these, the women not wanting to be like this sex symbol thing, because years ago, we talked about it before. That was the whole thing with a stewardess before they were called flight attendants, and they were stewardesses. They were supposed to be in little skirts, the hot girls walking around the airplane giving you your shit. And then it turned into this fucking, just any old bat could be on a plane serving you shit. What happened to, hi, I'm Samantha, fly me.
No shit, man.
All that shit went away when they didn't want to be fucking...
They hired
looked
sexy
at
girls to be,
yes,
flight attendants or
sexy stews.
Of course.
When it became about safety, that's when it started to change. 'Cause I would literally rather have large black flight attendants.
Really?
Fuck, or other just men in general. Yeah.
Really?
Much
That could
rather.
take care of a problem.
Fuck yeah, dude. I don't want some fucking
You're an
hot
airplane cuckold.
But you know what I mean? Like when I see buff flight attendants and fucking guys that can throw down, I'm like, that's who I want.
Kick some ass.
Yeah, if some jihadist scumbag is running up the aisle, I want a guy who can fucking throw a left hook
Yeah.
and fucking shatter his jaw.
I guess you're
just
right
not
in
gonna
this
get
day
that,
and
though.
age.
You'll never get that.
What?
You're not going to get the big guy that could take
I've
care of
seen him on a
situations.
couple planes.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
Yeah, but it was so nice to just see fucking hotness, just hotness walking up and down.
And she would bend over you because she had to fix something. And there's
Excuse me, not
Right,
not
there's
even bend
cleavage
over
in your
you.
face.
How about serving the guy in the aisle across from you so you could catch that ass in the little skirt?
Absolutely.
That shit station.
Hey, Jimmy, what
Shit.
was the name of that girl? Because now people want to look her up.
It's
Now
a
that we
terrible
did.
name, but I love her. Big Clitty Bush.
Big Clitty Bush.
I don't think that's her real name.
You'll get results for Kitty also.
Kitty?
Oh,
You'll
Kitty
get-
Bush, right?
yeah, you'll get
Maybe
more on
it is Big Kitty Bush. I'm sorry. Big Kitty Bush. Yeah, Kitty Bush. She's got dreadlocks, and I like her tits, and she has a big fat pussy. I just don't like the hairy legs. I wish she'd shave her pussy and ass.
Not into the.
Is that Sarah Silverman in One Piece?
Let me see.
What happened?
Wow, what's that about?
That looks like Sarah.
Funny.
Are there any? Maybe
funny
that's
woman,
a weird
but-
pose. Where's another one? Let's
Yeah,
see.
see,
That's not a flattering
Let's
shot
see
of her.
another
No, it's not a good shot of her.
That's a little rough.
That was a little.
Oh boy, that's not much better. Oh, yeah, wow.
What?
Her rump looks good though. Sarah's rump looks nice and
I
spankable.
don't know about that, Jimmy.
It's kind of plump.
It's,
maybe it's another picture.
Yeah,
Maybe
let's
we
try
missed
one
out.
more.
And,
Let's try one
And
more.
there's another picture that.
give us the best one in the
you,
set. All right, here's one more in the set.
Oh,
Wow, that's not good.
wow.
I would fucking eat that ass in a second. I really would.
Would you? Yeah.
Fuck yeah. It's all plump, hanging out of the bathing suit.
I think her bathing suit's too big.
It's a dumpy-looking old lady one piece she's wearing.
It's horrible. Hey, going back, Rihanna has a tattoo that's misspelled.
Oh, is that great?
It's not
Oh,
misspelled.
God.
It's just
They leave
it's,
out a G. Oh, Dr. Laura. It just never ends.
No, it doesn't. It's a loop.
It really is.
Steve, racism, gay jokes, repeat.
What's the problem with the tattoo? Why is
apparently it's grammatically incorrect because it's French. It says rebelle fleur, and that's supposed to be rebel flower. But I guess in France, the thing comes first before
I always
the.
hate that when
Oh,
dumb fucking languages mix shit up.
I would love to beat her up, but who gives a shit?
Like oh, that's like in English you're going like, oh wow, that's a big house, and in some dumb language it's like the house
big.
the house big. It's like it doesn't mean
Casa
anything.
Grande.
Yeah, well, house big. Add some detail to the fucking to your language. I'm mad at language. Casa Grande, house big. Who talks like that? Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Mars.
Look at our own incompetent engineer.
Is he sleeping?
Yeah. Engineer incompetente.
It's not good for morale, man.
Engineer incompetent.
That's what this play, it don't matter. He could just
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
sleep.
Mars is relaxing. I don't mind if Mars
funny.
relaxes.
You all right?
I'm good.
Why are you sleeping?
I'm not. I'm just
And
laying
the sad
back.
part is he's got the headphones on, so he's listening to the show.
Oh, he
that's
listens.
great.
He listens every day.
Plays merengue on.
Guess the show's putting you to sleep, huh?
Putting
Long
me to
night?
sleep.
Yeah. We could all fucking take naps.
We should do this in shifts.
Not a bad idea.
That'd be great. One of us just sleeps.
Yeah. We doing it
Hour
from your,
later.
We'll be doing it from your basement soon. Jesus.
Fantastic. Just snooze. Take shifts. How long before they notice? If like one of us.
So far, 5 years.
You get an hour, Hope can nap, then another hour, Jimmy naps. Be great.
Another hour, Ann can pass out.
Pass out. That isn't really a misspelling right there, though. That's a little
whatever.
picky.
It was a little picky. With that, why don't we take a break? Hey, we got Danielle Staub coming in today.
Yes, we do.
I don't know if this is a good booking for the Opie and Anthony show, because I don't know if a lot of our audience is watching the New Jersey Housewives.
Yeah.
Or Real Housewives of New Jersey. But it's a pretty fucking good show, and she's a real bitch on it.
Is she awful?
And now I think she's a lesbian, and she's dancing, and
fuck Jersey become so popular.
She's got young daughters, and the one daughter is going to be like a big time model.
Yeah, is she hot? Let's say.
She really is hot.
Where's the daughter?
And
How old is she?
High school?
Oh, okay.
Maybe 17 at this point. I don't know.
Wow.
But she's caused a lot of controversy on this Real Housewives of New Jersey, so she's coming in. I guess she's got some dumb song.
Oh shit!
That she's promoting and this,
go to the other one of the other pictures. Go to the bottom down one. Now over to the right.
That
is that her?
Yeah, these are all.
Let me see.
Yeah, she's.
Oh fucking A.
Yeah, her daughter is going to be a big time model. She's got that look.
That's retarded.
So.
Where's the fucking...
and all the other housewives on this show hate Danielle Staub, and
yeah.
So we'll get her in here.
Well, at least
today.
I know what to talk to her about now.
She's got a sex tape, and I think she
I like that.
Was involved with some shit back in the day. Drug deal gone bad in the 80s.
She's 15? Really?
Oh, she's only 15?
I don't know.
This story's getting better and better.
Well, fuck, man. When they take
Show
the
a
pictures,
full body shot.
When they take the pictures, you don't know that. They make them look like they're fucking a lot older.
Is that her right there? 16? Yeah, look at that. She's got that model body.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Long legs.
Let's just have her daughter's pictures up and just moan when she walks in.
We'll just be spanking fucking loads all over the screen.
Into a water bottle so we can use it later.
Stand up and just... is that runway? She's doing a little runway?
Yeah.
Yeah. That snotty model look. It's fucking great.
I was a quick dream, because I thought of you, Ope.
Mm-hmm.
I dreamt that I was around President Obama.
Oh no!
I did, and that we were going to be friends.
Nice.
And we were going to do. He was going to do the radio show.
Yeah.
And so I was sitting there. I was about to go talk to him, and he was standing facing away from me with two people, and the one on his right side moved. So I'm approaching, and there's a beauty queen like looking at us, and I stand right next to Obama, and it's me and him and someone else, and I'm about to talk to him, and my fucking alarm went off, and I didn't get to talk to Obama.
Oh, you had to wake up?
So I was like, I want to go back to this dream. So I fucking reset the alarm. This is yesterday afternoon. And
you could go back to a dream?
Normally, no. But for
Okay,
some
go
reason,
ahead,
I was
sorry.
sleeping so well,
Right.
I knew I could. And I go back to the dream, and all of a sudden, Obama's still there. And I have no shirt on, because I guess that's the way I was sleeping. And we're going to do the radio show. So I walk up to him, and Secret Service stops me. And I'm like, well, we're doing the radio show. And they're like, oh, okay. And I go stand next to him with no shirt. And I don't know what to say to him, and Michael Douglas is right there. And I know Michael Douglas wants to talk to him, too. So part of me knows...
This is out of control.
A part of me knows that it's... I know I have control, although I don't know I'm dreaming. It's not that much control.
Yeah.
But I have one moment with Obama, and I know that. And Michael Douglas is thinking of something to say. So I just make up a Russian name to ask him about. And I say to Obama something about school. I'm like, hey, did you know Vladimir, whatever, like some Russian name? And he goes, yes! And he shakes my hand happily.
Excited.
And then he walks away, and Michael Douglas is like, who's this guy? And that's the end of my dream.
Oh, my God, it's the worst dream ever.
Do you know Vladimir something?
That is the worst dream ever.
I had a similar dream, though.
Really?
Yeah, I walked up. Obama was there, and my alarm went off, but it was my house alarm. He was robbing me.
Couldn't help yourself, could you?
You
You know what that dream thing is all about, though? When you said it got to a good point in your dream and then the alarm went off? If it wasn't for the alarm clock, you wouldn't even remember that you did that dream.
You might be right.
That's exactly how that shit works.
Wow.
So you shouldn't really be frustrated because an alarm clock is, waking you up from a good dream. You wouldn't remember that dream if you weren't woken up. Thank you.
I asked him about Vladimir, and he knew
Vladimir, and he knew him.
But to go back to a dream, that's tough.
I do. I very, very 1 out of 1,000 times.
But when you do go back to a dream, the circumstances are drastically different.
Yeah,
always.
it will change on you.
It's like, fuck, I want to go back to the other version of this dream.
I know.
Let me say hi to Jason in Ohio. Jason.
Morning, boys.
Hey, buddy.
Hello.
You guys still pissed off at LeBron James up there?
That's said and gone. Let's not deal with that anymore.
Yeah.
Fucking Miami Heat going back to Cleveland December 2nd is the big day where Cleveland could get their revenge. But they'll just sit there in that arena and be pussies in the end. You'll see.
They'll applaud him.
Go ahead, Jason.
So, anyways, every time I get home from work, the wife's got that housewife show on or whatever, and that Danielle brought is a massive C. All those chicks are bitches to begin with, but she goes to the party. She's so afraid of the other girls. She's got Hell's Angels guys backing her up, and that song she's got is going to remind you of Mel Gibson's Girlfriend song. It's all bullshit. They're all.
Do we have the song? I want to hear it. She's coming in to promote it.
Gotta hear that piece of great music.
Her new song is called "Real Close."
Hey, maybe she's good. Let's give her a chance. Yeah, why not?
I'll give
You
it a
think we're
listen.
gonna get along with her?
Big C.
No, I know she's a big C. I've taken a peek at that show. No one likes her.
Does she have a nice ass?
She's
Can you
not.
see her naked?
She's not likable. Let's go to Josh in Baltimore. Josh.
Hey, Josh.
What's up, guys?
Hi, Josh.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Wank, wank.
If you check out Danielle's younger daughter, she's like only 11, but girl's gonna be gorgeous.
What's wrong with you?
A lot, but better looking than the older daughter.
Yeah, but the young one is trying to get a music
way.
career going.
She is. It's a beautiful
See,
song.
I know this show way
Beautiful
too
song.
much. All right.
And I would love to hate fuck Danielle, and I would tell her to her face. I
Hate
really
fuck
would.
her.
I would hate fuck her.
Now, for an older woman, we got some naked pictures of her up there. What do you think? For an older woman, let's put it in the older woman.
Something going on with the tit.
I think she's sexy, man. She's a sexy woman.
I think she had her boobs redone because they were the worst. I think they said the doctor that had to redo her boobs said this is the worst fucking boob job I've ever seen.
Oh, really? So they needed to repair that shit?
So we could talk to her about her shitty tits, too. Let me write that. Ask
She's
about
like a-
shitty tits.
I think she's kind of attractive, man.
Ask about shitty tits.
I don't think any woman
Fucker.
wants to
No.
to have shitty tits.
No, girl. You've never seen that in a profile like on J-Date or something?
Right.
I like long walks in the park and a woman with shitty tits.
Right.
Shitty tits.
What makes shitty tits? I've seen some shitty tits.
Yeah, I have too.
That's so funny.
I've seen a lot of shitty tits.
Shitty tits.
You've got some shitty tits.
Usually they're on the small side and already kind of like
Horrendous,
flat,
yeah.
like saggy. Those are shitty tits. I just want to say that over and over again now. Jimmy, I'm going to help you along here. I usually don't do this.
I love
but,
help.
We got another big pussy lover that wants to talk to you. John in North Carolina, you're on with Jim Norton.
What's up, guys? Love the show.
Hey, buddy.
Jimmy,
Yes, sir.
you rock.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Anyway, I love a big, fat, meaty-ass pussy, and I love to make out with armpits, too, man. You are the best.
Dude, now, are there any porn stars whose pussies you love?
Well, I used to cut hair for a living, and no, I'm not gay, but
That's fine.
I used to cut this girl's
probably
hair
are.
that was a porn star, and she was Asian. I don't remember her name, like the name she gave.
I
was not her
think
real
she
name.
was Asian.
Can I ask you something, sir? And I do believe you. You cut hair and you're not gay. I don't get that. Why would you go into that profession if you weren't gay?
Well, why wouldn't you? Think about it. I mean, you're around women all day long.
So then why did you guys get the bad rap on the whole thing? Yeah. I guess you just made a very good point. You're around, hopefully a lot of beautiful women every day. So why when you tell people you're a hairdresser, they instantly think you're gay and make fun of you?
Well, I guess, for the most part, most men that are in the business are gay.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, first of all, I swear I'm not, because just like Jimmy, I love
No, I wasn't even doubting that part of it. I just wanted you to answer the question.
Well, I mean, it's just one of those deals where, I loved it, man. I absolutely love it. I mean, I'm around women all day long, and these girls are wild, man. I'm telling you, they get to know you on a personal level, and, dude, I mean, it's the best.
James in Maryland. James.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
Daniel Staub has a restraining order against some 18-year-old chick. She pulled her hair extensions out.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk about this broad a little bit so these guys are up to speed. Yeah, well, one of the episodes, one of the other housewives' daughters tried to rip out her hair extensions. Just gave her a quick pull. And Daniel Staub's making a big deal about it and suing the teenage daughter of this other housewife. Yes.
Double C is not even the term, Opie. It's maybe a cunt bitch. I mean...
Wow. I'm going to ask her if she doesn't...
ranks, put it this way, if she died in a car accident, you wouldn't worry about it.
I'm going to ask her if she minds being called a cunt bitch, and I want to ask her about her shitty tits.
Shitty tits and fuckable daughter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You take that one on. You take that one on.
Do you think she'll care?
I don't know.
Yeah, daughter's underage. Fucking.
I think the daughter doesn't like her.
Oh, really?
They kind of hint at that during the fucking show. Yeah, right? Right, James?
That's right. Hey, Anthony, did you hear about that guy saying that Sarah Palin should die in a plane accident?
It's funny that fucking Democrat did say that, and that's not getting the play that fucking Dr. Laura will get. You're right.
No.
Well, if you go to the Toronto Sun web page, I guess you go to Canada for that news. It's front page.
Okay.
Yeah, you won't get that much here.
Yeah. All right. Godspeed, guys.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Love you, Jimmy.
Any luck when you put shitty tits in the Google image there, Danny?
Shitty tits.
Danny, I saw that you were trying.
Oh, God.
Well, that's shitty tits.
There's a girl with shit smeared on her tits.
They got to work on their concoction, though. That looks
very literal.
It looks like dog food.
Yeah.
Jimmy?
Those are
I'm
awful.
looking at Kiss performing with Linda Carter. Those are awful.
Yeah, those are horrible, shitty tits.
Okay.
Shitty tits.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Damien in Jersey. Damien?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I'm forced to watch this fucking garbage show every week with my girlfriend.
The Housewives of New Jersey or Real Housewives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this bitch is just such a fucking cunt with a capital C. Like, every time she just reaffirms to herself, like, karma's gonna get you back. And she's just constantly the one causing all the trouble. She's like that crazy friend that everybody has that doesn't know is fucking crazy.
Crazy.
Well, how do we go into this interview?
No.
With an open mind?
Yeah, man. She might be fucking great. It's
Never
like...
know.
I think you guys are going to have a problem because, like, she's literally delusional. So, like, if you bring up these situations, she thinks she's always right. Like...
Yeah.
I have no interest in her. Like, as far as I know nothing about her, so I don't. Whatever her explanation is fine with me. I don't give a fuck.
Then let's kick her to the curb and not interview her. Fuck it.
I say give her a chance at least and
No.
let her embarrass herself, and then get her out of there.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Dude, she's stripping. How great is this? Chick's great. She used to do fucking. There's allegations that she used to hook.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. I might just be a nasty
let's
ex-boyfriend.
ask her about it.
You gonna ask her about that?
Without a doubt, sure.
So, do you mind being called a cunt bitch? Ask her about her shitty tits, and what's that?
I'm gonna ask her if she used to hook. Again, that could just be a rotten.
And what's your question, Aunt?
You fuckable daughter.
Jesus. Holy shit. All right, Damien, thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
What does Larissa want from Pittsburgh? Larissa.
Yes.
What do you want?
We're calling to talk about Danielle Staub.
Okay.
See, this gets people talking.
It certainly does.
Maybe this is a good booking for the show after all.
Yes.
By the way, still not being. Is she bad?
She's horrible. She plays the victim. Every episode, they put her on, they do a little one-on-one interview, and she's constantly talking about how she's the victim. Everybody hates her. Everybody's trying to... She now has the thing that they're all trying... All these other housewives are out to give her, like, bodily harm. Like, they're trying to kill her.
Yeah.
Absolutely biggest cunt in the world.
Wow, people really don't like her.
All right, hopefully...
Nobody likes her.
Hopefully you guys will call when she's in here.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to.
It's an amazing booking for the show.
Have a good one.
Yeah. All right. Expendables come out today?
Yeah.
That's today, huh?
Why didn't we get any other Expendable guys?
Why would
Yeah, come on.
We had Steve Austin in here when he was promoting a shitty movie, and he even admitted it wasn't a great
Jesus.
movie, and he said at the time...
Steve Austin.
Stone Cold.
Oh, Stone Cold. Okay.
And he, at the time, he even said, I don't really give a crap much about this movie, but I got to tell you, I'm in a movie with Sylvester Stallone. I broke his neck. And I can't wait to come in and promote that movie on your show. And we didn't get him.
I'm kind of what is the deal with Arnold in that? It's got to be a 2-second thing because he's not even in the credits, like the big promo poster they got out.
Yeah,
that's probably part of his deal. You can't.
Yeah,
he'll do a walk on or something, but you can't.
They show him in the trailer talking to Sly.
Yeah, you're right. He probably has a very small scene,
but it must be really fucking short. It's
From
probably
what
the
I
whole
think
thing.
I read, well, I'm sure Steve knows a lot more.
Yes,
Steve don't know
but
shit.
I think it was supposed to be secret, and then once it got out, they kind of started promoting the
okay.
fact. But Steve's saying that I'm wrong, so I'm just going to turn my mic off.
Happy to
and
be
let
here.
him talk.
Yes, Steve. Yes.
When the day or the week after he shot it, he announced that he was going to be in it. So, and it was like a 5-minute cameo where he woke up at 5:30 in the morning with Bruce Willis.
In the morning.
And Schwarzenegger plays, I guess, an arch nemesis, old mercenary rival of Stallone's, who's offered the same job, turns it down and walks out. And it's like the very beginning of the movie.
It's just probably him to have his foot back in the door because once he's no longer governor, he'll just go back to acting.
Why didn't we get any of the guys?
The only other guy we were supposed to get was Austin, and his travel schedule changed.
What about Sly? What
but
about
let me break this
friggin-
down. His travel schedule doesn't change when he's desperate and has to fucking promote a shitty movie.
Exactly.
It's unbelievable.
What about a phoner with Sly? I'm going to tell you something. His own money is involved in this movie.
We had Sly on the phone
That's what I'm
once
saying.
before, too. By the way, Big Mama Prod saw the movie already.
How the
Tweeted about
fuck-
it overnight and said it's amazing.
Really?
I forgot exactly what his tweet said, but he
Wasn't a
he loved
spoiler,
it.
was it?
No, he loved it.
Because it's badass action?
Yeah, he likes action flicks.
Yeah, of course. They all do.
You guys want to hear Daniel Staub's song?
What? Yeah, I do.
What happened?
Nothing.
Keith, what's up?
Yeah, she definitely, they talk about her shitty tits, but they actually call her square tits because one of them was, one of the other housewives was changing with her in a dressing room one episode and
Oh,
said
he's
that,
writing it down.
I forgot about that.
Square tits.
I do remember that. Yeah, the rest of the housewives call her square tits.
Hey, and you got to ask her about her great New Jersey ex-con. She's got a buddy who's an ex-con named Danny, and she takes Danny when she thinks it's going to get real dirty. And Danny says he'll do his 30 to life if need be.
Yeah, I think Danny will probably be with her today. So,
great.
All right, Keith, thank you. I got to go to Footer. Footer has a very good observation. Footer.
Yo, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Why every fucking time when anybody calls up about, like, watching something that's fucked up or just, like, for girls, it was like, oh, well, I watched this because my girlfriend was watching it. What, nobody has fucking 2 TVs in the house?
Yeah.
Watch it on the TV.
2 TVs. Oh, he's joking.
That's crazy to have 2 TVs in this day and age. You're right. I watch this show because it's kind of, stupid, silly TV.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting there going, well, I saw this because I was forced to watch. Yeah, you're right.
And you could justify it by saying, well, I had to watch it for the show. You know what I mean? Like, you had to fucking...
Yeah, I didn't even have to do that. I just, there's something weird about the show that I like. So, you're right, though.
Thanks for not humiliating me, Anthony, when I called.
Why, when you tripped over humiliating?
Wow, Jimmy, you had to pick that up, huh?
Who didn't pick it up? Anybody with these two little weird things on our heads picked it up. You know who didn't pick it up? Earless people.
Later, boys.
Bye. By the way, my fucking my iPad will still not stay online.
Still.
Problem not fixed. They're working on this. Problem not fixed.
Ridiculous.
I love the "we're working on it" answer to everything.
Yes.
Hey, here's Daniel Staub. Here's her song.
Let me hear this.
Danielle.
Am I
You said
saying
Daniel
that?
Staub.
Daniel.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Let's hear it. Maybe it's good.
Stinks.
Real close.
The fuck was that? That didn't sound right. That didn't sound right.
Holy shit.
What was that fucking...
Listen to that note again.
If I could tell you how I feel, and if I could show you my love's for real, if I could let you in my soul, you would know
there's a new girl in town and she's looking good. There's a fresh new face in the neighborhood. There's a new girl in town. Yuck.
You didn't like that?
It's awful.
It's
I like it.
horrible.
I like it.
You don't like it.
I do.
Stop.
You are the one I wanna run to, the one I wanna call, when all my dreams seem shattered, when I seem to lose it all. Why am I so scared to be close to you, real close to you, so close to you, real close? If you could tell me how you feel, and if you could show me your love's for real, if you
I can't even totally do to this.
let me in your soul, you would know that you are the one I want to run to, the one I want to call, when all my dreams seem shattered, when I seem to lose it all.
Pull out your
Why am I
tits.
so scared to be close to you, real close to you,
Is there a hook?
so close to you.
You know what that means,
real
right?
close.
What?
Dick in the shitter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Real close to you. Back to the fucking
That's
Barry
the-
Manilow piano.
That's the closest you could be with a chick.
It stinks.
I like that.
Right in her turd cutter.
I like that.
Where the poo comes out.
Where her poo-poo comes out.
She's
of
talking
her
about where the poo
tiny
comes
hole.
out. The tiny hole.
Her duty.
Her brown spot.
Yes.
Man, she got an angry fucking pianist, huh?
Yeah. Clang.
What is he wearing? Boxing gloves?
Clangity clang. Clang. It really is fucking awful.
What is he, punching the keys?
Dropping an anvil in there.
Clangity clang.
He's playing with two ball peen hammers.
Why am I so scared?
This is
Why
nice.
am I so scared?
So airy and a lot of effect on the voice.
Why am I so scared?
Oh, bad harmony.
You are the one I want to run to, the one I want to call, when all my dreams seem shattered, when I seem to lose it all. The one I want to run to, the one I want to call, you're my all. You're the one I want to run to, you're the one I want to call, you're my all.
Was that supposed to be some kind of sick joke?
Why am I so scared to be close to you, real close to you, so close to you, real close?
Okay.
She was very badly raped, you see.
That's horrible.
I like it. I think you guys are wrong.
Oh, I can't wait for this one to come in today.
I really do like it.
I can't wait for this.
You don't think that's good?
I think I'm going to be taking out some anger today, man.
SpongeBob Square Tits to come in.
Oh, you picked the wrong day to come in.
All right. So square tits, shitty tits, cunt, bitch,
right.
fuckable daughter.
Well, yeah. Let's
All
say hi to Matt in Atlanta. Matt.
Hey, Anthony, doesn't that song sound like a bad James Bond opening theme?
Yeah, a bad one. Definitely.
Cutting out.
Yeah,
Not enough action in it, though. There was no hook. There was
She's trying to do the whisper sing thing.
It was just this plodding fucking wreck. With that airy trying to be sexy because you're fucking singing airy.
I think she decided she's a lesbian. I forgot about that part.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think she's doing a lesbian thing now to get
She's-
some attention.
She's doing everything. People just do one or two of things, like to be famous.
Right.
She's just doing all of it.
Right.
Get the daughters out there. You fucking get naked. You put out a song. You're a cunt.
Let me say hi to Lisa in Jersey. I guess she watches this
Lisa.
Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, love your show, and I love The Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Okay, why?
And this is what you have to ask Danielle about when she comes in.
Okay.
Danielle Staub is not even her real name.
Oh,
her
shit.
real name, she, when she was about maybe 20 or so, you have to ask her about this. She was arrested for kidnapping and drug charges.
All right. Write that
And
down.
they mentioned this. You have that?
Kidnapping, drug charge, not real name.
Yeah. And this is the best part. And her real name is Beverly something. They've mentioned it a bunch
Merrill.
of times on
Beverly
the
Ann
show.
Merrill, I believe.
Really?
Yes, yes. Now, this is what you have to say, which is the most obvious thing. She's, like, ruining Jackson's daughter's life, Ashley, for pulling her hair and saying, you know, she has to teach her a lesson, and it's like it's her job to straighten her out and get her on the right path. Meanwhile, all Danielle does is, you know, pity herself that she was so young when she did these things, and no one will ever give her another chance, and it ruined her whole life. But she's doing the same thing to Ashley, so that's what you have to confront her about.
Well, Cell Guy here seems to have everything that you should have written down. Shitty tits, daughters are fuckable. Do you like to be called cunt, bitch? Did you used to hook? Do you have square tits or shitty tits? Is your piano player angry? Were you arrested for kidnapping and drug charges?
Yeah.
And is that not your real name? All right.
Yeah, I think
Thank
we're.
you.
I think we're.
Thank you for keeping tabs.
I think we're set for this big interview
What
today.
time is she coming in today?
9:30.
9:30.
Oh, we'll tell you what time it is.
Hopefully, we'll still be here.
Okay.
All
Thanks,
right.
guys. Have fun. She's
All
crazy.
You sound like you're from Jersey, by the way.
I
Jersey?
do?
Yeah. You got that
Is
Jersey
that good or
twang.
bad?
It's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, you got
Well, I'm
that
really
Jersey
from New York.
twang.
I'm really from New York, so does that...
Well, it
does that make
affected
it
you.
better?
How long you been in Jersey? Too long, right?
You really hear Jersey in
Well,
your voice?
Yeah, I hear some Jersey.
6 years. I'm here 6 years, but the funny part is I still say I just moved here without even meaning to. If someone says,
Right.
where are you from? I say New York, but I just moved to New Jersey. It's been 6 years already. I think I'm always going to say I just moved here.
Wouldn't call that the funny part.
Hey, thank you. Actually, you were wrong about a real name. William in Texas has a real name. Yes, William.
Yes, I do believe her real name is Square Tits McGillicuddy.
Yes.
McGillicuddy.
So listen,
McGillicuddy, man.
all kidding aside, SpongeBob Tits.
I think E-Rock just tweeted her square tits. Can we go to E-Rock's page, please, really
E-Rock.
fast? Because now I got to see what they look like before they attempted to fix them.
Square tits. Right?
Let's see. He wanted me to retweet this shit. I don't feel like retweeting today. Let me see. Oh, What Would Tyler Durden Do had the pictures first. Okay. So this might be legit. The internet's really slow today, huh?
Slow every day. Oh, God. Her
That's
elbows are...
The side view looks like she's pressed up against something. And
Wow, that does look a little
She looks like
square.
she's pressed up against an imaginary wall. Isn't that weird?
You guys are being too hard on her, man.
Is there more
She's an
pics, or is
older
that it?
lady.
That's it.
I'd give her ass a good eat, and I'd lick her elbows.
What's this?
Really?
Oh, you're going to have to fucking take a message. It's my fucking car dealer.
Yeah, her
fucking Shelby.
Her
How long has it been gone?
Oh, my God, forever.
It's a long time.
I know. Yeah, those tits are a little square.
Wow, that's not bad though.
That's
not bad, man, for an older woman.
Dude,
right
she's
there.
fucking,
That's not bad.
She did a porn movie. She's stripping. How does anyone not love this fucking older broad? She's a dirtbag.
Wow, she got the boobs fixed, huh? They look way better.
I love the little thigh highs she's got on.
But look at the ass.
I love the ass.
Be real.
Give it a good sniffing.
Sniffing.
Would you go right in there and sniff it?
Absolutely. If she's like, let me park my bike, I'll be up in a few minutes. First thing I do.
All right, can we take a leak?
Yeah, I gotta pee.
All right, we'll do that.
The Opie and Anthony Show on the virus.
Oh, nice.
Jimmy loves the Who.
I won't get to get what I'm after till the day I die.
Fucking the Who. Supposedly they're gonna do it again, man.
Wow.
Supposedly they're gonna do a little tour. God, I was listening to one of the classic channels here on Sirius XM. I don't know what it's called. It's classic music.
Yeah.
I know this Classic Rewind. I listen to that one a lot because it's like newer classic songs, if that makes sense. Anyway, supposedly they're going back on tour. Supposedly there's a rumor they're going to do Quadrophenia from beginning to end. And some rumblings that they might go back into the studio and do another album.
Oh, no. New Who.
And I remember... I remember it's got to be 89 when it was the farewell tour.
I think they did one before 89.
Even 89?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they supposedly said goodbye
tour
to everybody 20 some odd years ago, and they're still going strong, I guess. Are they going strong still?
I
guess they are.
know,
their Super Bowl thing wasn't bad, right?
They do pack it out. Did they say when their farewell tours have been?
Yeah, I need to know that from Wikipedia.
That's great. Good old
I remember
Wikipedia.
late 80s, I believe. It was Buffalo. I went to one of their farewell tours.
1989.
It was 89.
It was 89.
I nailed it.
Good call.
Wow, 21 years ago they were doing farewell tour?
Yeah.
And then they came back in 96.
They did something between 89 and 96.
Did they?
They had to have. No?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Really?
Took a little time off.
Well, Pete Townsend, had another interest for a while there.
Yeah, he was in a little bit of a jam up, wasn't he? Doing research
how
for
the
a
fuck
book.
do you get away with by saying you were doing research?
Doing
God
a little
bless him.
research for a book.
My God.
Leave the guy alone. What's he doing?
Hey, speaking of the past, E-Rock started a Twitter account called OA Photos. Mm-hmm. Do you go there every once in a while?
Oh, yeah, every so often
He
I'll
posted
pop in.
some fucking pictures yesterday. I can't believe we were able to do this stuff. Because you know how we talk from time to time, like, oh, we used to be able to do blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And I got proof of some of the stuff we used to do with the Zone A Photos Twitter account. He put up pictures of us trying to get a girl to give birth live in the studio.
All right.
He also posted pictures of a guy eating live mice on our show. Can you imagine going to the lawyers here at SiriusXM
That couldn't happen.
and tell them, look, we want a guy to come in and eat live mice?
That ain't going to happen.
That ain't happening, right?
Ain't going to happen.
But you go to OA Photos, and it just shows you that we used to get away with pretty much murder.
Mida.
Shows you how slow the internet is.
Yeah, I know. Great.
Yeah, well, it's probably getting slammed right now.
I want to see the naked pregnant broad.
Yeah.
Supposedly there are nude photos up there of this girl.
Why wouldn't there be?
And that kid's got to be at least 10 now. 10, 11 years old.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Got to be. Because I think that was late 90s. Where she came in, she was overdue, and we made her run up and down stairs. We made her jump rope. We made her have sex with her husband in another room. And this was just an average show that day for us.
I think that kid is, like 10 or 11.
Probably 10 or 11.
That's fucked up.
Because we really thought, we could really make our mark if we had a live birth.
You were right. that would have been a big one.
I know. We were bummed that we couldn't get the job done.
Scott
Herman was just looking the other way as this naked girl's running up and down the stairs, 9 months pregnant.
Is Cigars and Scotch correct here? Was Was it 11-year-old Gary?
Yeah, so
he can legally drink now.
Oh, yeah, easily, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he's got to be like 21, 22.
And how old
easy.
is, remember Skid Marks?
Skid Marks has got to be...
In his 20s, early 20s?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, these were
happened.
Little fuckers that did our show.
My
with
God.
us. You got the Naked Broads.
Yeah.
It's just what? It's just way too slow?
Yeah, it's really just molasses.
Well, check it out for yourself then. I wanted to see the pictures, though. Oh, wow. Okay, November 8th, 1999. So that kid is going to be 11 in November.
And it was inside that fucking little munchkin.
11. And the photos just will not fucking load. Damn it.
Nope. Yup. Nope.
Oh, there's
There's
one.
a picture of her just kind of fucking close.
All right, here's some
All right.
thumbnails
All right, we got
coming
some
up.
Thumbnails.
Oh, boy.
There she is. Look
Jimmy,
at her.
what do you think, huh?
Look at that. She's got a pregnant gut.
Looks like me.
She's got pigtails on.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. Like, look at that.
Look at her big pregnant belly. Wow. Her fucking ass.
I don't have a pregnant fetish, but she's sexy. I mean, come on. Aunt, no?
She's sexy? No.
No. Maybe not pregnant.
No, she was all right, I guess.
Yeah, as far as pregnant goes.
She was a good egg.
Yeah.
All right, No.
Oh.
I love when people start typing and they go, no.
Like, nah, I better not.
No.
God, it was 5 to 7 at night. I'm looking at the clock. It's like, fucking what?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, go to OA Photos. E-Rock put some photos up from the old days from time to time.
Yeah.
And the latest batch is good. He's got a picture of Jimmy Kimmel on our show. And then this guy eating fucking live mice.
How did we get away with it? No one cared. That's
Huh?
what it was. It was the fact that no one cared.
Yeah, it's just
You
weird
know?
that now we're on satellite and we can't do half that stuff that we got away with.
No way.
Really strange to me. Let's say, I don't need to say hi to these people, but supposedly the first farewell tour by The Who was 1982, Anthony.
Yeah.
And they went around with the Clash. 1982, then they did a farewell tour in 88, 89. Wow, I wore glasses? When did I wear glasses?
Wow, that was before your LASIK surgery.
That's fucked up. I don't even remember wearing glasses anymore.
Damn.
Yeah, first farewell tour, 82.
These are pretty fucking funny to look at. God damn, there's a lot of them. Who are the
You don't remember the Schwoogies?
African gentlemen.
We brought the Schwoogies in to scare Spaz because he was a blatant racist.
Oh, right.
So that's when we met Chuck Nice. Is that Chuck Nice to the right?
No.
I'm telling you, man,
Look
my
at you.
memory is solid.
Are you saying they all look alike?
Chuck
Yeah,
Nice
it
came
is.
in as part of the bit where we want to scare the shit out of Spaz for being a horrible racist.
Right.
So these scary black guys came in and Chuck Nice.
Funny.
And that's how we met Chuck. And then we introduced him to the radio chick, and his career took off, and now he's all over TV, man.
He's good on TV, too.
Did I see Airsick?
Yeah.
Airsick Productions right there?
Paul Bond, Billy
yes.
Staples.
Yeah. Wow, just amazing.
Yes, E-Rock.
E to the R? To the fridge?
Yeah. A couple other galleries that are going to go up. You had a transsexual in studio, and you looked at his new vagina. Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Did we look at a
for the first time in
transsexual's
my
vagina?
career, I don't remember something.
It's called the he-she vag. So
cleverly titled.
Wait, can I see the pictures now? I don't remember this.
We
Yeah, I'll
looked
go pull
at
them.
We looked
a
at that?
real surgically
Yeah, someone who had the
Built
full
vag.
change, and you were looking at his vagina.
Dude, I swear to you, I don't remember that.
Opie, at least I have an excuse. I was drunk.
Yeah, I had one too. I was miserable. I would have taken anything at that point.
So we have
I got to
that.
see those
I remember
pictures.
that one.
They're going to go up over the weekend.
Or later today, we'll have them up.
Okay.
The Nutcracker Suite,
Oh, yeah, that was one of my favorite bits of all time. Yeah, let's try to get that done with the lawyers.
the first lesbian for a day.
We found a guy that loved being kicked in the fucking balls and took
Oh,
some
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
This guy took some major fucking shots.
Yeah.
Major hits. It wasn't like, all right, let's have a little,
Yeah,
let's be careful with this. It was right to the fucking nut.
You heard thwack and then heard him make that.
Do we have the
sound.
Nutcracker Suite laying around somewhere?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I was looking for it.
That was on a CD. We're allowed to play that one.
And
that was released.
That involves Spike, the
Right.
dominatrix that used to
Right.
have on.
Remember her?
And we'll put up the first homeless shopping spree too.
Oh, really? Okay. OA Photos. It is a really good Twitter account to check out. Old school shit that we used to do.
Nice.
There's a 1-minute version and a 5-minute version. Really?
Wow.
Should we play the 5-minute version?
Oh man, come on.
Why not?
It is Friday.
Yeah, but if they've never heard it before, who gives a shit? It's 5
Yeah,
minutes.
exactly.
I said, what do you want to do?
I got no problem either one. Doesn't matter to me either way.
Topical.
It is topical because we just brought it up. And then you can see the pictures later today or over the weekend if you follow OA Photos. Okay? Yeah, fuck it. Play the 5-minute version.
Two guys getting kicked hard right in the crotch with no protection. All right, I guess he's ready to be kicked. He's ready to be kicked. But, oh no, this is just wrong, man. Oh, how did this degenerate into this? He is on his knees. He is chained to the bottom of the chair. His stuff, as it would be, is a little too prominent in those bikini panties.
Girl panties.
He put on his little sister's panties today. Isn't that cute? She's putting a thing in his mouth to bite on.
Panties.
Panties. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, those are your panties, Spike? Yeah. She's got the whip, too. She's bending his head back, straddling him, and she's whipping his body, his tummy and lower region. God, that's gotta hurt. That has gotta hurt. Look, he almost fell down. If he wasn't chained up, he would have fallen down. Spike is comforting him now after.
Spike's comforting him.
Did you see him flinch?
And he hasn't been kicked yet. That was just the whip.
He's lining up.
She's kicking him.
Oh, he just buckled over. He just doubled over in pain.
He's breathing really heavy.
I have never seen anything like this. She's lining up again. Oh, he's flinching.
All right, Paul is still on his knees, and Ellen's going to start kicking now. She's been done wrong by a lot of guys.
Here she goes. She's lining up.
Paul goes, you didn't even make me flinch, and then she kicked. And then she went for it.
He's flinching now at the drop of a hat. Oh, that was a good one. That he almost fell over. Look, he's ready to woof, I think.
You all right, Paul?
I just hope I get a seat on the subway.
Are we ready for contestant number 2?
I'm a little scared, but I'm ready.
All right, I guess we're ready for more of this.
I would miss this for the world.
That was the right one.
I'm gonna need some water soon.
Spike knows she hit too hard.
God. Oh my God.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I can't take anymore.
That was a bad one. I can't take this anymore.
I saw flash. Was that me or the camera?
He's seeing light.
That's gotta be it. Dude, that's gotta be it.
God.
That's gotta be it.
This isn't right. I got a shot of that on the video that will make you cringe. All right, let's see if we can't get a good kick in from Grandma. Grandma is lining up. She just gave him 3 quick shots. She gave him 3 quickies. Yeah. Grandma gave him 3. All right, hold on, Grandma. How you holding up?
I'm not with Grandma.
Grandma's pretty good.
You missed, Grandma.
Listen. He's down. He's down. You don't taunt Grandma like that. Come on.
Grandma's a good shot.
Yeah.
She got the bullseye.
Still got a chance, right?
Let's hear it for Grandma. Grandma, put him down. God, did she line up and kick him?
Someone's got to put a stop to this.
This is just not right.
It's really not right. We must say, because we have a lot of ladies that listen to us.
Yeah.
Ladies, not all guys enjoy this.
It's a proof of masculinity.
Oh, sure it is.
Well, then call me a pussy. I found my limit.
And there you have it. We're back live in the year 2010.
I think everyone can tell because all I'm hearing about is how our voices have changed over
they've
the years.
changed a little bit.
Just the processing.
But fuck, how do we get away with that, man?
I don't know. That could you imagine going to the lawyers now and saying, yeah, we want to have some guy come in here and then just have women kick him in the balls?
Yeah, really strange. No, OA Photos will have the pictures from the old days.
Yeah.
And E-Rock just came in here and said that we looked at a guy who had his dick cut off and that area made into a vagina.
Yeah.
I swear to you, I have no recollection of this. So I go, E-Rock, you got to send me the picture.
Yeah.
It was a black guy.
What?
Do you have any recollection of this?
None at all.
You want to see the picture?
Probably not.
Can you zoom in on this fucker? Let me zoom in.
What does it take to zoom in on one of those things?
All right.
2 fingers and you just kind of open it up.
Hey, man, the iPhone killer, the torch. When is it out? Is it out already? Next Tuesday, maybe? I get the iPhone killer next week. Here's
Corio.
Here. That used to be.
God.
That used to be where a dick went.
Ugh.
Or was.
Post-op trannies. I don't acknowledge the post-ops.
I don't even remember this.
I don't even, Jimmy doesn't acknowledge.
What are they, quitters?
Exactly. What are you doing? You had some extra fun. All of a sudden, you're spoiling it.
So E-Rock will post this picture as well. I have no fucking memory of this show.
No, I don't remember that.
I remember most of the shows, I guess.
God, that's horrible.
So, all right.
Ew.
If I can't tweet that, right? They'll fucking yank it.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Yeah,
You
they
can't.
would yank it.
Yeah.
take it.
Posterous, I think you're allowed to tweet some nudies.
I think Belladonna's account got yanked.
Tweet photo, you can't. Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. For that, probably the same reason.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta be careful. All right. What are we gonna do?
Make love.
Oh.
What time is this square-titted bitch coming in here?
Should be in 45 minutes.
I don't know why we said yes to this one.
Oh, I think she's great, man.
Give it a try.
This is very dangerous. This is not going to go well. She probably comes in. She's a nice lady.
Yeah, watch it be really
doubt
fun.
it.
I doubt it, too.
I doubt it. She's got an image to uphold.
I think her problem is that she's so full of herself,
Yeah.
and that's what we're not going to be able to get past. I hear she rolls her eyes a lot and stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Fuck her.
Let me say hi to Brian in Connecticut. Brian.
Guys, how you doing?
Hey,
Welcome
man.
aboard, Bri.
Hey.
Thanks, guys. Hey, I actually do remember hearing the he she bit on the radio.
Yeah.
I remember there was a black it, and I remember one of you guys, I don't remember which one, said it looked so bad the clit was actually at the bottom instead of the top.
Okay, that's kind of ringing a bell.
Did we finger it or anything?
No.
Okay.
Did we finger it or anything? You don't think you'd remember
Yeah,
it?
you'd remember that.
Remember fingering a maid vagina? That was such a 13-year-old boy's way of asking. Did we finger it or anything?
You never know with our old show, man. There was some shit that went down.
I think you did say something like it had some kind of the whole
smell
wafting thing was man smell.
Yeah, the smell. We couldn't get past the smell.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do it, not that I would do that, but just leave the cock. Jesus Christ.
The torch is out already? Why did my cell phone guy call me?
Because probably he has a fucking torch and it's no good. He tried.
Fuck.
The torch is burning something.
Artie, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Picked it up yesterday for my wife.
When was it released, and where were the long lines for this iPhone killer?
Yeah.
I showed up at AT&T store out here in Long Island, by the mall in Smith Haven, and it was just me and another guy. But it's
The
an awesome
salesman.
phone. My son's an iPhone guy, and he was pretty impressed with it.
AT&T BlackBerry Torch 9800 up for grabs August 12th.
All right, so it came out yesterday.
Yeah.
My fucking cell phone guy better call me today.
It was pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Wait, are you?
What does it look like? Show me a picture.
Are you a BlackBerry guy?
Yes, I am.
So what's different between this and the past Blackberries? What are the upgrades?
The slide phone.
It's got the slide phone. It's got a touch screen.
I know
It
that.
operates
I know
like
that.
iPhone.
What about the video quality? What about
The video, the picture quality is phenomenal. With the camera,
Okay.
ridiculous.
Can I?
Ridiculous.
Do they have like an iFucking movie app type thing so I could edit my movies on the fly now and throw them up there?
I didn't get that far into it
Because
but,
iPhone has that.
Yeah.
I didn't get into that as far as we were just playing with it last night.
Yeah.
And but I'll tell you what, it's pretty cool. Like I said, my son's an iPhone guy, and he was pretty impressed.
Yeah, I mean, having that slide thing, I don't know.
A slide phone.
You don't have to use it at all.
Yeah, I understand.
I bet it's great though. I mean, I bet it's a good phone.
4
Hey, I need it
gigs.
for business. I need to make phone calls, so.
It's 4 gigs of storage.
No, it's not. You're lying.
No.
Yes, it is.
4 gigs of internal storage.
Yep.
All right, and you make it fun by saying you can put 100 songs in your phone. You don't need more than 100 songs.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Oh, God, that's awful.
You need to take pictures and make phone calls. That's what you need to do.
Wait, dude, are you kidding? 4 gigs?
All right.
No, I'm not kidding.
Look, man.
What do you do with that?
Nothing.
I had no idea. I make phone calls, Jimmy.
No, I know that's important to make phone calls, but what if you want these phones, man? You do other stuff with these phones now that you don't just make calls anymore.
All I care about is I need really good video quality off my phone, so I don't have to carry my HD flip everywhere I go.
I love you.
That's what
Yeah,
I
I
really
tell you-
need, and I need a nice, like a quick editing program, so I could do a little iMovie editing, and then and then upload right to fucking YouTube without it taking 3 hours for a 20-second clip.
Dude, get an iPhone.
No,
because you got for what you
have
need.
to.
No,
for what you need, it'll upload
Hang
great.
in there,
You can
Opie.
send it. Hold on, so you're screaming. You can send it right to YouTube.
I'm weakening, but I'm not.
For Opie
gonna,
Radio,
I'm
you
not
gotta do
I'm
it,
not
dude.
giving in. Nope. I'd rather go old school.
But that's not old school.
Look,
I already have
HD
iMovie
flip.
installed. I didn't even know. I'm looking, going, I'm going to install. You look at some apps and go, yeah, I would really like to have that one. Oh, fuck, I have it. That must mean I never use it.
I will. This could be my last BlackBerry, though. I'll be honest with you. I will buy the Torch.
Of course, it's going to be. Why would you have anything?
I'll give you guys a review in the next week or so. But this could be it for
You'll
me.
like it. You'll like it.
By the way, apps for the iPad are fucking expensive.
Yeah. I don't know why.
It's bigger, and they know that we're stupid.
We'll buy anything.
All right, Artie. Thanks for the.
All right, boys.
Artie.
I'm surprised there weren't
Have a
long
good-
lines. I didn't know it. I didn't know it was.
Oh,
released
yeah. The
yesterday.
lines were really,
Yeah.
long. You really do have to just make the jump.
Yeah.
Everybody that does goes like, oh, my God, this is great.
32 gigs. Thank you, Tyler in Ohio.
Upgradable 2.
Upgradable 2.
32 gigs.
Yeah.
Right, Tyler?
Yes, indeed. Thanks to BlackBerry's technology and not using the garbage iPhone, you don't have to be stuck with the memory that's internal of the phone. You can upgrade it to whatever you'd like.
That's right.
Yeah, now you could lose a mini SD card.
That's right.
Yeah.
Here we go. iPhone
Fuck
killer.
you with your goddamn upgradable 2.
The BB Torch, baby.
Yeah, and it's actually reliable, and you can make a phone call on it.
It sure is.
Can ya?
Oh,
Can
face.
ya?
It sure is.
Wow.
Face.
Wow, you got us.
Yeah, this guy's face in the whole town.
Wow.
But if you want to just keep continuing on the bandwagon of everybody that loves the iPhone, that's completely up to you, Ann.
Yeah, bandwagon
Ooh.
of people that are happy with and fucking love what it can do. The multitude of apps that are available for it.
So you think Ant's on the bandwagon, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people on the bandwagon, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, there are a
that
lot
it
of
looks
people
like
on the
it's one of these
bandwagon
areas.
because it's a popular fucking phone because it works and it works well.
Nope.
No.
I've tried my.
No, it
I
doesn't.
tried an iPhone.
No, you didn't.
Didn't like it.
You didn't try it.
Paper toss.
Paper toss.
I did paper toss.
And you liked paper toss.
I did like paper toss on the iPhone.
Sir, you have the BlackBerry Torch, or you have an older BlackBerry?
I've used the Torch already. I still carry my non-slide, but that's
Which one do you
probably
have?
The only part of the Torch I'm down.
Which one do you have, sir?
Hey,
9700 Bold.
Hey, has the BB Torch there, the BlackBerry Torch, HD video? Probably not,
No
right?
HD on the video.
That's the one you have. We're looking at a picture of it. The fucking. How do you use that little screen?
That's
can make a phone call.
Hey, that's my phone right there on the screen. 9700.
That's really
moving up to the Torch today.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the screen.
It's a nice screen, nice size screen,
Oh,
right?
it's so vivid. Oh,
see that?
Rainbow all the way.
All the way.
Dude, I'm telling you, you got to stop with the buttons. They
enough.
stink.
It's 2010.
The
Stop
buttons
with your
stink.
buttons.
I like to hit buttons.
Some of us are concerned with reliability.
Stop lumping yourself.
shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
reliability.
that's right. You got him on that one, buddy.
Reliability. The back of my phone is cracked and it works well.
Exactly. I like how he's lumping himself in with a big group.
Broken. Fantastic.
You know what?
How many upgrades? 2 upgrades in 2 months because the software is inferior in comparison.
You know what I'm
Inferior to what?
You know what I'm doing? I'm
Oh,
buying-
Travis?
No, I just want to know how
patching
many.
jailbreaks.
I just want to know how many iPhones he's owned.
Yeah, how many have you
How many
owned?
have I owned?
Yeah.
8.
One of each one. Been
What-
disappointed with all of them.
One of what?
See?
You're-
One of each generation iPhone.
See, he moved on from the iPhone.
Why do you keep buying it then?
Yeah.
Again, I'm an employee, so I don't have to buy them. I'm handed them.
That's right.
Oh, right. What company hands out iPhones?
Fantastic excuse.
Not many companies
My
hand out the
girlfriend made me
iPhones.
watch it.
Yeah, yeah. So you like the BlackBerry? Look at the. So you watch videos on that screen?
Yeah,
Oh,
Certainly do.
in HD?
not an HD.
Oh, right, right.
They have it beat.
Yeah,
But
that
I suppose
sucks.
If I used my phone solely for entertainment, then I would be a little more concerned.
Well, you know what? It's there for entertainment, for computing, for texting, messaging, Facebook. It's there for everything now.
Oh, no, not on an iPhone.
Bro, what the fuck is BBM? No
boy.
one gives a fuck.
No one cares about BBM.
I care
love
about BBM.
BBM.
Thank you.
Oh, I thought that was big bowel movement.
Antiquated technology.
What corporate fan guy?
Hang in there, Tyler. You're doing good. We're taking
you're
down the
running
iPhones.
Antiquated technology. If you're still relying
That's right.
on text, there's no insurance. It's a delivered message.
That's
Can't tell if
right.
They're even responding.
I've never had a problem with a text not going through.
Oh.
I'm getting a.
Size limits on your picture messaging.
Yep.
What?
BlackBerry
Yep.
messaging will allow any kind of size. No.
Oh,
size
so you could, yeah,
capacity
because you're
limit.
looking at it on a fucking postage stamp size fucking screen, dummy.
Ooh.
Oh, that must be great when you get a picture over there and look and you need a fucking loop so you can see the picture.
BlackBerry Messenger is really cool because it's kind of like texting, except you could only do it with people with other
Other
BlackBerries.
Blackberries,
Yeah, I like that.
Wow, that's great,
Yeah,
sir.
we don't want to be bothered with other phone users. We're our own fraternity.
I love how people are mad at each other over whose phone is better.
I'm getting a BlackBerry Torch today, and then tomorrow I'm getting a Droid.
No.
Yes.
Just buy them all, just to be.
I'm buying every phone except for the iPhone.
Yeah, you stay away from that iPhone. You know, the thing that everybody fucking stands online to buy every time
Hey,
they
you know
put
what?
a new
You
one
be a
out.
lemming.
Jim, the only reason why
Yeah.
I don't like this guy
That's
is
what it
because
is.
he's calling a touchscreen antiquated technology
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he's using a BlackBerry that came out a year ago.
With buttons.
I'm not saying we shouldn't hate him.
Antiquated
He's a hateable
technology.
Will you stop saying antiquated?
It's great.
But we are
I hate
a
that word.
very pathetic country when we get excited and frustrated over comparing phone technology.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Go
can't-
put it in
You
your
called in.
Put the fucking phone in your pocket and
Am I the-
accidentally call someone, would you?
Am I the last holdout on the iPhone thing?
Yeah, I was also. I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news and a bandwagon jumper.
Yeah.
But to the people who are
You
getting
love that.
Oh, that's right. To the people who are getting the Torch because it can make phone calls, it is an AT&T phone. It's the same
network.
Same exact service. So they'll make the same amount of
I've
phone
never had a
calls.
problem with my AT&T.
Neither have I.
Although I had to get a phone for my apartment because I couldn't get reception.
Yeah.
But besides that,
All right,
it's
they
been
need one
pretty
more
good.
tower on your roof.
By the way, you guys were saying I was crazy when I was bashing, not you, O, but you, when I was attacking AT&T, everybody's like, my phone, Bob Kelly's like, Dad, it's fine, you make a call, and all of a sudden the whole country fucking caught up. AT&T is shite.
Really?
Shite.
I don't have problem. I get dropped calls, but never any more than I got with every other service I've used. I've had them all, my friend. Verizon, Sprint, MCI, Bell.
I gotta tell you, it's all BlackBerry support on the phones today. All BlackBerry support.
I don't care.
It is not.
It sure is.
Those sissy bitches.
Oh, wait, this guy wasn't supporting.
Excuse
Hold on
my
a minute.
language.
Get rid of him.
Oh, yeah.
Droid. I'm buying a droid tomorrow. And I'm buying
Which
the
one,
fucking
though?
Torch tomorrow. Today.
Which droid, though? Because there's 75 different ones.
Oh, really? The good one.
That guy.
The
just
best,
looking.
the bestest one.
Just looking at that fucking picture.
Dude, I got it right here, man. And
I know, but look
let
at
me-
it. There's buttons and there's fucking. It's stupid. There's no touch screen.
And I don't appreciate this one guy saying I lost my cred because I bought a Pebble. At the time, the Pebble was the fucking phone.
No, it wasn't.
It
It
certainly
had nothing.
was.
It was to make phone calls. It looked cool, and it was smooth.
I like how they spelled it, too.
But they didn't. It didn't do anything, did it?
P-E-B-L. I love that.
It made call. Look, you open it up. It's like one of those fucking jitterbugs for old people. I use my jitterbug.
I don't want to
It
laugh
has a
at
one
that, but
big
that's
911 button in the middle. The old hags.
Look at, but see, it was almost a touch screen. There wasn't really buttons. Look.
Call an ambulance, you fucking hag.
I use the jitterbug.
I use my jitterbug.
Look at that Pebble, man. That thing fucking was.
Did it even have a
sleek.
camera?
That was a nice design.
Did it have a camera?
They really should be put down at a certain age.
They really have to be.
Oh, just
Enough.
mother
The Pebble
them.
rocked.
We ought to give people a technology test, and if they can't pass it, they have to be fucking killed. Just so we could get technology up to where it's supposed to be without having to keep it at a lower level because people are stupid.
What happened to the Pebble?
Oh, shit, what happened? What happened to the StarTAC?
Hey, I had a StarTAC.
I know you did. Last week.
Well, on eBay, people are paying upwards of $40 for a Pebble.
There you
Wow,
go. Still
as a
happening.
collector's item.
What? This. Yeah, I was gonna say I had a really bad one. Never mind.
Well, just try it. If it bombs, so what?
No,
Come on.
they were buying them so they could throw them. Palestinians.
Palestinians are buying them to throw at Jews. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
All right,
That's
funny.
funny.
I don't have confidence in it though. I bailed. All right, can we take a break?
Yeah.
We got some whore coming in. We got to get ready for.
And by that we mean our agent. Bob even stopping it. Guys. Yes, guys. What do you need, Drac?
All right.
All right, so I won that argument. BlackBerry rules. iPhone
B.
sucks. Right?
I don't
Yeah.
think you won that argument. I think it was.
What, Kenny?
I got a BlackBerry. Enough said.
I just lost the argument.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Droid.
Yeah, so far, if you got a BlackBerry and a Droid, so far the only people who haven't come over to the iPhone are Kenny, E-Rock, and Steve C.
You're in great company there, my friend.
I'm
He's
sorry.
got both. A Droid and
That's what I'm saying. Steve C has a Droid and a
Then
BlackBerry.
I don't get a Droid.
Yeah, Steve's the Droid guy. And,
No, I'm not going to get a Droid then.
How about this? Would you like to sleep next to my cum stain?
What the hell's wrong with you?
God damn, Jimmy. What a giant picture of you smiling with your head next to the cum stain.
Jesus.
You're very happy about that cum stain.
Hey, did we ever find Bubba Watson crying? Was it worth playing?
It wasn't playing for me, but we can give it a shot.
Give it another try.
You're playing well. You're making a lot of saves,
like a minute
par
in.
saves, and you made some good ones today. How much of that making those par saves adds to your mental?
Whatever. We'll figure it out for after the break.
Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus, Sirius XM.
Welcome back. So E-Rock did the right thing. OA Photos on Twitter. He posted that picture of the guy that's now a girl.
Oh,
supposedly,
the whole thing, or just the vag?
The vag picture. Maybe more. Maybe there's more in that gallery. I don't know. But old school photos can be found at OA Photos on Twitter. Pretty good idea, actually.
Yay!
Gives you a nice, I don't know. Whatever.
Nice, whatever.
Very
the
distracted
fuck.
lately. Very distracted.
Whatever the fuck.
Well, it gives you an idea what we used to get away with, I guess, what I was sort of trying to say. there.
Lots of stuff.
All right, so what else is going on in the world today?
Oh, my God.
Yeah?
It's got to be all kinds of...
Nothings?
No, not a goddamn thing.
Really?
I'm so just ready for fucking... I'm very angry at the Ford dealer.
Oh.
I got a fucking voicemail. You know this has been going on forever with my Shelby. Do you remember when my alternator went out 2 months ago?
Yeah.
And I had them fix it?
Mm-hmm.
And then they came to me with an offer to put a Kenny Bell performance kit in. And I'm like, you know something? I'll use a little more horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a sanctioned Shelby modification.
Place?
Sure.
Didn't you break down right by the place?
Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, how long will that take? You know, because I kind of want my car. And it just, a week or two.
Why do you want your car? Summer's not a good time to drive a Shelby.
No,
dude,
not
it
at
is.
all.
Absolutely, you're wrong.
Oh, literal Jim. Oh, sarcastic Hope.
Asshole open. Sorry.
It's
literal Jim.
It's so they put the mod in, and it took forever because they told me at first it was just going to take 2 weeks. They got 2 of the kits in, and one's going in one car, one will go in mine. And then when they start the work, after I agree to it, then I find out that some of the parts are back ordered. Like, they knew it. Why didn't you fucking tell me
right
initially? And then there's all kinds of other things that just I keep calling and saying, I'm coming up to get it. I'm coming up to get it this weekend. It's not ready. We need a belt. We need this. We need the bigger injectors. We need this. And now I just got a fucking message.
It's probably ready now, though, right?
What?
At least it's ready now for you, at least.
Oh, yeah, sure. It's all
Going
ready to
after
go.
the show?
After they replace the fucking main computer in it, which God only knows what that'll fucking cost. Because as they were testing it on the dynamometer, something went wrong. They're diagnosing it, and think it's the main fucking computer that runs your motor.
How long you had this car?
Since 2007.
So how in 3 years is that not under warranty, the main computer?
Well, when you mod it out to a Super Snake, it voids your warranty.
Oops.
Yeah. I don't mind that, but the thing is, it was fine. That was fine until I sent it to them. Everything worked except the alternator. If you put a mod kit on it and something fucks up, that should not be my responsibility. It's still in their shop when it fucked up. I wasn't driving it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's like, so I get that. And then the guy, this Dennis guy, is in Detroit until like Monday or Tuesday. I was, silly me, thinking after 2 fucking months, I could pick it up this weekend and drive it back down from Rhode Island. But now, no. Now it's up there again. I'm going to get this back in fucking winter.
Yeah, it's
when I
really-
can't even use it.
The thing is, too, they probably know your warranty is voided, so you'd have to just pay for it. They know that.
Well, if they're pulling shenanigans like that, it's Tasca Ford up in Rhode Island. They're the only other Shelby, like, certified fucking mod place. And, I should have just sent it out to Vegas, or I should have just left it alone. You just fucking try, and you get fucked over every time, no matter what you try to fucking do. Should have just had him put the alternator in and take it fucking home. And if I wanted to mod it again, just send it out to Vegas again.
How's the alternator
Cocksuckers.
fucked up after 3 years? Is that normal?
It happens. I mean, whatever. It's the alternator. I have no problem with the fucking alternator. I got a problem with them fucking having my car for 2 fucking months.
I bet they're driving it.
You pricks.
You think they're driving it all over?
They have a shitload of cars to drive if they need to fucking drive cars up there. It's fucking making me crazy now.
They're probably using your car like for a loaner. Like
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
else's car is in, and they're just giving them yours.
And they give them right with that bitch. Dude, I am so pissed right now.
The ashtray's got fucking cigarette butts in it.
It's just a loaner.
Jerry curl on the roof.
For everybody else. How great.
That'd
be hilarious.
Oh, would that fucking annoy me.
Oh, my God.
They put decals on the rear window. It says Tasca Ford.
Ant just doesn't drive it right. Look, I will
Ooh.
fucking... All right, you're
Probably
gone.
right.
You're gone. MER. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Don't care if you were kidding or not. You think I need to look at that right now? Goodbye. Goodbye.
Why would you say you don't drive it right? I'm sure you drive it right,
Of
right?
course I do.
Yeah, they're saying, they're doing a Ferris Bueller on you.
Yeah, the old Ferris Bueller.
Thank you, Happy Butt from Ann Arbor.
Something like that.
That sucks.
God,
what are you going to do?
Yeah.
They just have you.
It's bullshit.
It just sucks all around.
Yeah, I think they are fucking me over. They've had it for 2 fucking months, and it's not finished. Tasca Ford.
Maybe they're spinning back the mileage, and they gotta.
Yeah, it takes.
They
a
need
while
a
for
little
them
more
to
time.
Spin to run it in reverse up on blocks.
Right.
How's the
in the
main
big glass garage?
How's the main computer not
Into the
good?
woods.
I don't know.
How'd that just go out? They've had it for 2 months.
They've had it for 2 months. It was fine.
And all of a sudden, the main computer's no good.
The last test they're doing on the dyno to see what it's putting out, then they have this problem, and it turns out to be the computer. That ain't my fucking fault, motherfucker.
Right.
That's them putting the fucking thing on the dyno and fucking it goes out. It's in their shop when it happened. I wasn't driving it. That ain't my fucking problem. I am really fucking livid. They're getting a fucking call. He calls me during the fucking show.
Call him right now.
No.
We'll just listen in. I don't think you're really livid.
No. Oh, I'm very fucking livid. Believe me.
Well, look to your right. You won't
Believe
be
me.
livid anymore. Are you livid
What?
still?
Yeah, I'm still fucking livid.
Yeah.
Cares? Little fucking girl walking down the hall with a pregnant dress on. Hate those
No,
pregnant
that's-
dresses.
It's the style.
No, it's a sundress that fucking the elastic shit is right under the tits, so it pops out. It's a pregnant look dress.
Then it looks potato sackish at
Yeah.
the bottom.
And then
I don't know what the
that new
style's
thing.
called.
I'm not really a fan of that either.
Where it's a little poofy at the bottom.
The poofy potato sacky thing at the bottom.
Ding. Hey,
mad.
Jimmy, remember you were talking about swastikas and how these brave kids do it in the middle of the night? We got one of those stories, remember?
I did read that, yeah, these fucking
This
Long
is
Island
exactly what
faggots.
you talk about.
Yeah, the cowards.
Swastikas painted on garage doors of Long Island home. A family in Selden.
Yeah.
Selden.
Anyone have any paint remover? My hands are a little dirty. Get it? I've been painting the swastika.
A family in
I hope
Selden.
a Jew with no sense of humor is the one fixing your fucking Shelby.
And now keying it.
Rosal Finkelstein says your
Yes.
Shelby needs a new computer.
The only Jew mechanic in the whole country.
You're right. I stand corrected.
They're calling, they love you, but they're saying your car's a piece of shit.
I agree.
Go fuck your mother's assholes. Car's a piece of shit. Eat me.
It's a lemon.
Good
Yep.
car. Place is fucking me.
You're Team Ford, huh?
I'm Team Ford.
That's
Unless
too bad.
it's an SUV, then I'm Team fucking GM.
Yeah.
I'm Team Cadillac.
BMW, motherfucker.
I'll make it. Family in Long Island woke up Thursday to messages of hate painted on their home and their car in flames. I mean, Jesus Christ. What the fuck could these people have done?
Wow. Well, what could they have done?
And it's a nightmare they've lived through before. Swastikas were painted on the garage doors and their Jeep Cherokee burned in the driveway shortly after midnight. What do you think of this, Jimmy?
It's just fucking, it's these faggot teenagers, or just these wannabes who don't have the guts to confront you face to face. So anyone that spray paints in the middle of the night and runs away is a fucking coward.
It makes me angry, annoyed, frustrated, homeowner Alex Rawl said. I had painted that over. Now I'm going to have to paint it over again.
They would just set up cameras if they weren't such cheap. Oh. Dan.
That's actually the thing, though, because I was listening to the story yesterday, and the victims actually aren't Jewish. They're like Hispanic, so they don't understand why they're being the target of these hate crimes.
Really?
Yeah, they're not. They're not Jewish. You're right.
Interesting. Why would you paint swastikas on a Hispanic place?
Because there's
Doesn't
nothing
make
else they
any
can
sense.
think of. They don't know how to paint a chupacabra.
Yeah, it's very hard to paint somebody stealing a hubcap.
They don't know how to spell chupacabra. Just no reason to be painting swastikas.
Wow, stop.
Fucking faggots.
They never look good spray painted either.
It's just, what are you doing?
Don't look as regal as they looked on a flag.
Is anybody coming?
I hope nobody sees me, white power.
Be lookout. And yeah, you can see that we're looking at a spray painted swastika over Congressman David Scott's entrance sign, and you could tell they really did it quickly. No real work went into it. It's a little S-like. No sharp right angles.
And the final line is the way the news makes a big deal about it. That's why they keep doing it.
Oh,
because
yeah,
they're going
of
to get on the
course.
news. That's what we did.
Oh, the backwards ones are great too. The ones that don't know. That's good. More swastikas. Yeah, guy took time to square off his edges.
There you go. There's a good one.
That's awful.
It's just ridiculous.
People are so stupid.
Ridiculous.
Oh, God, real brave. That just is giant red spray painted letters on a big cement wall. It says "fuck Jews" with a big swastika. I mean, what's the purpose?
I love Jimmy's take on it.
People are just
I love it.
There's no
Middle of the night
courage there.
cowards.
Middle of the night cowards. Yeah. Oh God. Dummies.
What else is going on?
Yeah,
You're mad at that.
Very angry.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Hey, is the broad here? Is that
coming up right now.
Is that the broad?
She's coming up.
She's short.
Oh, is she?
Is that the broad? Is that the broad Daniel Staub? Did I say Daniel again?
Staub.
How do you say his name?
Danielle.
Danielle Staub is here.
Oh. Hold on.
Should we take a quick break so we could
No,
clear
let's
the
bring her
field?
in. We just
Well, she's all the way down there, just wandering around.
go tell.
Steve's just talking to her. 'Cause
Shut up, Steve.
Steve
And
doesn't
then
even-
maybe you could link to my website. Bring her in.
You want some shitty DVDs? You think he's offering her shitty DVDs right now?
Is he bringing her in?
I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. Sam, what's going on? Sam, what's going on down the hall?
Our guest just arrived, and our esteemed executive producer is seeing to make sure that they don't need anything.
Why don't you just bring her in?
Asked her if she wanted a
hang out
bedroom.
here for a while.
Tell him to just bring her in.
You got it.
What's he doing?
Oh.
Maybe he's
Oh, she's the other one. Oh my God, she's wearing clothes that she's way too old to be wearing. Oh,
Yeah.
this is gonna be so
Is that
awkward.
the
Oh, dude, she's fucking sexy.
Who's she with?
You think she's sexy?
Yes,
Jimmy? Wait
for
till you
real.
see the Botox.
I don't care.
Oh God. This ain't gonna be good.
Oh my God, look at her face.
Oh my
Her face
God.
fucking angers me.
Oh, you guys are fucking crazy.
What?
Dude, she's sexy.
Yeah.
Yes.
You digging it? Who's she with? Ah, here we go. All
Hello.
right. Oh, hi. How are
Jim,
you?
how are you?
Nice to
Very
meet you.
good.
How are you?
Yeah, she is. Take a seat next to our favorite person, Jimmy Norton.
Did you get your
Ooh,
boobs
book.
fixed, right?
Yes, I did.
I think I saw that on. Good morning. No, because I
Tell
thought.
Mr. B, baby.
Well, because that was the last housewife I think I saw.
Yeah.
Because they were. Your doctor said they were horrible. The worst
that
boob
was
job. The worst boob job he ever saw, and then he had to fix you up, right?
It wasn't the boob job that was bad. It was the encapsulation.
Encapsulation?
What does that mean?
Yeah, my body rejected
sound of
the
that.
implants, and I waited a lot of years to get them fixed.
Right.
Do they get hard? I dated a girl who's she had fake breasts. They got hard because they were over the muscle and they should have been under the muscle.
I don't know what happened exactly. It was 8 years too long before I got them fixed.
How bad do they look?
How bad did they look?
Yeah.
Not as bad as people were describing them.
Well, they described them as square tits. I remember.
Yeah, I don't even
That didn't
know.
make you happy.
No, it didn't make me happy, but it wasn't
No
the
one
worst
wants to-
things they said about me, so whatever.
Yeah, I watched.
I think they should really be examining their own selves naked.
but they
Just a
all
little
hate
bit.
you, though.
You know what?
Why
Let
do they
'em.
all hate you?
I think that they hate themselves. They see a little bit of me in them.
Oh.
They don't dare to do the things that they really want to do, so they have to hate me for being able to do
Right.
the things that I don't care. Other people judging me
You're
for.
better looking in person, by the way.
Thank you.
Usually it's the other way around.
Thank you.
You look better in person than on TV.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That's
You-
cool.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that's a really good morning to me.
You get called a cunt a lot.
You know what?
I'm reading like
It's so amazing to me that how people use that word so openly. Like, do they
Really?
even know what that means? I mean,
yeah, it means a cunt.
what does that mean?
But it is.
You know,
It's
boys
like-
aren't supposed to say that, by the way. No, they're not.
Oh, you know, I've known a lot of girls though over the years that have
called you
hated that
one?
word. No, I've been called one. Believe me, I've been called much worse.
It's the
but
show-
I've known a lot of. It's like the atom bomb to some girls.
You know what?
It
If
really
you
is.
let it unravel you,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, everything can unravel you. I mean, there's a lot
Sure.
of words out there, but you know, I've been taking hits from every angle, so whatever.
How come everybody, there seems to be a lot of negative press about you? A lot of people bad mouthing you.
You know what? Only in the press venues that really don't count. Think about the People magazine ads, HollywoodLife.com, People.com, Us Weekly, the big weeklies, the national 5 million readers. Yeah, it kind of makes Star look like a piece of shit. To
Is
be
this
honest with you?
Is this a case of...
I don't read the stuff that's negative, and I don't talk to them. They're blacklisted
Oh, really?
from even interviewing me. But if they want to go negative, then they get one shot, and then they don't get to talk to me again.
Oh boy, we better be careful.
Maybe. Depends. I mean, if you're being nice to me, I'll come back. But if you're not, I'll give it back to you right away.
Yeah.
And then we'll see.
I think that's obvious. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I have a question
ahead
about.
there, Jimmy.
There's a lot of stuff that's been coming up about the past. Now, is this a case of people making shit up, or is this just like you did a lot of crazy things and now here you are with
No,
some
this
fame?
is definitely a case of people making things up, fabricating, talking about shit that they know nothing about. And
What we have to ask: what is the kidnapping that's been talked
Never
about?
happened.
What happened that this person is saying there was a kidnapping?
I think, you know, it's obvious and to most, and there is going to be a cease and desist order put on this person. I mean, they just keep coming out of the woodwork. When you become a public figure, I don't like the word celebrity, I don't like the word famous. I just like to say public figure because I'm recognized everywhere I go, and I like that. I embrace that.
Yeah.
But when you become a public figure, everyone wants to ride along with it. Oh, I knew her once, so what's the most scandal? Oh, they're tearing at her. What can I come up with? Oh, Jacqueline said this once on the show, so let me go for the jugular with that. Let me just breathe in people's ears for a minute. And look at the people that are writing this stuff.
Was he an
It's
ex?
not
I don't know enough about. Was he? Was he an ex-boyfriend or a
No.
guy you saw?
Nope.
He was just somebody you knew.
He was someone that actually did the things that he's telling the world that I did.
Were you partying back then?
Was I partying back then?
I'm an
Mm.
ex-partier, so I, you know.
Well, it was the 80s.
Yeah.
I owned up to a lot of things in my book, and we'll leave it at that. Read my book.
Well, you have to give us a little
We
bit.
don't like reading.
I enjoy a good read, but is there stuff about drug use and stuff in here?
Absolutely.
What kind of drugs did you enjoy? I personally, alcohol, a little bit of cocaine.
The one thing, I didn't like alcohol, and I really didn't like cocaine, believe it or not. I liked marijuana.
Okay, that was your main drug?
Yeah, I was.
Do you still smoke?
No. No. It's been, really, since the arrest.
Which was 86?
Yes, 1986.
Okay.
That's a while ago.
So you got arrested.
Yeah, I mean, the things that really happened in my past are so far in my past. Prior to marriage, it's prior to children.
Yeah, you're kind of a different person. It's like
I am, and and if that wasn't enough to change me, I think life kind of changed me. And then, boom, getting hit with it again and reliving it again, and then writing my memoir about all this stuff because I got given an opportunity to.
Why do you say memoir like that?
Memoir? I don't know. It just sounds really sexy. Memoir.
My memoir.
It's better than my life story. Whatever. It just sounds a little memoir.
You're really rich. What did your ex used to do?
I'm not really rich, actually.
Well, I see the Real Housewives. You're living in a really nice house.
You know what?
Your daughter's got everything. You got everything. They do have
everything, and I work really hard for that. Writing my memoir.
No, but
paid for a little bit of that.
But
now
you're
Real
famous from the TV
Housewives.
show. But it seems like you had money before the TV show.
My ex-husband, the father of my children, let's just be really clear about that, was, very well off, is very well off. And, but then I made my own way. After divorce, I really took a lot of financial hits. And, I didn't file bankruptcy because of one reason. I really wanted to teach my children how to try to get out of it. So it's taking me nearly 8 years now, try to get out of it. And now I'm listing my house for sale because I have about $150,000 in debt still. And that's not a lot for 48 years old, but a lot of it came from legal fees and things that happened during divorce. And you don't realize what's going to happen when the money is kind of taken away because I was taking care of the house and the home and the children for 16 years of my life. And I'm not complaining. It was the biggest blessing in the world to work my way out of this. And it's going to happen. Once the house sells, I'll be debt free.
Wow. But
That's great.
You said legal fees because there's still a defamation lawsuit by your ex. How is that progressing? I mean, are you still in the middle of that, or has that been kind of?
Well, that's being handled. There is going to be a countersuit filed pretty readily.
But you have to pay for the lawyers both.
I do have to pay for attorneys. A lot of my income is attorney's fees right now, and that's okay.
Is that your daughter?
No, my kids aren't with me.
Oh, okay.
No, I wouldn't bring them here.
Oh, is that your?
Rumored?
Well, suppose you're going a little lesbo lately.
No, that's not my rumored. That's not my rumored. She's here though, somewhere.
Really?
No, I don't go anywhere without her.
Yeah,
it's just a rumor though.
Is that a little closer than?
You've decided to go lesbian?
Real close, real close, real close.
Really?
I didn't decide on anything.
This broad, man.
It's not a decision.
Now, the season finale of New Jersey Housewives, is that on when? Monday or something coming up?
I don't think.
You're suing somebody?
Finale's a couple. I think we have a couple more
Oh,
episodes.
a few more?
Yeah, three more episodes, I believe.
Right. You're suing whose daughter? I forgot. She has the big boobs. I like her.
Oh, Jacqueline's daughter?
Yeah,
Ashley.
Jacqueline has really nice boobs, a nice face, and her daughter's a real twat. I'm just showing my knowledge of the show. Is that okay?
Jacqueline
is that
beautiful.
correct?
Jacqueline is beautiful.
Jacqueline is beautiful, and her daughter needs a beating.
How old's the daughter?
17, 18. 19, somewhere around there. And
Why is she? Oh, is she suing?
She pulled her hair. It wasn't a big pull, though. Let's be honest.
It
with each
was
other.
actually.
It didn't seem like it on TV.
Well, it did. If you think about it, I was walking forward and I was yanked. My whole body went backwards.
Went backwards?
Yeah. And
but you seem like a tough broad. You can handle something like that.
Broad. You know what?
She does, though. You look like you could handle yourself.
It's a matter of, did it hurt? Yes. And it hurt a lot. I'm not going to lie. It pulled the hair literally from my head. These extensions are beaded in, right up to my scalp.
Right.
And it's painful when 20 of these, this is one. 20
Comes
of
out.
those are attached to that much of my own hair are ripped from your head. 20
of those were
Yes.
ripped?
Yes.
All right, then what do I know?
And it hurts. But more to the point, even if it didn't get pulled from my head, which it did, don't touch another person in violence. I was trying to get away from them.
But some people say
And I got pulled at.
Some people say you should.
Some people should mind their own fucking business.
But some people are saying that you should understand because you were in trouble as a young woman.
Yeah, and I did my time.
And maybe you should just let her slide.
I asked for an apology.
Right.
Right down to the trial.
Right.
I got the big
Really?
right
Who's
in
covering
front of the judge.
Who's covering her legal fees? Is the show covering her legal fees, or no? Does she have to pay for them?
Well, ironically, the show does not cover legal fees.
Not for stuff like that, I'm sure.
Not
right?
for anything.
But you guys you're bringing good TV with all this.
I bring awesome TV, yes.
Yeah. Does your daughter like you?
My daughter?
Yeah.
My daughters both love me.
Well, because they, what is it, Bravo? What channel is this on again?
Bravo.
I forgot. Bravo. It seems like they have shots of your older daughter kind of rolling her eyes at times at mom.
Better rolling her eyes than chasing another person through a country club and pulling at them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all say things that embarrass
everyone
our
gets along.
children. We all say things that our children disagree with. I have a 16 and a 12-year-old daughter. I've been a single mom for over 8 years.
Is she still
and
modeling?
She is, actually. Thank you for asking. She's got, she's booked all next week. She's doing Fashion Week and she's going to Paris.
Mm-hmm.
And Ivan Bard is handling her with IMG alongside with Bradley Davis. And she's walked for Marc Jacobs.
She's got the
Betsy
look.
Johnson. She's phenomenal. Both of my daughters, I did something right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to pat myself on the back, but right there I will.
Mm-hmm.
See? 'Cause they're
Listeners
good
have
kids.
said,
They're really good kids.
Listeners have said, very fuckable daughter.
I will fucking destroy that fucking listener.
I know, believe me.
Don't
I
ever
like,
fucking use that word about my kid.
I don't like having to read it.
Well, don't then.
It disgusts me that our listeners are that blunt, but it just
I'm
pops
twitching
by.
a little bit here.
All right.
They send
That's
in,
my kid.
They send in feedback.
Yeah, feedback is flying up.
Which listener, Anthony? We should
It's
call him
everybody.
out.
It's cigars and scotch.
Oh, cigars and scotch?
Yep. You know what?
I love when
kind of
they
a guy
use
he
a
is.
name that's not even a name, but they're going to be so bold and say shit like that. Use your fucking name, motherfucker.
Be brave, cigars and scotch.
Be brave.
Are you kidding
Anthony.
me? You're going to
Be
talk
brave,
that kind of
Anthony.
language
I
and you're
know.
going to say, oh, cigars and scotch.
Use your real name.
Exactly.
I know that guy's been trouble since he's been on this thing.
That's
trying
the
to be
only thing
fancy.
that will ever set me off. Don't come after my kids, man.
His real name is
My kids
his real
are
name
on.
is Cigarette and Meisterbrow, and he's trying to be
His
fancy.
real name is 6 feet under because he's drinking and smoking. Drinking
I hear
and
ya.
smoking. Drinking and smoking. It'll kill you.
What do you think of Teresa?
Who?
From the fucking show. Come on, let's talk some dirt here. I know you don't like her.
I think
She's got a bunch of daughters, and I guess the husband did a little Dewey thing, but he's saying he wasn't drunk when he flipped
Okay,
his
let's
car.
talk about that. I'll talk about that one.
All right.
Who?
His excuse on the show.
I love it. I love how they all get together
Listen to-
and they make up an excuse. I'm going to tell you the story.
But can I tell Jimmy so he knows?
Oh, you're
Because-
going to fill him in?
Yeah, because he doesn't really know the show. Teresa has this husband, and I think he was drinking and driving, but he claims that he crashes the car, then he goes into his father's house?
Drove into a telephone pole.
Right.
But was it moving or had it been stationary?
The telephone
No.
pole was not moving.
The
no.
telephone pole was stationary. He
All right.
was driving a moving vehicle, yes.
Yeah.
All right. So and you
That's
think he was
why
drinking
it was
and driving?
DUI, driving under
Right.
the influence.
So,
okay.
so then the crash is right outside his father's house?
Someone's house that
Someone's
he knew.
house that he knows. So he goes into the house and,
Or he
and
made
claims,
that up.
And claims that the reason why they think he was drinking and driving, he was so shooken up by the accident that he started doing fucking shots as soon as he got into
No,
this
wouldn't all
person's
you
house.
do that after you call the police? When you all get wasted while
You
you're
know what?
waiting for the cops to come?
No.
I got-
Okay,
Listen,
here's the thing.
I gotta
Here's
tell
the
you.
thing.
Hold on,
If
hold on. I
anyone
gotta tell you.
believes that.
But I gotta tell you something. I like that. I put that excuse in the back of my head. That's a good one.
Yeah, but you know what?
Find someone's house and
Cops
just start
didn't buy
doing.
it.
Oh, they didn't.
No.
Oh. All right, tell us
Cops
the
didn't
story.
buy it. He was charged, and so here's the thing. All of them get together and make up stories about me, and some of the world buys it because all of them can't be wrong about just one of me. Now, do they hang out with me? No. So do they know anything about me? Absolutely not. But let's just think for a moment that this was true. All of them get together, come on the show and say, yeah, no, Joe wasn't drinking. 10 of us split one bottle of wine. One bottle of wine. Have you seen him without a drink in his hand all season?
No, a lot of wine drinking.
A lot of them, right?
Well, 'cause-
okay, so they're all sitting there. Jacqueline, has she been without a drink all season?
No, she's a lush.
Okay, here's the thing.
with big
All of
boobies.
them, all
really
of them
sexy.
split, 10 of them, split one bottle of wine. I'm not buying that, first of all. Second of all, I love how Jacqueline's face was like this. Okay, yeah, it was one bottle. Like, she's going, I don't even believe this, but okay, I'm going along with it. So, Joe says, yeah, so I hit the pole, because I yawned, because I'm tired. 2 o'clock in the morning, I yawned, and I closed my eyes for a minute.
Because he was yawning.
Because I was yawning, and I hit a telephone pole. Not because I was drinking and yawning, but because I yawned and closed my eyes for a minute, because I'm tired. So what'd you do, take a nap? You're going to take a nap for a brief moment. All right, take a nap, because you're sober. You take a nap when you're sober, right, and you're driving a vehicle. Buying it. Then after he hits the telephone pole, calls the police. While he's waiting, he goes, hey, there's Joe Schmuck's house. Let me go have a few drinks with Joe Schmuck, because I'm going to wait for the cops here.
Well, because he was all
Pounds
shaken.
down some green Jack Daniels or whatever it is, Johnny Walker.
Because he was shooken up by the accident.
Oh, yeah, well, that's
He
what I'd
needed-
be doing at 2 o'clock in the
He
morning.
needed to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, you got it down a few.
That's logical.
Yeah.
He was soberly driving home, and the man yawned, as many of us will, for a minute or two at a time, and you hit a telephone pole, and then you go have a few drinks while the police are on their way.
Yeah.
It's a perfectly logical explanation.
And that's
Isn't that
why-
great?
Yeah.
And
I love that people are buying this.
And
It's great. It's great. It just shows you how incredibly ignorant people can be.
And are they going bankrupt, Teresa and her husband Joe?
Well, according to court documents, which don't lie, is what they said about me, right?
Mm-hmm.
$11 million going bankrupt. Yeah.
Wow.
I have a question about, because there's obviously this tape out called...
But I don't wish it on them. The bankruptcy thing, I want to acknowledge for a second. I want to touch on it, and then we'll go to
Okay,
where you're
yeah,
going,
yeah,
because
yeah.
I know where you're going.
It's a sexy.
But in a
town.
moment, we'll go there. But anyway, I don't think that I didn't take any kind of pleasure in hearing that. I think it's sad. And I really do wish them all the best trying to get out of that, because that's something they got 4 kids, man.
Do you like
know?
them as people, though?
No.
See, when you, that's
Absolutely
totally different.
not.
People I don't like, I root for bankruptcy.
That's karma.
Well,
Yeah.
Teresa
Their karma's coming.
Teresa comes across a bit obnoxious.
A bit?
Yeah, a bit obnoxious.
Yeah, a bit.
You hate her?
I don't hate anybody. That's a strong word.
All right, but if you could spit on her, would you?
I strongly dislike her. No, because
Hate's not a strong
it's-
word. That's an
it
easy
is.
one.
It is a strong word.
I could give you a list of people I hate.
You don't want
no
her
problem.
dead. But if she lost a couple toes in a lawnmower,
Right. Yeah, what would you
I
wish
don't
on
take
her?
pleasure in other people's pain. Believe it or not, I really don't.
Yeah.
I really, really don't, because I've had a painful life, and I don't wish it upon anybody. But here's the thing. You do get your karma back, and theirs is coming. I keep saying that, and it's here.
So you-
$11 million in debt. It's here, but it's not a funny situation for them, and I hope that they work their way out of it. I really do.
Hey, we got a huge fan of the show on the line. Yes, sir. You got a question?
Yeah, this is Yingy's, man. I was wondering, is it true your daughter loves anal sex?
Oh,
my
stop it.
God.
Dude, that's
What the fuck? Dude.
that's a.
She's being cool.
Yeah,
Could you
why don't
cut him
give
off,
you,
please?
Yes.
Yeah, I cut him off.
Why don't you give your real name? You
I'm still
fucking-
here.
Oh, hang
shit,
up
that
on
didn't
this
work.
guy.
Sorry about that.
How did the?
He wanted to
yes,
ask.
that's not
He
right.
wanted to ask a question about the bankruptcy, so he tricked us. I'm sorry about that.
It's called Danielle Staub Raw. Now it's a porn tape by Hustler, I guess.
Sex
it's
tape.
you. No, it's whatever. It's fine. It is what it is. It's great. Are you making money from this?
No.
So this is basically how is that legal to take a tape of you having
public
sex?
figure. I couldn't stop it.
But you would
This
tape
is the first I've
But
seen
how did
it,
it get?
actually.
How did it get stolen? Oh boy.
You were taped with your knowledge. Was taped with your knowledge?
Oh, this was, yeah.
Who's
I was.
Who's the guy?
I was in.
She was that girl.
Yeah, this is me.
No, I know. But you were. Who's the guy?
I'm not going to disclose the guy.
Okay, but didn't he screw you over?
No.
Well,
No,
literally.
not this guy.
the guy
No,
didn't?
No. Nope.
So who stole it? How could someone if it was you and him?
Oh, this is the first time I'm seeing this. This is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You look very sexy. I mean, if it's any consolation.
Yeah.
I think you're lovely.
Really awkward.
How did we get that,
Just
by the way?
staring at the tape.
I don't know.
Like, where did
I
it
didn't
come
realize. I
from?
thought you were actually making money off it.
No.
Could you sign that, please? How terrible would that
If you
be?
pay me.
It's like, hey, could you sign
That's
this?
really the
Yeah,
first
if you
time
pay
porn
me, I
tape.
will. Then I can say I actually made $1 from it. Give me $1 and I can say now I'm making money from it.
Wow, man.
That's
then-
worth a
I'll give her
buck.
$1 to sign.
You know
it.
what? Then I was gonna be completely wrong. I thought you knew that it was a fake stealing situation and you're making money off this.
No.
You're not making a dime off the
Haven't
tape.
made a dime off the tape.
So wait, you're with this? Was this guy? Let's just say he was a guy. Yes, somebody steals it out of where? Your place or his place?
Oh, it wasn't in my possession.
Okay, so it was probably in his possession. It was stolen. So basically, this is stolen property which has been released. How is that legal?
Nothing is legal. None of that stuff that's said about me is legal. But when you're a public figure, back to that, everyone can take their shots at you unless you can afford the hundreds of thousands of dollars it's going to take to shut that down.
Just a cease and desist.
Yeah. You don't shut that kind of stuff down for free. And not for nothing. I'm just trying to get myself out of debt. So why would I spend my money doing that? Whatever. Take your shots at me. Whatever.
No, my question is like, why would somebody? It's almost like even if you're a public figure, they're putting out a stolen item here. It's almost like if you steal somebody's watch and then you're on eBay going, "Hey, I have Danielle Straub's watch." That's stolen, even though you're famous. That's a stolen watch. So how are they putting this out? How is this legal for them to put this out? Like, you have to be able to put a cease and desist on this.
Well, then I'd have to come up with the money to do so.
Yeah, sometimes you got to weigh it out. Is
It's
it
not
worth?
free.
You know,
It's not worth it for me anymore. I'm not fighting the fight and spending legal fees. I'm going to enjoy my public figureness. I'm going to enjoy my status as a person, and I know who I am. This was a long time ago. This is not what I wanted, I intended for this to do. I really just want to get on with my life and go to the next step.
But I have an idea.
I'm not going to spend money, put
If you-
good money into bad.
If you're
I'm just not going to do it.
If you're involved in litigation over the girl pulling your hair, you know
that was the prosecutors that filed. That's the state
so
of
you don't
New
have
Jersey.
to. Oh, you don't have to pay for a lawyer
No, the
for
state
that.
of New Jersey. When cops show up and she says, "Yes, I did it," you admit it. You admit it. And when I went to drop the charges, the prosecutor said, "You know, we can do this as long as what would it take for you to say." Nothing for her record, nothing at all. And I said an apology. I'm sorry. 2 words. I'm sorry.
Right.
And that's all it would have taken.
Oh, so you're not paying to litigate that? Are you not suing her civilly? Is it a civil suit or only the?
It's just.
It's my phone.
That's right.
Oh boy.
Is it what? Is it civil? It's civil.
Okay,
yes.
so you're paying to litigate that. Then you have to pay a civil suit.
No. I'm sorry. It's the state. It's the state of New Jersey that was doing this. Now, when she continued talking further about that, then my attorneys who were handling my matrimonial, and also my record label, they kicked in because it's starting to hurt me, my financial status as well, and the people that I work with are getting affected by it if they just keep talking. So their attorneys said cease and desist.
Right.
They're the ones handling that.
So why
not
couldn't
me.
they fire out a cease and desist on this? Because I think a threat.
Because this isn't hurting me. This is not hurting me.
Oh, you don't mind it?
No.
Aren't you mad you're not making money off it? It's
Whatever.
you having sex.
Whatever.
I'm sure it's a very good video, but you should be making money off it. That's my point. If you don't mind it being out there, because now you're dancing, I think, right? You're dancing as well?
Dancing?
Did you tell me scores?
Weren't you at Scores?
I am a musician. I
What did
got
you do
a
at school?
party
Sort of.
thrown for me.
Oh, okay. Our
And
producer gave us the wrong
I did
information.
a show, and who said sort of?
Our producer gave us.
Anthony did.
What?
No, you threw him under the bus.
I didn't say shit, yo.
It was you. It's that voice. I was waiting for whoever doesn't own it, whoever calls somebody out is the one that did it. Just like I said at the first finale. She got up and ran. She's guilty.
I kind of like
The
you.
people
But
that fly out of their
don't-
chairs and throw
All
people
right,
off
all right.
out under the bus are the guilty parties.
She
You
got
are
me so
guilty.
mad.
You
He's
apologize to me
He's
right
always
now.
done that.
Apologize to me.
No, I don't like the song.
Apologize to me. You don't
But
have to like
I
the
don't like
song, but I work.
I like you, but
I like the song. You
no,
didn't like
you
the-
said you didn't like it.
I did not say
We
that. I
all
said I
said we
liked
didn't
it.
like the song. We
I
like
did
you,
not-
though, as a
I would tell her,
person.
believe me.
All right, wait, let's
Throw
play
all of
it.
us under the
Five
bus.
of us got on
I liked it.
stage.
The piano sounds amazing.
But you
Does
listened
it?
to,
Yeah.
maybe you don't like the Tortured Lullaby version. Maybe you would
don't-
like the club
maybe-
version that I performed
Oh.
with 5 of us on stage at Scores. Not just
So
me.
you weren't-
Oh, I didn't know you were
strip.
performing.
Well,
I was
Steve-
fully
producer.
dressed.
Steve C
our
is an
producer.
idiot.
Wait, yeah, bring
Fully
Steve C in
dressed.
here.
We were invited to that event, but I
He
had to
said
work.
there was some kind of
said I
crazy.
stripped?
I'll tell you. Get him in here.
Yeah, let's
Get this in.
Hey, there is a
confident in
club
here.
version
I
of
don't
the
got to
song.
strip to make money no more.
But I didn't. Oh, did you used to dance?
Yes, she
Yes,
did.
I did.
okay,
I'm
all
very
right.
proud of being a stripper.
Cool.
Hey, do you
Very
remember
proud of
that?
it.
Do you remember like making that tape? Just asking. You do?
Oh yeah,
Was it good?
it was nice,
Was
right?
it fun?
I have to ask this because I'm going to get the tape anyway. Does the guy have a large penis? No? You shook her head
Not
no.
answering that.
That's a no.
Not answering.
Yeah. That's
Nobody
a no.
denies a big dick. Nobody shakes their head.
Steve,
Yeah.
Okay,
you said she was stripping at
Hello.
Scores.
He said that
Were
you
you
were
there?
stripping.
Were you there at
This is
Scores?
cigars and scotch. He said that.
You were at Scores?
Well, I define at.
What? Were you at Scores?
Well,
Were you at Scores? Were you one of the 500 people there?
maybe.
You're
He was
lying.
5 of the 500
You're
people.
lying.
That's not very nice, Jim.
You're lying if you say I stripped and
I
I,
know
took
he's
one
lying.
garment off. I was head to toe, fully dressed with a very low cut top
well,
on and a backless top
That's
on.
not
Okay.
exactly dress.
And I
Did you
had
flash? Did you flash at all?
nothing.
No.
I was
Nothing.
taped completely in.
He
So
said you did.
apologize
Say
to
you're
me.
sorry, you liar.
Apologize.
Yeah,
Apologize.
He lied.
It depends on your definition of stripping.
apologize.
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 Do I have to?
Just say you're
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah, I think you do,
Yes.
Steve.
Head to toe, fully dressed.
I have
Apologize.
to. But you know,
I'm sorry. 2 words. I'm sorry.
But you see,
And then
I'm
gay.
sorry. Say it.
no, I don't want to say that, Jim. But
Say
you
I'm
see,
sorry.
I don't want to say
I
that.
didn't strip. Say
Why
I'm
won't you
sorry.
say sorry
Yeah,
if
well,
that's
she's-
what you
Say
said?
I'm sorry.
You said she stripped.
You lied about me.
She
Say you're
didn't.
sorry.
I'm sorry. Our definition
No,
of
I'm
strip
sorry.
is different.
I'm sorry I lied is what you want to say.
I'm sorry you lied.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
No.
No. Steve.
You're out of control now.
That's right.
That's out of control.
Give him a
Maybe
titty
it's in
twister.
that name. I don't know. No, I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole.
Oh, damn. Why wouldn't you touch Steve with a 10-foot pole?
Because he's a liar.
Yeah, yeah, we don't like liars.
I don't like liars. I'm shaking right now. Say you're sorry.
Say you're sorry. Kick him in the balls.
sorry.
Oh, damn.
Can you kick him in the balls?
Ooh. She doesn't like liars.
I'm not a violent person. I have people that take care of that for me.
Oh, shit. Leg breakers.
No.
No?
Yes.
No.
Lawyers.
We just give them deadly looks.
Yes. Lawyers.
Lawyers. There you go. Say you're sorry.
You seem to like litigation.
Say you're sorry. I do not like litigation.
I
Actually,
didn't say that. He did.
I can't stand it.
Again, he's pointing at me.
Did I say
Unbelievable,
that?
this Opie.
I didn't say that one.
No, actually, it was your voice.
Yeah, it was.
That was
She's
your
too
voice.
good.
All right, you got me. I'm sorry.
I do this a lot.
What?
You need to say, I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
Ooh.
No. Say, I'm sorry.
You're
and I'll
sorry.
let it go.
She's ready to let it go if you just fucking apologize.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
What is it about that?
Exactly. I don't know.
He's not a man.
He just doesn't know how to.
We all know that.
A real man would say,
Why do we have
I'm
to go there?
sorry.
I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
just because I have a certain preference.
Look into her face and say,
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
You're wearing a shirt
You
that's.
can't even look at me.
Yeah, look at her.
Oh, it's the
in,
Botox.
in your comfortably sized shirt.
Come on.
That's very not nice, Jim.
Oh, what you said about me was nice?
Exactly. Ooh.
Look
Say
into
you're
her
sorry.
face.
I can't.
Ooh.
I can't.
Wow,
rough,
Steve
man.
has a problem.
Steve doesn't
with
like women.
First of all,
That's rough.
Steve doesn't like
he
women.
doesn't like
Oh, I
women.
have a lot of boys that maybe I could introduce you to, but you'd have to say you're sorry first.
Oh, you're gay.
Gay.
Huh. That's
like
never
a
come up
carrot?
before.
I love my
Look,
gay community.
look-
love my gay
You like
community.
your gays.
But you need to say, I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
That's rough. She hates liars, man.
Yep.
Well, she hates me then. I'm sorry.
Why can't you apologize?
I'm
to
sorry
an
you don't
older
like me.
woman?
See, I did it because
But
Why
why?
wouldn't you apologize?
Yeah,
to
why
her?
would you say that?
She's a lovely lady.
she is lovely.
She's having
But
fun
we just
with
have
us.
a difference.
She's
a
taking
difference
a few
of
shots.
opinion as opposed to
Ladies and
what's
gentlemen,
addressed.
a text from Eastside Dave McDonald.
Eastside Dave
Eastside
McDonald.
Dave. Daniela's a cunt.
See,
Eastside Dave from the Ron and Fez show.
why would he
Why?
say that?
Because I guess because he likes Steve and doesn't like seeing Steve under this kind of
Thank
Steve
you.
will probably work with you on that,
meanwhile,
Eastside Dave.
We meanwhile love seeing Steve in this position.
Well, we learned
or
she's-
doggy style with a dildo
Am I
up his
supposed to
ass.
know who Eastside
That's
Dave is,
private.
by the way?
No, not really.
No,
Okay.
nope.
So-
Especially if your management here. You have no idea who it is.
So to me,
he's a
to
failed
me,
radio
Eastside
host.
Dave, Westside Dave, whatever, North,
yeah,
South.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really give a shit.
Oh, shit.
See? Good.
Buffalo.
Good. A bafangul.
Did you just put a hit out
You're a
on
nice
him?
Nah,
Italian woman.
I don't do that.
Are you Italian?
I am.
Yeah, you can tell. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jersey. How long you been there? Forever?
No, actually, I lived in Jersey as a baby, and then South Jersey, North Jersey, then moved. I'm a geographical mutt. I moved back 27 years ago.
From where,
26 years ago. I'm
Where
sorry,
in
20
Jersey? Oh, yeah.
In 86, I moved back to Jersey.
From
Where?
where? Where were you?
That was when I left Miami.
Oh, right. Okay.
Where in
so
Jersey?
I've been in Jersey for a long time.
Where?
Most of my life. I'm in North Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Wayne.
All right.
Oh, that's where the money
I
is.
dated a girl there, William Patterson, when I was
there's
30.
Her name was
college.
William Patterson?
No,
Yes.
that's a college over there.
No, his name was William, and I
All right.
bailed out, punched out.
Good idea.
Hey, for the Real Housewives fans out there, how many more episodes we got?
I think there's 3 more episodes.
And what do we got to
then
look
probably
forward to?
30 reunions.
Really?
Yeah. It's going to be a long reunion. Buckle up.
And what do you mean? There's going to be another season filmed?
No, reunion is the show that's taped after
Yeah.
we've seen what we've done to each other
Right.
behind each other's backs. Well, mainly what I see what all of them done behind my back or said about me behind my back, and then
Yeah.
I just get to go in and say, hey.
Can I ask
all.
an ignorant question? Because I don't know the show. I don't watch a lot of
fine.
TV.
Ask.
What is, it's a bunch of housewives who are living together. What is like...
They're not
we don't
living
live together.
Oh, you don't live together?
Oh,
Okay.
thank God, no.
They all
Why
have
is-
separate
No,
mansions.
that's Jersey Shore.
Okay, separate mansions.
They live together.
Separate mansions,
So what
and they
is
just bitch because they have nothing better to do with their lives.
What is...
Actually, you don't hear me bitching. You don't hear me once complaining about my life.
What is the point of, not what is the point of the show in a shitty way, but what is like, what is the show about? It's just
The
four different
premises?
yeah.
Kill Danielle.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what it's turned into.
Yeah,
they
it
all
has
hate her.
4 different housewives.
Wow.
That 4 they
Yeah,
focus
and all
on?
it would take is, I'm sorry.
But people won't say they're
Yeah,
sorry.
Steve, that's
No.
weird, man.
Oh, damn.
Why don't
Oh,
you-
Steve.
Why don't you like women?
He's like that.
Yeah, he really
It's
doesn't
like
like
that.
women at all.
He took a shot. I told her I didn't like her song, but it might not be my cup of tea. That's all.
Yeah, at least he's got a reason behind it. But
Thank
when you
you.
lie,
See?
when you lie,
Yeah.
you get the back.
Fit guy for you one. Ask her about her hairy box.
My what?
Well, the
what?
pictures. I guess the pictures that are out there show.
They're not my pictures, sweetheart. I've been
Yeah.
lasered for 10 years.
Shit.
Well then,
Nice.
fuck
Jimmy's
you,
got a
sir.
boner.
Another one,
Jimmy-
and then I
I
apologize.
love how they do that. Let's superimpose something there and call it Danielle.
Ah, shit.
Your boobs are looking really good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, they're not
lovely.
square anymore.
No, they're really quite amazing.
Yeah,
Lovely.
Jimmy's been staring
But he
at
would
them the
know
whole
that,
time.
right? Because
was
apparently
stripping.
I stripped the other night, right?
Yeah.
Did you strip, Steve?
Steve is an angry
I'm going to
man.
show you pictures of me on stage when we're all done here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are. The important thing here is you've been lasered for 10 years. How much did you laser? A little bit or a lot?
I knew,
It's
I knew
gone.
Jimmy
All
was-
of it's
The
gone.
whole thing?
Gone. Gone like the wind.
That's really great.
I like that, right,
Did you
Jimmy?
laser all body hair? Because you have none.
I have none.
Did you laser all of it?
Why not?
You had to. She's
What a
Italian.
good girl.
She had to get rid of that shit.
Feel that.
Right.
Okay.
No, keep going.
Oh, her legs are really nice. My
How-
hand's a little chilly.
How far up could Jimmy go on your leg?
He couldn't go any further than my calf.
I didn't
That's
ru-
why I put my calf up there.
Could
that
I rub?
was
Could
it.
I rub the calf? Because I didn't rub the calf. I rubbed the front, the bone
You can't
part.
rub anything else now.
Just the calf.
No.
Why? He's a big star in his own right.
I'm a gentleman. I'll be very
Two
nice.
big stars just rubbing each other.
Yeah. You
why
want to see my
not?
calves?
No.
I have
How
really
about
good
we do
calves.
this? Look at Jimmy. He look at his arm. Could you touch his arm?
The hair is weird. It's so wispy. It doesn't even feel like real hair on my arm.
Could you just touch it?
No, that's okay.
You got to
That's
feel
all
it. It's weird.
right. That is like
I know,
that's-
just touch
that's
it.
strange.
Could
No,
you-
that's okay. No, I'm good.
You're not going to get
No, I'm
anything.
good.
I don't have the HIV.
You don't,
No, I'm good.
Just
I'm
touch
good.
it. He
I'm
touched
good.
you. You touched him.
I don't.
No.
Wow. She doesn't like touching.
Why don't you? You don't like Jimmy?
Yeah.
Oh no! You're the only one that's been super nice. Oh no, you have been, but you've been reading the C word a lot. So no,
Yeah.
you're the
No,
only one.
I've been nothing but a sweetheart through this whole process.
I'm just reading what
and I'm
some
the
of
only
the,
one that knows the fucking show.
The listeners are saying.
Okay, then I have to like
She
you
smells
best.
really good too.
She does.
What are you wearing?
It's actually Petite Cherie by Annick Goutal.
Very clean.
Could Jimmy smell your armpit?
No.
He has
You
a
wear
thing for
deodorant or no?
armpits.
I don't like deodorant. I don't like when women wear deodorant.
Please?
I like you smell really good and clean, but I would actually be cool if she was just really nasty smelling too. That'd be great.
Could he smell your armpit, please?
Why would he want to smell?
Because we've been talking about armpits today, and I have a thing for them, and it's a body chemistry thing. Where I think it's very sexy. The smell.
Well, then no.
Why? I don't do anything.
Why?
I don't do anything dirty. It's
We're all
just different
friends
people
now.
smell different.
She doesn't
ways.
want to turn, be used to turn you on.
It's not going to turn me on.
It's not
because
her job here.
We're not in
Jimmy.
a setting where I would get turned on. We're sitting here on a radio interview.
Where's your lesbian lover?
Who?
The woman.
The woman.
My rumored.
Yeah.
Rumored.
Yeah.
Rumored.
Rumored.
She's around.
Yeah.
Does she do anything in public?
What are you talking about?
Like, has anyone ever seen her before?
She goes everywhere with me.
Everywhere with you. And
it-
is there kind of a little romance thing going on between you and her?
Little licking.
Is it important? Is it really
scissor-
important for
there's
people to
scissoring
know?
going
Yeah,
on?
it's sexy.
Do you know if
you
she's
become kind
lasered?
of a sex symbol now. I mean, let's be honest. You are. This tape is going to sell because it's you and you look really great. So yeah, it's tittillating, but it's interesting to know. Sure,
Titillating.
it's hot.
Do you push your,
Interesting choice of words.
But it's
Titillating.
really sexy.
Let me handle this. Do you push your genitals into each other?
That's
Boy, that's a nice way to put it, right?
Oh, Maroon.
No?
oh my God.
What about your daughters? Do they mind you have a lesbian lover?
Oh, I thought you were going somewhere else.
Hey!
I was waiting to see
No,
something get
that's a-
thrown at you.
That's a pretty good
It's
question.
a very fair question because you're
I
in the
think that's a
public
nice
eye.
question.
Everything you do is under
But I
public
haven't
scrutiny.
confirmed or denied anything. So
Yes.
Ah, you winked at me, and I got it on tape, so I got confirmation today.
Yeah.
And she kind of,
You got a lesbian lover that you're mushing your
That's
genitals
who was
against.
walking with you down the hallway, right?
absolutely.
Yeah, she kind of has a look like she's.
Have you ever in your
Probably
life hooked
into
up with a girl? I mean, most
Yes.
women do. You have.
Yes,
okay.
I've owned up to that too. If you'd read the book.
Why? I have.
We don't
I couldn't read it
read.
yet, madam. It just got
Reading.
here. I'm not gonna read that fast.
That's knowledge. and
How come
shit.
there's no photos in this book? I like a lot of pictures.
Well, then you wouldn't read the words.
You wouldn't
You
read the
need to
words.
read the words.
You could go online for the pictures.
Can you?
With the superimposed bush.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. For the
Is-
superimposed pictures.
Yeah.
Is this your lesbian lover on the cover of your single, Real Close?
Her name is not Lesbian Lover.
What's her
Actually,
name? I don't know her
Andy,
name.
Andy named her Lesbian Superstar.
Lesbian superstar.
Yeah.
That means she does some good things.
Yeah, what's her name? You have to tell us her name. We don't want to refer to
Her
her.
name is Lori Michaels.
Can we say hi to her?
Say hi.
Yeah, where is she? Bring her in.
No.
Oh.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
Because she doesn't handle this stuff the way I do. So.
Oh, really?
I'd be very nice
Continue.
to her. I wouldn't
That's
be
okay.
Just curious.
I got this.
She does not want her in here.
You have a lot of haters. What do you say to your haters? I have Becky.
Keep
Actually,
talking about me because it
Hold
makes
on.
me more and
Ooh.
more
Yeah?
and more desirable.
Becky, you're
Keep
on.
talking, baby.
You're on
Becky,
with,
okay, girl.
All right, Becky.
You're on with Staub.
I'm on with what? You're on with
He
what?
just goes, you're on with Staub.
Now we're down to just last names now, huh? Okay, I see how you are.
All right, Becky, go ahead.
I think she's the biggest cunt, and I'm so
Oh, not that word.
Take her off. Take her off.
No, but you said-
she doesn't get airtime. She doesn't get airtime.
Why don't you go at it with her a
No,
little
I'm not going to go at it with her. She's a waste of time.
Don't you find though that
Yeah.
being the one that people are saying that about is going to make you the more famous of all
I
of
think
them?
that they need to like really watch their vocabulary and start. Like,
She doesn't like
being
that
big
word,
girls.
so don't- just
Being
be a
big
little
girls.
more
Oh,
like
that's
a
fair
lady.
enough.
Be a little
Don't
more
use that
ladylike.
Yeah, but it's like a black
I mean-
thing. It was another girl saying it, so that's okay.
That is true.
Right?
No,
yeah,
it's
like black
not.
guys are allowed to throw the N-word around. White
It's a
guy.
horrible word to
What?
use. It's a horrible word to
Hey,
use.
drug charges. Do you talk about that?
Do I talk about it?
Well, you really-
why not?
26 years ago. That's what I have to say.
But
It's
were-
26 years
Were you
ago.
really caught with a kilo?
No, I was in the house with a lot of people.
A lot of people said a kilo.
Well, if you split it up, it's not a kilo.
She flushed it down the toilet.
Yeah, right.
They were going to find it.
Oh, so they raided a house and you were involved with that whole thing?
Exactly. Period.
Are you lasered in this particular film?
Jimmy.
Because I have such a fetish for that. I think
Yeah.
it's the sexiest.
Look
thing.
close, real close.
I can't see on the.
Right,
close.
Right there.
Real close.
Look, right
Ah.
there, Jimmy. Huh?
It looks like you. It's hard to see. It looks like there's nothing there though. Yeah. That's nice.
See?
You never
Is
had
that a condom he has on?
Yes.
Boo! Boo!
the condoms. Yuck.
Boo!
Oh, let's talk about something. Oh, you guys are gross.
Condom.
No, we don't like condoms.
Condoms are.
I'm very
they're
natural. I'm a
horrid.
natural guy. I don't like condoms.
Condoms. Bodinsky rubber.
A lot of phone
Exactly.
calls coming in. A lot of phone calls. Yes, Anthony.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying we're probably getting in trouble
happened?
because she
Why?
she got to go.
Oh, okay.
Where you
Well,
going
tell
now?
us.
Time thing.
I have 2 more shows to do here, baby.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
Could your lesbian lover come in and say hi?
No.
He will not let her in.
No.
Why?
Is she pretty?
Nope. Oh. Well,
What's
look at the picture of her.
What picture? I can't
No.
see. It's a little teeny thing.
You can say hi to her after we're all done with this.
We'll talk to
Let's
her
tour
while
today.
you go somewhere else.
No, you won't.
All right. Well, Real Housewives, Bravo.
Bravo, Monday nights, 10
Monday nights,
p.m.
10 o'clock. And how do they get the CD?
Oh, you can go to, you can actually, you guys are special. You get the CD. Right now, that's the only way it's distributed. Or you can go to iTunes and download all 4 versions of the remixes of Real Close.
Real Close,
including
right.
the Tortured Lullaby, which was seen first and heard first on Andy Cohen. Watch What Happens Live on Monday nights.
And the book is called The Naked Truth.
It is.
The real story behind Danielle Straub in her own
Staub.
words. Staub. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's okay.
And,
Just like Rusty Staub, baseball, you got to remember
You look
that.
very sexy in this photo. You're wearing a
Thank
little
you.
raincoat on the back, and your leg. Your
And that's
legs are
all I
very
have on there, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Your
So now
little
you can
laser
think about that. Will
vagina
that
is
get you
just-
to read? Will that get you to read it now?
I'm a very fast reader.
Okay, good.
Could you open your legs for us?
That's just
You're
crass.
talking to him, right?
No.
I will if you will. I mean, I'm a
Yeah,
trooper.
Jimmy will show you his ass.
No, I'm good.
Jim, you want to see Jimmy's ass?
No.
It's not bad. It's a nicer ass than you think it'd
It's
be.
pretty
No, no,
impressive.
no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no,
It's pretty
no.
impressive.
You don't even mind a little turd sticking out after a while.
Cigars and Scotch wants to know
come on.
if you bleach your ass.
Oh, yeah.
Are we
because you
really
laser.
asking
Well, ass
this
bleaching
question?
He's an asshole, and
ass bleaching is.
he asks
you know,
asshole questions.
Oh, my God.
Well, people kind of want to know what kind of
So are we?
intimate-
Am I going now?
intimate
Am I going? Am I
primping people
getting
do.
an apology from you?
Steve, please.
No,
before she
okay.
Why
goes.
won't you apologize to her, you weirdo?
She's very nice. I enjoyed her being on the show.
You,
She was
you
fun.
look really bad, Steve.
It's all
I
right.
always look really
Yeah,
bad.
you kind of look like the
Did
bad
you ever have
guy in
nipple
this.
hair?
No, I don't actually.
That's the worst. Every once in a while,
laser that off if you did.
come
but she
across
doesn't.
one fucking nipple hair.
Yeah, one wily one.
Oh my god, it's disgusting.
She's got to go.
I got to be.
I have 2 more shows.
And you want?
I've really enjoyed it with you guys.
Hold on.
Yes.
And
I'm going to step out of character. I got to tell you something.
What?
I wanted to hate you so fucking bad today.
Aw.
And I think she's all right, man.
I'm going to hug it out with you in a second.
And I think that you get a bad rap on that fucking TV show now. I
Thank you.
totally changed my opinion of her.
Oh my God, you're so getting a hug. You're getting a hug. Yep.
But
just
then
a
again,
hug.
my opinion was always very, let's see how it goes.
You're all getting a hug. Okay, except
cool.
for
No, man.
I don't touch people.
Like I think I watched the show to like not like you like everybody else, and now I'm like, wow, she's getting a bad fucking rap.
Thank you.
Who
Thank
do
you.
Who do you hate the most on that show?
I don't hate any of
All
them.
right, I know the hate
dislike
thing is
all of
bad.
them, though.
Dislike.
I will not be friends with any of them.
Right. Even Kim G. See, I know the show.
Who is that? She was nobody. She's not a housewife. She's not contracted. She's not on the Housewives.
She was like a hanger-on. All right,
She
she's got to go.
is
She's gotta go.
such a stalker.
All right.
We'll be
She's
back.
a stalker.
No, we
Oh,
won't.
we're not breaking?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we'll be back. Yes,
okay.
we'll be
Bye.
back. Yeah. All right, bye.
The Opie and Anthony Show on the Virus. Sirius XM.
Yeah. We're looking at the sex tape now that she's gone. By the way,
I was saying Danny should have played this when she was sitting
Of
here and
course.
have to just watch her.
I just want to say really fast that she was very cool.
Yeah, man.
Danielle Staub
Staub, yeah.
from Real Housewives of New Jersey, and I mean we pushed her on it. We went as far as we can with it. She's making money off this sex tape. I don't know how,
She
but
has
she's
to be.
making money off this sex tape.
She has to.
Maybe
be.
it's some kind of company that is set up that's not traced back to her or something. But I'm telling you, she's making money off this.
I just want to see her suck the cock. He's wearing a bag, though. That just wrecks everything.
Her tits look like someone laid her down at the 20-yard line and tried to do a field goal. They're fucked up.
Yeah, but she got them fixed. This is an old tape.
You can't get that fixed.
You saw.
I saw through clothes.
They look
fucking
terrific.
You know what? Yeah, they look terrific. Do you see them in here? They're Franken tits. No, stop it.
They were nice.
No, they weren't.
In this video, they're
Look
not
at that.
nice. No, I know, but she had that fixed. It was a whole episode.
Fixed through what? More fucking incisions?
No, but they might have just given a little
They're
bit of a cut.
scarred up like crazy. You can't have scarred up tits like that.
She's got a meaty pussy, right, Jimmy?
I can't really see it. I got to see it from the front. Find me a meaty.
Oh,
that's
Jesus Christ!
What the fuck is going on there?
She has a gorgeous pussy.
Oh, stop it,
Dude, it's fucking
Jimmy.
fat. Look at the lips are really fat.
Oh,
What's that hanging out of it though?
a tampon string, I think.
Oh,
Is that a tip?
God, no, it's
A
a
piercing?
piercing.
Oh, it's a piercing.
Oh,
Or,
I don't like that.
It's piercing or lint.
Can you
I
move the
can't
fucking
tell.
comforter, rookies? She has a great pussy.
Look at the tit. What are those? Look at the. Ugh.
Yeah, they're not great.
What's
but
going on there?
All right, it shouldn't make you angry.
frightening.
Jesus Christ, this guy's packing too.
And she said no.
No, she didn't want to talk about it.
She didn't want to talk about this at all. But see that keeps the interest going by not talking about it. That's what she was.
What's
doing.
her implant? A cinder block?
All right,
They
it's
just
a little
threw a
rough.
fucking
It's a half a brick.
a patio paver.
See, she's self-conscious about her big pussy. That's why she's pierced. She doesn't
Yeah?
need to be.
Is that what happens?
Oh, yeah, they always get self-conscious about a big clit or a big. So they put stuff on it to kind of cover because they're embarrassed by it.
that angle's not good for her.
That's great.
No angle is
Look
good
at that.
for her.
Her fucking nice asshole and her giant fat lips. She's fucking rules.
I'm talking about the boobs. They're sitting up really strange when she's on her side. Really strange.
Look, I can't even deal with this.
What?
What is that, a C-section?
No.
What's going on down there? There was something going on.
Where?
There's
Let's
something
see.
going on everywhere. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Looks like she fell into a blender.
There's something going on. Is woman.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. That's
Right,
fucking,
Jimmy?
what? Look at what is that?
Dude, her breasts are a little bit of a mess, but when she's on her side and her asshole sticking out, you wouldn't put
Ving
your
Rhames
face.
had a more attractive chest.
It looks like it does look like she has an extra rib or something. But besides
Look at
that,
her fucking pussy. It's all big. It's great.
Yeah, look at
Get
that.
out of here.
Dude, man, you put that in a white bikini and get it wet. It's all bulging.
Stop it.
People would point, like, what's that?
Oh,
It's like
Brendan.
something they shot on Mythbusters.
Brendan from whatwoulddtylerDurdendo.com. WWTDD.com's on the hotline. Are
Oh.
we going to talk to him, or is he just giving us knowledge, or what's going on? I can't pick him up yet. He's not on hold, so I don't know. Let's try. Okay. Hey, Brendan.
Hey, Opie, what's up, man?
By the way, thank you once again for all the support you give the Opie and Anthony show. I want to acknowledge that. And we push as many people as we can to WWTDD.com. Great site.
Yeah, and I'm extremely grateful. I'm just a fan, man. I listen to the show every day, so I might as well, do something productive.
Right. Now, do you need any of the footage we took today? I don't know. I don't know if we got to anything today.
No, I think I've been ripping most of it for the day, so I'll see if I can pull something from there.
Yeah, okay.
You were asking about whether or not Danielle was making any money off her sex tape.
Yeah.
And there's a law called 2257. So everyone, which basically says anyone who's in a porn has to sign some paperwork saying that this is who they are, that they're in the tape, and it's to verify their age. Now that might not apply to someone like Danielle,
right?
But they have to verify that they're at least 18 years old when they're in the movie.
Well, it's pretty obvious she's above 18.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Verify her
I
age.
know, but
Jesus.
you remember the Vince Neil sex tape?
The what?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It was Vince Neil, Janine Linda Mulder, and the other girl was named Brandy Ledford. But her face was blurred over for the entire movie because she did not sign that paperwork. So if you can see Danielle in this movie, then at some point she signed some paperwork.
Yeah,
She signed off on it at some point.
We try to push her, but it's obvious to me she's making money off this somehow. Maybe not directly. Maybe there's
fibs.
maybe there's some kind of company that was set. I don't know how she's doing it, but she's making money off this tape.
She has a
Come
big
on.
clit, too, man. She's
Oh,
great.
that thing hangs in the water when she takes a piss.
I know. That's so great.
I know.
No.
It looks like something hanging out of a lion's mouth.
Oh, God.
She's great.
Yeah, so anytime you see a celebrity sex tape and they say they don't know about it,
Right.
if you can see their face, at some point they signed some paperwork. And if they didn't,
Oh, no.
then the company couldn't release the tape.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
So
Isn't it amazing?
Watching out. Have a good morning.
All right,
Brendan, good
man.
job. Thank you.
One-
We're a little distracted because
She has a fat
we're watching
vagina,
the
man.
tape.
It's amazing how one man's trash is truly another man's treasure. I'm sitting here completely repulsed.
I'm not.
And Jimmy is like digging on her clit.
Just her big clit.
Dude, I'm halfway repulsed. When
halfway repulsed.
Yeah, when she's on, I'm okay with some of the shots, but when she's on all fours crawling across the floor, there's way too much shit happening back there.
There's too much shit happening everywhere.
Well, that's why I'm only halfway. There's some angles that
not fucking.
it looks
digging
all
this.
right. but-
Oh God, damn it!
Look at that fucking pussy, man. How do you not like that?
Stop it! Look at it. That's how I don't like
It's
it.
wonderful.
Wow, there's
No,
a
it's
lot
not.
There's a lot hanging out of there, Jimmy.
But exactly, you're
God.
welcome. But I don't like this stupid
Is that a-
piercing.
is that
Stop
a-
piercing.
Is that
You
a
don't-
ligament or something?
That looks like the mouth of the hookworm we were looking at the other day. Fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know, Jimmy.
Well, you guys, nerds to you. I like it. I just don't like the jewelry. Get the jewelry out of here. I don't need a distraction.
Jewelry?
Jewelry, yes.
Give me a jewelry.
Spray a swastika on her veg. I think she's terrific.
Yeah, she was
I
all
don't
right,
know.
though. She gave us good radio.
She's nice.
God. Her click grows when she lies. See, because she was lying and she's got a big.
I'm yawning, but that was
Yeah.
funny. I was just in mid-yawn when you said it.
Yeah,
All right.
whatever. Yeah, look at the time. Let's get the plugs out.
Plugs.
What do I?
No, because we always say that when it's just a tad early and there's nothing to plug.
All right, I'll start.
Yeah, let's get the plugs out.
I'll be making an appearance at my dad's gravesite today. If you want to
Oh,
join
Jesus.
me, 6 years
Wow.
ago today.
Bringing the show right back up there, aren't you? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, mine won't be that interesting.
Might be doing a little housekeeping around the fucking
Oh,
tombstone
God.
today.
Uh-huh.
Might lay down on the ground and have myself a good cry.
Oh, that's just sad.
That's kind of like what I'm going to do. Just hustle my girlfriend out so I can jerk off to this sex tape.
Ant, you got one?
No, I'm going to be sleeping.
Oh, that's
on my
cool.
way home, though. It's just great. I'll hit an abutment like I always do.
Yeah, this guy dated a girl with extra roast beef. He loved it too, Jimmy, so you're not alone.
I like that too, and
God.
when it stinks a little. For real.
For real.
For real. Ah!
But it's fucking.
I was discussing with Jimmy in the bathroom. I needed 5 more minutes, and Jimmy would have been smelling her armpits. I know it.
I guarantee.
And then
her,
we were
though,
going to work on the asshole.
Ugh.
But I was almost there.
She
know
almost
I was.
let me, but her armpits would have just smelled like the perfume she was wearing. It wouldn't have mattered. You have to have a chemistry for that to be sexy. You have to.
Right.
If there's a girl who I'm not attracted to in that primal level, the underarm smell won't do anything for me, or it'll be like yuck, like the way a lot of people react to it. Like I won't like it at all.
You like bad breath?
Never. No.
Never.
No, that's a good,
Never turns me on.
I mean, if you like smells, I mean, there you go. I mean,
want the
you don't
breath
mind a smelly armpit, but bad. You know what? I think
I
I'd
don't care
rather smell bad pits than bad breath.
Dude, I don't care if she takes a fucking 3-logger and then walks into the bedroom, I'll eat her ass. But bad breath
is rough.
Is terrible. Yeah, I don't care.
I'm still digging some fucking clams out of my teeth from hanging out in Hoboken. Linguine and clams. That shit will stay with you for a week.
That's pretty.
Does that bother you?
It's pretty rank.
Yeah. And my phlegm fucking smells bad or tastes bad or
Jesus
something.
Christ, man.
I'm still fucking spitting up phlegm. And man, you try to gulp that back down, man. The smell that comes with that.
You might want to floss and then rinse.
I've been flossing.
People are watching the tape and not digging it. Looks like she a grenade exploded between her thighs.
Yes.
Jimmy should just take roast beef sandwich, put it on the radiator for a day, and then suck on it.
Nah, she has a big clit, man. You guys are missing the big clit.
Yeah.
No, a clit should be of normal proportional
Is that
size.
her? Oh, that's nice. I like that.
No, it's not.
It is too.
That looks like something I saw in fucking Forensic Files.
I don't like the way she's holding it open, though. So you don't have to make it look bigger. Just leave it there, madam. That's that bodybuilder shit.
I just saw that on Shark Week.
Jimmy, what is that girl saying right now as she holds open her own hole?
Because it's really big.
What does she say?
She's really saying this. Huh?
Huh? What is stupid Hulk doing on TV?
He's that might be old.
God, is it really?
57
His fucking
years.
broom hair.
Oh God,
I feel bad for the Hulk.
Do ya?
Hell, fucking yeah. He doesn't have to be wrestling anymore.
He looks a little.
He ran out of
crazy.
money, so now he's still doing it.
Oh God,
sucks.
That's like a pussy with an attachment.
Yeah. I want a pussy like that a girl's humiliated by. Like one that when she would change in high school, she would put a twat in a locker and hope none of the other girls called her Big Pussy McGillicuddy. Whole fucking IED box.
That's just wrong,
That
Jimmy.
doesn't look
Yeah,
good
that
at
doesn't do
all.
much. That's just dangling. That doesn't do much for me unless it's really fat around the lips. Like this one girl who used to massage me, her lips were giant and she had like a lot hanging down. That one would be great.
That just looks like a
Her
cluster.
pussy was
of
long
tumors.
and fat.
That's
Like that one's nice.
No, it's not.
It is. Look at that pretty blonde. She's pointing at something. Her vagina's going the other way. It's 6 o'clock where her hand is, 5:30 where the pussy is. You know, time zone jokes. Little time zone humor.
Hey, you got your fans out there, though, Jimmy.
Yeah.
A lot of fans of the big sloppy pussies.
They don't call me the Meat Pussy Kid for nothing.
Just want to acknowledge you do got your fans out there.
By the way,
when
Meat
it comes
Pussy
to
Kid
that.
is replacing Kathy in the fucking in the funny papers.
Oh, can't wait to see that.
That's just rough.
No, it's great. Look at a little.
No.
It's like
You
it's
expect yellow jackets to fly out of that.
Yeah, it does. It does. Looks like a fucking beehive.
and she has like the little pink thong wrapped around it so the pussy can kind of hang out like it's on a hammock.
Yeah.
Looks like a cigar that's falling apart.
Looks like the Kilroy was here. They used to spray paint on the walls during the war.
Yeah, I don't like that. It's all hairy. I like when they stretch. the
what do you
lips.
do with that?
What do you do? I don't know what you do with that.
It's that.
Yeah, you
That's alien-like.
That looks like an asparagus. Can you go back to that picture? Can you turn it upside down? Turn it upside down. It looks like asparagus.
Look like asparagus.
We're doing visual bits now. Come
terrible.
on, that's funny though, Ant.
It's. I don't.
It looks
I
like
don't
it looks like an asparagus tip.
I don't find that attractive.
No,
to tell you the truth. All right, cider. There it goes.
Looks like asparagus.
Oh, my God.
Wow, it does. Good call, dude. That looks like asparagus.
How do we tweet that without getting in trouble?
You can't.
What if I just do the tip?
Just call
Hold on, let me
asparagus.
see. Yeah.
No,
Let me try, Jimmy. Look at the picture and then decide if I can tweet this.
I don't know what their TOS is.
What are you just going to get from the tip?
Yeah, Danny, turn me sideways here.
All right.
A guy sticking his tongue out from the side.
Could be anything. Please.
Yeah, it does.
It's defying gravity.
Looks like a meat cactus.
Oh, yeah. You could tweet that.
Yeah, probably.
No one would know what that is.
Yeah. It's horrible.
I hope your whole account gets canceled.
Yeah.
How upset would you be?
It'll happen
It's taking a gamble.
Whatever. Let's play What Is It?
Well, everyone knows now.
Yeah.
Asparagus.
All right, I'll figure something with this picture.
One of those, how about one of those golden raisins?
All right.
Yeah, maybe it's a golden parachute or something, you know.
That doesn't make sense, Chip.
He said golden.
Oh, okay, now it does.
All right.
Yeah.
See you Monday. That was fun.
Yeah, it was a good
Yes.
time.
Good week.
Yeah. You want to play real close for everybody?
Yeah, on the way out.
Oh,
That's a nice way to
no.
close out. Why not? She was nice.
Yeah,
Horrible.
let's play the club version.
Yeah, word.
She said the club version's way better.
Oh, the club version?
The D
Is that the
dance
version was she doing it and someone's clubbing her? Because that might sound better.
Dude, I found a 7-minute version of the song. Let's just kill these fuckers today.
Ah, the
Yep.
poor listeners.
Fuck them.
Yep, see you Monday.
Nah, I can't do it.
I knew it.
All right. We're done?
Lucky fucking listeners. Yep.
Yeah, bye.
Dunsky, as they say. Later. Oh, what? Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait.
Let it go.
Wait a minute.
Just let it go.
Wait a minute. Don't leave yet.
Wait.
You know why?
What?
Because I want to say, where do you like to eat? Wouldn't it be great if you
At the
could...
Y!
I get it. Wouldn't it be great if you could make money while saving money at places like, the place you frequent all the time? Local restaurants, national restaurants, grocery stores, movie theaters, amusement parks. Well, you can at processcoupons.com. Go there right now. Processcoupons.com. They've teamed up with thousands of well-known restaurants. And you're going to be saving a lot of money. That's right. We're talking thousands of half-price deals to places like Fridays, Safeway, Tony Roma's, Chevy's, Chili's. No limit to the amount of times you could use them either. ProcessCoupons.com can be your key to saving thousands of dollars a year. You could also make great money by becoming a ProcessCoupons.com reseller. There's no bet on this, by the way, so I could hear everything everyone's saying. You buy the membership cards at wholesale and sell them for retail. You're making money. ProcessCoupons.com guarantees you're going to save money using their system and make 100% return on every dollar you spend with them. Visit ProcessCoupons.com today. Click on the microphone button and use the offer code SAVINGS and save 20% off your membership. That's ProcessCoupons.com, PROCESS, coupons.com. See you Monday.